Hello, everybody. Turn that shit off. Oh my god, I'm so hot. Turning up the light. I had to wear this because it's too hot. I resorted to my most unclothed Critical Role shirt. Why does it feel like I yanked it so hard? I yanked it so hard I pulled it over to that side. I think we're good now. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. It's sticking to my body. Sticking to me. Or whatever, it's good enough for now. I feel like I just threw it on and I'm sticking to it all over the place. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Let me mute this for now. Put it to what we normally have to put it at. How is everybody doing on this glorious day? We're going to have a surprise today, but first let me go to the comments. Oh, we got a lot of people in here already. My God, I didn't see anybody yet. We've got over 20 people in here right now. First off, everyone like and subscribe. We're almost halfway there. We have a lot of people in here. But yep, I got my extra like in, so there's my extra like. I already did my other account. We're already up to almost, like I said, almost halfway. We got 20 plus people. Hello, everybody. Sleeves are bullshit anyway. Agreed. Yet again, it works out where I do my workout after I get all my shit done right before the live stream. Usually I do my workouts in the morning. Like I wake up early, I do my workout, I go to work. But it's been working out on streaming days at least, where I do the workout right before. Because I got to make sure I get all my shit done. And I sometimes when I time shit too close to the live stream, I get caught up and I don't get my shit done. So I'm like, I'll do the workouts before the live stream. That way, if I'm not on time or something, as far as like getting my workout done, I could just cut it short and come right over. Because I could cut my workouts short. I just, sometimes work-related stuff I can't cut short. I have a gigantic cup of ice here that I did remember to put in my Yeti mug. Here's the surprise today. I have this left. Now, if you guys remember from last week, on Saturday's live stream, because we did the Saturday live stream instead of Friday last week, 6 hours, it was over 6 hours. I had this left. I have not drank since that night. I drank after you guys, but if you guys remember, the fireworks were last Saturday. I finished this. I was shutting everything down, and I could hear the fireworks at the place down the street. I told you guys, it is walking distance from my house where I was supposed to go, so I wasn't too concerned. But I started hearing the fireworks go off, and I hadn't even gotten out of my chair yet. And my friends were like, yo, where you at? The fireworks started. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I ran in my room, threw on my jeans, went there. That started at 9 o'clock. And I didn't remember. The first memory I have is 5 a.m. Well, I have memories. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that wrong. I remember the last memory I have is it was still like 4 or 5 a.m., and the sun was coming up, and then I passed out. And I had at least 6 or 7 Jack and Cokes, and I was even telling people, I don't know why I'm this drunk. I had shots with the live stream, but I can normally pace that. I have a shot like every 30, 40 minutes we did. And then I'm like, I only had 6 or 7 Jack and Cokes. They're like, Jay, this place gives you doubles. It's the Elks Club, or the Legion, the American Legion. So they're like, they give you 16-ounce solo cups, and they're all doubles. So if you had 7, you actually had 14. And I'm like, that would explain why I am annihilated. And the next day, which was Sunday, I was totally shot. I slept till like 4 in the afternoon. Mind you, I went to sleep at like 5 or 6 a.m. But I slept till like 4 in the afternoon, and I was miserable. So I have not had a single drink since Saturday night. I was like, I need to flush all this out of my system and get back to normal. So this is literally the same amount of liquor. Go match it up with last week's live stream. I haven't had a drop of this since last week. And I haven't had a beer. I haven't even had a beer. Like once in a while, I'll have like a seltzer or a beer. And that to me is like, doesn't count. Like I'll be like, yeah, I had nothing to drink all week, but like I had a beer once, which is like nothing. It's like watered down, whatever. But this time, nothing. I didn't have a seltzer. I didn't have a beer. I didn't have a mom's water. So What does that say? Oh, Chimiki. Oh, it's to the Chimiki. So we're going to kill this. The point being is I waited. I'm like, you know what? There's only about 4 or 5 shots in here. Might as well save it for tonight because we only have 2 hours. So if I pace this and do like a shot every 20, 30 minutes, which I'm wanting to do, I'm totally recovered. I was good by like the next day pretty much. But I was like, you know what, Jay? After having 14 Jack and Cokes, the equivalent, and like a half a bottle or quarter bottle with you guys that same night, I was like, chill out a little bit. And you know what I did do? In place of it, I had this. That's what I've been doing all week. And I told you guys last live stream, I was like, yeah, I just wasn't feeling the radiators. Well, because of my increased drinking on Saturday, I dipped back into the radiators. So, special occasion, we're gonna do both tonight. We're gonna kill this bottle, which, like I said, is not much. It's probably 4 or 5 shots, which for Jay is not much at all. But in between, every now and then, we're gonna have a reuniting of the radiators. So, bonus time for everybody. But let me say hi to everybody, and then we'll go through the chat. I see Colvin's already happy about that. What did Amy bidet to Amy? What happened? Oh, just saying bidet to Amy. Did anything happen? Radiators Unite, Ninja is all about it. So let me say hi to everybody. Ninja Master, Colvin, the Chimiki Paro, Star, Amy, and David France. David automatically gets a hello whenever I see Amy, whether he's in the vicinity or not. You are both bound by whatever. You're bound by your new home that you're moving into and putting the other one on the market. How'd that go, by the way, Amy? Is your house on the market and ready to go? Daniel O'Day, my good friend Neil. Check. Oh, cookout at Jay's house. Let's go. Cookout at my house. Jay, Neil says we're having a cookout. What you bringing? I legitimately could have a cookout at my house. If you've ever been to my house, which none of you have, except probably Neil, I have like 3.5 acres. My backyard, literally, you could have a football game in my backyard. It's like in the woods. It's not even like I'm super rich. It's just like where I live, most houses are like 2 or 3 acres because it's like the woods. But either way, I could definitely have a cookout. I grill all the time. It's like my favorite thing to do. I drink and I grill. Tealbird with the magnificent art, if you didn't see. I didn't pay too much attention to it because initially I'm not even going to go into it because I don't know if it was spoilery. And so I started like kind of looking at it and was like, wait, is something bubble? And then before I started thinking too much about it, I was like, you know what? Not like I said, I don't care if it is spoilery because you find out anyway. And it's all kind of guessing at that point. But I personally don't want to put too much thought into it, but it looked nice. I like the art. It was another snowy tundra. Sonia Ray is here again. Good to see you again. M. Gormley. Michael, my moderator, obviously. I didn't see Lace Up or the dude, but Lace Up might have been in here. Clever name I made. What is up? Clever, I don't think we saw you last week. I don't remember. Amelia. I think I got mostly everybody. Vero G, I apologize. Vero G is at the top. I was going to say, was Vero G at the top? Because I didn't see the very, very top. Vero G is there. All right. If I missed anybody, say, Jay, what's up? I think I got most of you. But I just want to get to the bottom. Whew, it is hot. Hi, Sonia. I started drinking on Wednesday and ended up blacking out Thursday. Woke up Friday afternoon and hit this new vape I got. It got too fucked up, passed right back out. Oh, okay. So, I mean, not necessarily a bad week. Maybe just a little too much to handle. Too cold to hold. Veth makes 12 damage. Kree made a concentration check. The DC is 10 or half the damage. By the rule, Kree makes an 11, so by the rule they are slow. Then Lucian covered the party in his cone. But the question is, do you have a projection screen you could use in the backyard so we could watch Critical Role together? I used to throw parties back in high school and college, and I would literally take my wired sound system, and I have a sliding patio door in my master bedroom. So I would literally I would have wire extensions, and I would extend the wire, bring my entire sound system outside, and run a cable. And I would play usually music for people, like pool parties, because we had a pool. But you could easily run the TV out there too and sit out back. It's very, very possible. I have outlets everywhere because we used to do all sorts of work. So there's outlets all over the outside of my house. I could 100% have a TV with Wi-Fi and have whatever you want. YouTube, whatever. We could run it. It's too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Call the Ghostbusters, and they're in control. That is 100% correct. That's what I was going with, Clever. I just cut it short in case anybody didn't know. Lace is like right there. Oh, is Lace? Oh, there's Lace. Oh, hello, Lace Up Hockey. I've been to your house. Fun times. Neil, are you on a separate account? Because I feel like that looks different than the other account. Or did you just change your picture? No, Neil is on 2 different accounts. There's Neil and Neil with his last name. All right, so what I'm going to do here is, I don't know. Oh, there is a shot glass. I got worried. I thought I forgot my shot glass. How about we start the stream with a shot right now, and we get going by 6:15. We got 10 minutes. It's 6:10. Well, first off, let me pop the stream up. I don't even have it. I know it's after the break. One of the few times recently that we actually are going to start after the break. This upcoming one, I did look ahead at the timestamps, and the next week live stream is an hour and 20 minutes. So we're definitely going to take some away from the front half of the next episode, because I think the next one is over 2 hours in the front half and an hour and 20 minutes in the back half. So even if we get the 30 minutes, which it looks like we're on pace, we're already halfway. We just hit halfway. We're 25 likes in. Keep liking. But right now we're 25 likes in. We made it halfway. We will likely do the 30 minutes. That'll still give us the hour Patreon. And I'll still do like a 15-minute YouTube. Add the rest to the live stream next week. We'll have over an hour and a half. That's how we're going to do it. So it all works out deliciously. What am I doing in my life? 124. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I was quite excited this week. I finally cracked 25,000 subscribers. I have been trying to crack 25,000 subscribers for like 3 months now. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because I've been doing less show. Like all my shows ended a month and a half ago. And I didn't start new ones because I knew House of the Dragon was starting. I knew Cobra Kai's final season was starting. And I'm like, you know what? My dad is going in and out of hospitals and stuff. I could definitely use the break. So I decided not to do anything to replace some shows while, House of the Dragon's rolling out. Cobra Kai is this coming week, final season, part 1 of the final season. So maybe that has something to do with it, but I was like, oh my God, this is the slowest roll I've ever had to the next 1,000. I feel like I always, when I try, I feel like I always get there quick. So I did Axel F, I did House of the Dragon, I did a bunch of other things, and I cracked it this week. I got like 500 subscribers in the last like week or two. So we're finally at 25,000. The goal was 100,000, but I feel like I got to 20,000 just as fast as I got the next 5, like in the same amount of time, which isn't promising. I think I got to 20,000 in like 2.5, 3 years. And it took me like another 2 years to get another 5,000. I personally think it is all the competition on YouTube. I feel like when I started, I was still fresh enough in the game that it was like building. I just think there's like so much competition now with reaction channels and stuff. Because my sister does way more than I do, content-wise. And she's still like locked in around 8,000 or 9,000. And she started like a year or 2 after me. And she does tons of stuff. So like, I'm like, I guess it's just the competition of everything. But thank you, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, my goal was to get a plaque and have 100,000, maybe one day. But I mean, if I keep rolling with this, maybe by the time I'm my father's age, which is nearing 70, maybe by then, at the rate I'm going, I'll hit 100,000. But, I just enjoy it. It's all for the fun of it. But I mean, it'd be nice to get the plaque. Ready? We're going to hear loud noises because I'm setting up. Loud noises, everybody. We teleported the stone somewhere. Matt is giving us the recap. Ready? I'm going to turn it up. Here's Matt.
We were heading to Essex, correct?
Heading to Essex.
Yeah, that's where we're trying to get to.
Just throwing this out there as we fly. Are we thinking...
I'm just going to pause it in a second.
Incorrectly. I'm just throwing it out there. I think this is a bad idea, but
Not a good place to
they've
stop.
been stalking us, hunting us,
Come on,
chasing us
Sam.
down,
Lock it up.
ambushing us. Should we do the same to them?
Beautiful. 2, 3, 10. I wanted to wait till Sam was perfectly paused. We're doing 2, 3, 10, which gives us 2 hours and 9 minutes. 2 hours and 9 minutes, not counting the 30. So let's get rolling because it is 6:15, and Jay said we'd be rolling by now, and of course we're not, because Jay's a goddamn liar, just lying all the time to everybody, like a dirty bastard. Show the money. Show me the money. 2, 3, 10. Is everybody ready? 2, 3, 10. Lock it up. 2, 3, 10. Set the time. Kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. Let me raise the windows of time. Let me fix the clock again. And all is well in the world. All right. Everyone is good. We're going to do a shot before we start. Everyone thumbs it up because we're going to get rolling. We're at 27 likes. We need 24. That's horrible math. 23 more. 23 more. And we're doing the next episode, and we didn't even start yet. And we got 2+ hours. So let's start it off with a shot. Neil, how many shots you think? We're going to play the game again. I'm guessing, and we're doing, let's be fair because I want to be clear. It's half of this shot glass because this shot glass is a double shot glass. So halfway up that. So place your guesses if anybody could guess. But Neil and me did it last time, and I think we were right in the middle of both our guesses to the drop. I think Neil said 10 and I said 8, and it was like 9 or something. It was right in the middle to the drop. But half of the shot glass, it's a deep shot glass. It's a double shot glass. I'm going to say 5. I want to say 4, but I'm going to go 5 because I feel like 1, 2, I don't know. I'm going to go 12. Neil, you think that's 12 shots? Neil, no way. Look at the bottle. A whole bottle has 25, 30 shots. Like a whole bottle this size has 25, 30 shots. That's measured out. That's accurate. I think it's 20, somewhere around 25, 30 shots in a bottle of this size. I think that's, I'm going to go 5. I'm going to go 5. I think it's less. I'm literally thinking 4. But I'm going to go 5 before we pour it. So here we go. First shot. I feel like I should have washed this glass out, but it's whiskey. It'll kill whatever's in there. It looks like I have like Gatorade in it from last time or something. Ready? We're going to do exactly half. There's half. So we got that much left. I don't know. I went with 5, but it might be less. That's half. You can see I actually went a little bit higher. Maybe not. It's about half because it bellies out at the bottom. Let me put Sonia saying 6, Clever saying 7, Colvin with 13, Neil with 12. In that case, Neil says 6. Yeah, this, like I've done it in the past. We've taken bottles. This is a 750 milliliter bottle. It's just fatter than taller. But we've taken bottles like this in the past and measured them out. And then I looked online. I'm pretty sure it's like exactly 26 or 27 shots. Like whatever a shot is according to the normal shot people. I don't know. I think it's like an ounce and a half. One of these bottles has like 26 or 27 filled. So that's a little bit of knowledge for you. We've measured it out once. We had a party once, took an entire bottle and we spread it out just to see how accurate it was. And I'm pretty sure it was like 26, 27 shots. I always remember it was over 25, but like not over 30. Switch to 6. Star says 4. I haven't drank in like a month, man. I am off my game. Well, Neil, I'm not encouraging you to drink right now. But this is the first alcohol I have drank since last Saturday. But my last drink, Saturday might have been at like 3 or 4 a.m. So technically Sunday, going into Sunday. I'm pretty sure 3 or 4 a.m. I was still drinking. Actually, I couldn't have because the bar shut down. And being as I still have this, that means I had no other alcohol at my house. meaning that I was forced to stop drinking by 12:30, 1 o'clock, because they did last call at like 12:45. So even if I milked my last drink, 1 a.m. was around the time of my last drink. So we are 5 hours. Wait, that's horrible math too. We're 6 hours shy of almost a full week of no alcohol for Jay, which is a record. Not a record, but record recently. The Hiking Viking. I've gone months, maybe even years. Well, not, I mean, in my childhood, yes. I mean, since being an adult, I'm sure I've gone several months. I might have even gone a year or two, but that's rare. So cheers to everybody. First shot. It is already 6:20 and Jay is procrastinating too much. All right, let's get in. We'll dabble with the radiators in a minute, and then we'll go from there. I saw the Hiking Viking. What did I read it? Hi, y'all. It's been a hot second, but I made it to this lovely Friday. Hiking Viking. I was just saying how I haven't had a drink in a week, but you just witnessed the first one in a week, so we're back to normalities. Let's go, everybody. 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
Track them.
Oh, Caduceus
instead
said
of
no,
night.
so we cannot go.
Spring on them when they're least expecting it.
Leasting.
No.
But I think
Kill
always
Otis.
expect.
All right,
Well,
we're in, everybody.
I mean, yes,
and
to
we're
kill
21 likes away.
But-
21 likes away
I don't know about all
from the promised land.
Oh.
I'm going to pour the next shot just to
No?
see where we're at.
No,
So
we're
far,
fine, right?
this will be number 2. Number 2 is poured.
should we shout in?
All right, it's definitely going to be 4. It's definitely going to be
All right,
4.
We'll table it.
Maybe I'll give a little more. Maybe that's not quite half.
Okay.
That's definitely half.
At
Definitely
this
half.
distance up, it's
I mean,
odd. You
there's
can
definitely
see
4. I could already see there's
this
4. My guess was
kind
5.
of frost-covered,
Some said
jagged
6.
landscape
Star said
below you
4.
that fits this valley. The
I mean, it
mountain
might
range
be
you can
exactly
see in
4,
the
but
distance
it's
that kind of
at
curves
least 4 at
around
this point.
and wraps approximately 70% of this valley before opening westward
Oh,
towards the rest.
we have no
of the ice
subtitles.
open ice fields that you've already
Not
traversed.
subtitles. Subtitles.
Below you can see the topography is odd and strange, and
Let me put on.
I guess whoever's keeping an eye on it would like to make
There
a
we
perception
go.
check to see if they can make out details.
We're in it to win it today, everybody.
Please,
I'll
actually.
assist you.
That does help.
Sounded like a witness protection
thank
voice
God.
modulator there.
Yeah, I got a
Witness
14.
protection voice modulator.
I got a 14.
Voice a modulation with Will
14.
Ferrell. That's what it made me think of.
You circle around for a bit, and you can see there are ice spires that protrude from areas of this. Some of them
Ninja, how's it going?
unnaturally
Pizza Land.
solidly flat, and then
You want-
occasionally just like a
let me know when
spike
you're
that
on a
you
break,
imagine probably
Ninja,
thrusts
or if
50,
you are
60
right now.
feet out of the open
Not
space,
saying
and you
anything's
see
gonna
clusters
happen.
of them.
I'm just
Occasionally, you can
saying.
see discoloration beneath the ice, where the white and faint element of blue that refracts from the atmosphere shifts
Speaking
into
of
almost darker coloration
last
and
week,
continues
by the
back into
way,
ice. This
I
definitely
had a
is
lot
not
of fun, but knowing that the finale is
natural
even
in some
longer,
ways, and
we're
if this is
definitely
be
going to have
where
to
the
split that one
ruins
into
of
2.
Aor rest.
Because you know how I am.
You
I
can
just don't eat,
definitely
and I
see
keep
why this
drinking
would
and
eventually draw
partying.
the attention
And I
of
feel
people
like
who
if we do an
travel to this
8-hour
region.
live stream, I'll die.
But
That was the other
you
thing.
find towards
When
the
I went to
end
the
of
bar, I
duration
never
of
ate.
your
We did
polymorph,
6 hours.
the
I
first
never
attempt
ate.
begins to
I went
come to a
right there and
close,
drank till
and
5
you're
a.m.
kind of
That's probably why
over
I
the
was
center of this open
destroyed the
valley.
next day.
Would you like to continue with another spell slot?
It's
to
my
maintain
fault.
your
I should have
polymorph?
ate. There was food there, but I'm like,
well, we should probably
if I
land
eat, that
so we can
stops
talk
me
for a
from
second.
drinking.
Okay.
And I want
Land
to
and
drink.
walk for a second, maybe.
Yeah.
all the
On the
things.
ground here in this very strange place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all step down into the middle of
Jay,
this ice.
I
mean, if you
tagged
hit,
you
the
multiple
ground is
times with the
hard.
same
There's a soft
message. My
snow from the
fingers
night
are
before,
sick of it.
But it's not as thick as where you would
Let me
find
go
it over
look.
the nearby mountain range, and you can find areas where your foot finds ice and slides a bit, but you're comfortable. It's not
Jay's
super
not a
treacherous
liar.
or anything. And you
Just
can
a
see some of the
habitual
odd
gabber.
spires and
And,
things that break out
a
in the distance,
procrastinator.
100,
I'll
300,
Take both.
500 feet off.
I
in different
agree.
directions.
I concur.
Does
this
Sent you a playlist
sorry.
on
I
Discord
can't
and tagged you right
polymorph
after
2 of us
you
again.
want to
I
save
can
it.
only polymorph
I will.
1 of
I
us.
also was looking at
So-
Discord earlier, so I saw Epic.
We're going to be in the same situation we were last night.
I saw you guys were like writing "Who is this?" or something like that. There was some dude from House of the Dragon. It looked like I couldn't tell who that was.
You have a head start.
And I'm good to get in my daily jog.
My daily
When
jog.
the Tomb Takers just tried to ambush us,
Oh, the time.
how long had the stone been gone
Time
for?
is back. Oh, that was the one?
mean just
Okay.
now at the base
Got
of the
it,
mountain?
star.
Teleported away.
Yeah, we teleported away, and then was it like 5 minutes later?
It's pretty
An hour later?
It was pretty close, about like 10 or so minutes.
Okay.
Vera saying
So
could
we're
take
not
an hour
aware
break in between.
If they're tracking
That is
us
possible.
or the stone.
They're tracking us. They have our blood.
We'll see when it
Their
gets
blood
closer.
mages,
I don't. Is there
that's
any
what their
more
power is.
episodes besides the end that are nearly as long as last week?
We think.
There's
They
no
don't know
reason.
whether we have the
From
stone
now, I mean, there's only what
Probably
20 episodes left,
I mean,
give
to
or
be fair,
take
we
20
keep mentioning
episodes,
that
like
we
less,
don't,
right?
they'll
I think there's
eventually
less
know.
than 20 episodes left.
Oh,
But-
right.
Oh shit.
They're probably scrying
Are
those
there
right
any
now.
I
We
hope.
do have the
besides
stone.
the final
Pretty
episode
often.
that are
Which
epically long?
in which direction in this bowl that we're in is Essex
Can't with that mustache.
base of operations?
I know, right?
Do
See,
you have...
Talzin's like
recollection
that
of it?
mustache is crazy. I thought the same thing.
Oh, Essex?
Essex.
Sam with a
far-
mustache
the far
is
east
very
side of it.
distracting.
We're dead center.
By the way, I
You
also
are dead center.
saw.
and I know where north
I
is,
didn't
so
watch
can
it,
point
but I
towards
saw
where east would be. So
the
that's where
video
we
you
want to
guys
head.
put it on my Discord about Sam Riegel.
I guess that's a fair
And I don't know
question.
what
Do
it
I have-
is,
Do I have the map?
Because I
anymore?
was afraid it might spoil something in
if you
another
were keeping it
campaign.
within your,
But I didn't even know he was gone. It was like,
your
welcome
bag,
back, or
which you likely were.
something like
Probably
that.
not.
Well, also, if they've talked about it in the last month, which they have,
I was afraid to watch it
Um,
in case it
again,
like
name remembers
I
nothing
don't
but
know what it
Caleb
was
does.
relating to.
I think I showed you the map at some point.
But I
so-
did see it
I'd say it's in
before
there.
someone
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it in
You have the
Discord.
we
information
would
with
have talked
Caleb's
about the
email.
direction. Where
Like
it
I
was,
saw the
and
thumbnail for it
enough,
on
yeah.
My
YouTube.
character with a 20 intelligence will remember. I can't.
The
throw
last
fire-
3 or 4 are pretty long.
Oh no.
That's what happens when you announce the last episode's
perhaps we
air
should
date
make
before they're
distance then,
played. Got it. So they had a
maybe give it
rapid
us.
fire. 140 is
Already?
like over
If we're
5
lucky, but
hours.
if not, we
140
should
is
move.
long.
We should keep
141,
moving
last
in that
one,
direction.
7 hours.
Don't let them close the distance if they're following.
It was Kit
So
Young,
even if
the
we're
pitcher.
flying slower, we're still flying.
You want to load up and fly? or
No,
do you want to
okay,
walk?
there is no
Either
spoilers
way.
in the Sam video.
Just in a bit, we could lower our altitude just for, shit's sake.
Oh, we're not flying. We're walking now.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Like I said, we
We'll
we
have to
don't
look
the
into
ability to polymorph.
The archives for
Three of us,
Jay's
but
reactions
only
on a
Do you
lot
mind
of
if
big
we at least
moments.
Keep moving east on foot
Haven't
until we
checked
get,
in
one of
since
these
Traveler
spires to
Con.
Take a look at it.
I was saying, I've definitely mentioned your name, Hiking Viking.
We are walking through this whole
Every now and then I'll
conversation.
go, we haven't seen
It's
these
all
people in a
walking dog.
while.
I'm assuming that
And Hiking
where
Viking,
we
your name
are
has definitely come
fits
up
with
multiple
the writings
times.
From the
I know people got
Explorer
things to
journal
do.
That we read
I
from
shout
the
them out
pages of kind
just
of
to
this
say we miss you.
massive anomaly.
Hiking Viking, Northern
It certainly
Lion.
seems like an anomaly.
I haven't seen
The
Little Power
coloration of
Monster in
this
a bit.
valley
Queen,
definitely- and the
Callisto
photography
Warrior
of it
Queen.
Seems odd enough.
Certain
based on
people
the
we see
rest of
very
Isocross
often
that
have
you've
been
encountered in
missing.
this time that you've been here, that it just feels different. The coloration is different. The way the ice settles, the way these
Oh my
odd
god.
shapes
Is that
protrude,
Laura's head on Matt Mercer's body on Sam's flask? I can't tell because there was like a glare, but it looked like
Caduceus,
Laura's head on
Caleb,
Matt.
and
Last
Beauregard,
week I feel
your
like it was
passive
Marisha.
perceptions. Now that you rest on here and kind of look about, you feel like this valley is at a very faint angle too.
You had no idea what was happening to
Like,
him
as you're
until
walking
the
in, you feel-
four-sided
was harder?
dive.
Yeah.
That Sam video was not what I was expecting.
I think we're standing.
Sam video
on
caught
top
me
of a
off guard.
plate.
Now I want to see it.
Plate?
We are.
What does that mean?
If a piece of the city fell out of the sky
On an angle.
and fell at an angle, and this ground feels harder than the 6 feet of snow we've been trudging through.
This is Aor.
Yeah, we're on Aor.
on
It's
top.
one of the chunks.
We're on a
Also,
chunk
when
of
you-
Aor. I mean, it makes
You drop a
sense.
stone into a bucket or a pond, and it goes
Ripples.
down, and a little bloop flies up out of the water. Maybe that's what this is.
What, the mountains?
The spires.
Spires.
Oh.
Maybe.
Because do they look like ice? Is that what you're saying? Or
It would go like,
Well,
You walk far enough to get to the closest spire in the direction you're traveling, which only takes about 5-6 minutes on foot to get towards it. And this one's probably rises about 15-20 feet, not terribly high, but it is wide. It's about maybe 10 feet. at
Marisha
its
made me
base,
have to cough. It's her fault.
and it has a natural kind of craggy
Jay,
ice
look higher for
exterior
the
before it comes to a
explanation
gradual,
from
slightly shifted
Michael.
point. And there are
Sam had
some
throat /
small
voice
outcroppings where you
cancer.
can see
My
it has a natural
God,
feel
that's
to
what
it.
it's about. It's not critical
some
role
slight
related.
angle
I thought it was something critical
as
role
the
related.
ground we're walking on?
Or is it?
I mean, I
Or
guess
is it, like,
technically it
straight
is.
to the sky?
No, it's at an angle.
That's so he hasn't been part of campaign 3. Was he ever? I'm assuming he was part of campaign 3.
Is there anything
Did he
inside
just
of it, or
disappear
or is it possible to
unannounced
see
until
directly through
now?
it?
Make a perception check.
I'm assuming he had to be like, I'm
it's
not
pretty
going to be
opaque,
there.
But if you want to go
But it
and
was a
approach and, like,
secret?
wipe away.
I'm just trying to like shine a light through it like an iPhone.
Let me pull out my cell phone.
Pull out my cell phone.
Boy, I'm going to. This is so embarrassing. I can't wait
This
to.
is the kind
20.
of person who would have like his iPhone flashlight on for like a long time.
Yeah.
Be like,
My battery keeps running out. I don't know why. Start bringing my glasses to this. That's terrible. I'm getting old.
The ice that the spire is constructed of itself is mostly opaque. It is not smooth, clear glass-like ice. It has heavy texture and a lot of imperfection throughout its surface, so you cannot see deep into it. Maybe just but an inch or so.
Your Discord isn't
You
going
can't make
to
out
send
any
you
detail. You can't really
spoilers.
tell if it's natural or
I
not, but nevertheless, it
assumed.
does seem consistent and
But
oddly matches.
I don't know. I guess that is a good point.
A lot of the
In my
the
head, I
ground
was like,
topography
maybe-
surrounding as well.
I don't know.
mysterious
That's a
icy
good
pillar?
point.
I mean, I feel like we spent.
I honestly didn't see who sent it. It might have been Michael. I
brand.
randomly
Yo,
saw
Dad
like I'll
didn't
get
hear the tales
notifications
not
and I'll
to.
see it pop up and I just saw
Jeez.
and I knew what it
He's
was right away
probably
because I
made it
saw the
graphic by now.
thumbnail.
We
I
keep
think it was
walking.
like the same night we finished the live stream.
So it's a bit of a
It was
journey.
either it
I
was
would
that
like someone to go
same
ahead and
time
roll
frame,
a
maybe the
D20
next day.
Okay.
And at first I was like I shouldn't watch that. And then I saw it pop up in Discord
Good.
and I saw it in notification. But in my head I was still like I probably shouldn't watch that, but I didn't even think as far as
What does a 14
Spoilers
mean?
go.
Thank you. I'm not Sam.
14. Go ahead. No, wait, that's wrong.
we're
a
basically
D6.
neighbors and can
D8.
throw a rock through
two
Jay's
D20.
window.
And then a D3.
No, we've already done that one, actually.
I'm
Well,
in
again, we've
Monroe
already got
County,
kind of
around the
track
Stroudsburg
changing.
area. What part of
sorry.
PA? My mom's headed
12.
to the Wyoming,
12.
Wyoming,
Geldon erupts
Wyoming
from
area.
Mecca Geladon.
You can throw it. I'll catch it if you throw a rock through my window. It's right here. I'll catch it. In 25
Cannon
minutes,
in the front.
Still have a point of exhaustion.
we'll be at the hour and a half
No,
mark. We already crossed the
relatively
hour
clear. The
mark.
weather
I didn't
begins
even
to
realize
clear
it
a bit.
went
The
so
clouds
fast.
break, and
The
for
first 10
time
minutes.
In a short time, you see the blue sky above, and it is welcome. It does warm a bit as the sunlight begins to come through, and at least the day seems to be a little
That's what
more
you have
welcoming
mods for. I
your
appreciate
journey
it, Lace.
eastward. Heading in the kind of southeastern
chat,
direction
sorry,
from
Jay.
where you were
For the
standing
chat,
towards where
sorry,
you
Jay.
believe Essek had said he was currently residing, an outpost of some kind. Who's keeping
I have a
visual
fan blowing on me, but
eyesight
it
for
is
this?
getting quite sticky,
high
hot,
perception
disgusting
kid.
in
Keep
this
an eye
room.
out, yeah. Do we want to
High
give word that
perception.
we're on our way?
Exhausted.
Each of
Oh,
you.
then I can.
Did Ninja ever come back when I
He's
asked
decent.
before?
So then I would have Caleb.
I'm
and
not
Jester
in a
go ahead and roll
rush.
perception
I just want to
checks.
make sure I didn't miss him. For a couple of months after surgery, he was out,
What?
meaning Sam.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah, I
that?
didn't see
Wasn't the cake,
Ninja.
you
Ninja,
guys.
take your
Wasn't
time, do
the
your
cake.
thing. I just want to make sure I didn't miss
Well,
you.
I rolled a 25.
I'm gonna put this over here.
You roll a 25?
Yeah.
Intercourse, Blue Ball, Virginville, and Bird in Hand. Are these
Traverse
places?
this frost-covered, jagged
We're basically
landscape, this kind
neighbors.
of
Wyoming, PA,
odd valley of
near
death
Dallas,
nestled within these
PA.
alien mountains that surround the
Yeah, it is.
outskirts.
Weird
Really is.
coincidences. They
You have
exist
a hard
just
time
like
seeing anything that resembles an outpost.
Intercourse, PA.
You
All
notice
those are
about a mile
real.
off
Intercourse, Blue
From where you
Ball,
currently are walking,
Virginville.
you see a heavier
Bird in
cluster
Hand
of
is
these crooked
crazy.
ice spires.
Bird,
Maybe
like the
about
others are at
7,
least words.
8 of them, though.
Bird in
one of those is
Hand
smaller, that are
is
kind
a
of just
place,
all
like
in
a
this
town?
centralized area. Oddly glacial ice.
The
is kind of
Coachella break.
jutting
That's why
out.
we have
You swear
Downfall.
you see a handful of smaller humanoid
Isn't it
creatures
about time
kind of
for a
rapidly move from one
Coachella
trip in the
break?
terrain
What's
to
a
the next.
Coachella break?
And the ice bars are
I know
leaning like
Coachella.
pickup sticks.
But what is a
They
Coachella
seem to be at
break?
odd angles.
Okay.
From your current perspective, you're not close enough to make out any
A
specific.
mile off from where we are, you said?
I've been telling you guys how
solid
I've had an obsession with Kill
I don't
Tony
know if that's what
recently.
we want, but there is
I have
some sort of
legitimately
grouping of persons
thought about
mile off in
going
that
to
direction.
Austin, Texas. I've always wanted to go to
Can you make this
Texas
stuff?
to begin with. I've never
That's
been to
far.
Texas.
I don't know.
But I've legitimately thought about going there for like a week or
don't know.
two. and attempting to
send
get
a
on
message
Kill
to
Tony.
Essex?
Because I feel like I would.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed
should they
comedy
say we
and
are?
stand up. And I know that I could do
En
it.
route?
I know I could
Yeah.
bust
They
out
are
a
en
minute
route and
easy
that's
if
what
we should be looking
if
for.
I really sat down and tried for a great minute.
You know,
The only thing is getting picked out of like 300 people. But I think it'd be fun.
40?
And if you
You
do
want to?
good enough, you get like
Can we just talk to the
Kill
boss?
Tony to support you and help you out and stuff. I think it'd just be fun to
Summon the
do.
sword.
I'll shout out my YouTube channel. Worst case scenario.
Glance around the space, make a perception check.
Tal created Coachella back in the old days. Now some of them go to tribute the old god.
For a 23.
23.
I live
about the
not
space.
too terribly far from a town called
No
Maple
sign of any
Creek,
sort of
or at least I
arcane
will
point
till
of
I move soon.
visualization. You feel pretty
Maple
clear.
Creek.
Good to go.
Maple Creek. It sounds like they make
Send a message to Essex.
syrup there.
Okay.
Not PA,
We're
but
on
Canada.
the route.
Not PA, but still amazing name.
We're in the middle of a bunch of spires? What should we be looking
Spires?
for? How do we find you?
Daniel O'Day. By the way, Wyoming isn't named after the state. It's after the people who live there, and were relocated to where the state is. Matt and Marisha always break the show for Coachella.
Gee
Break
whiz.
it. There's a Lick Creek around here. There's nothing. I'm trying to think of anything
You
super. I mean,
are
we in New Jersey. I'm trying to think of like anything that's like really crazy. Nothing
You're right.
like anything better than what you guys have
Wait,
already
no.
said. I can't think of anything close
That was
to better
perfect.
than
You
what
get a
you guys
response.
said.
Well, thank you for your kind words. Good. Look for the larger spired clusters.
We're getting advice.
Be mindful. No weapons out.
Be mindful. No weapons out. Look for the larger clusters.
Good to know. He
Good
said,
to know. I mean,
be
that is.
mindful, no weapons out.
I mean, that
Large
is
cluster
great
of
advice.
spires.
That's some good stuff.
Bo's body is a
Good
weapon.
stuff. You don't
Yeah.
need a weirdly named town.
Damn straight.
Jay Trenton exists, and that's bad enough.
Echoing pauses
I
that he listens to.
Lived in or near
You?
two of the top 10 worst towns in New Jersey for like half of my life. Up until I was like 8
Also,
I was
if you could roll a
born
d20 for me, please.
and raised in Elizabeth, which borders up to Newark.
What?
We were literally on the border of Newark.
else?
And I was born in
Sorry,
Elizabeth
this is a D100.
and lived there till I was probably like
I don't have
7
a
or 8.
D100. Do I roll 2 percentile?
Then we
You
moved
rolled
up to
two- you rolled two
Watchung, and we were
percentile.
right on the border of Plainfield. Which,
Okay.
if you
1%,
if you
one
go
not.
look it
Because
up,
we're getting closer. it's
Plainfield
just always?
and Newark
Magic.
are two of the worst top 10 worst towns in New Jersey. And I lived like I could have walked there
rolled
as a
a
child.
10
Like
and a
it
7,
was
so
easily a
17.
quarter mile from my front door, both towns. So
Sorry,
even though
this
I
one
didn't
rolled a
live in
D roll
them,
D20 for me.
I was close enough where I wasn't allowed to
I
like
had it
play
right, and then I said
outside
against
when we
myself.
lived
That
there.
happens all the time.
That felt gnarly. 17.
And that was
felt
probably
gnarly.
half of my
Wouldn't
life.
it be funny if I had rolled a 17 on the 22, but I didn't?
As an
I rolled
adult,
a
I've
5.
lived in safe places.
You're fine.
But as a child, I lived in very dangerous places.
We okay?
You're fine.
His thing just made the squish. Yeah, he like did it. It sounded like.
I got like so many over here.
Weapons not out.
Why does he even have his
Yeah.
squish ball? Is that like a stress
Double
thing?
these fuckers.
Why are we having a squish ball?
You jaunt on for a bit longer. And as you
What
get
an
closer,
interesting trip down history lane.
begin to
Look
see
up
figures
Americana, Brazil,
between the
and the
various
history of
towers and
how
such.
that town was
And
formed,
then they all of a
and their
sudden
yearly
scatter.
festival.
And it's quiet.
These aren't the same ones that he saw before.
Isn't there a
right?
town
It's the same
called?
location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you see some
Macaulay?
movement, and then you see.
I don't know if
nothing.
I'm reading that right,
And
but
then
I
as you
don't know.
approach
Jay, you
closer
have a
and closer
whole
still,
statue
nothing.
where it's
Skies.
a whole state
Skies
where it's
clear.
legal to pump your own gas. That's
Does
enough.
this look like the
Yeah, that's like
fester
normal
of
to me.
spires
Whenever
and
I go
stuff
out of
you're
state, which
referencing?
isn't often,
This is the one that.
like whenever I
that
visit
looks
my
all
brother,
over.
That was
almost every
confirmation.
time, because
I-
I visit my
Hold
brother
I
like
hold-
maybe
I
once
hold my hands
every
up.
3 to 5 years. He lives in Pittsburgh.
Medallion of.
The sign of
Every
the-
3 to
of the
5
queen.
years, I'll take a trip.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And
we all have.
Yeah,
I
I'll
feel
look
like
online,
now
too.
I
don't
don't
have
forget,
mine anymore.
but every time I would do it, the first gas
don't have
station,
anything in the
it would
middle.
take me like
keep it on your
5
first
minutes
date.
to realize,
Very
oh wait, you got to pump your own gas.
Yeah.
Because I just like drive up and I start
too.
playing on my phone until someone comes to the window.
As long as some of
And
us
I'm
have
just
it.
like, I just don't think about it.
We're all right.
And I
together.
immediately get into
Fine.
PA.
You got +1s.
I'll pull up,
You
I'll start
get
playing on my
within a few
phone.
hundred
I
feet
have left so many gas caps in Pennsylvania.
The outskirts of this
because I'm
spire
just not
cluster.
used to pumping gas, so I'll like eventually
Before
be
you
like,
see
oh shit, I gotta
out of
pump
the
my own
snow in
gas.
several different locations.
And then
a
I'll
bunch
do
of
it, and I won't
archers
put the
and
cap back on. I'll
crossbowmen
just like,
in
hey, do
space.
my thing, and then leave.
shout
And
something
I'm like,
in the undertone.
motherfucker, I
And
forgot
they're
my
speaking
gas
in
cap
I
again.
do.
I have lost so many gas caps in
Halt.
Pennsylvania.
What's your business?
Be nice.
If I do it,
nice, be nice.
other people
I
must do
respond,
it.
I know,
Like people
undercommon.
outside the state,
Friends of the
they must have
dynasty.
a ridiculous amount of
Looking
gas
for
caps
Essex Phalon?
at gas stations in Pennsylvania.
Thalos.
I would open a gas cap
I didn't
store.
say Phalon. I said Thalos in game. Sorry, my accent sucks.
Thalus.
See one of them approaches, and you can see now there's heavy white furred cloaks that blend in really well with the snowy surroundings. But right beneath it, as the arms come out, the armor is very familiar aspects of the Aurora Watch, almost organic type metallic armor that you've seen before. The kind of chitinous insect-like designs, but with heavy fur at the various edges to help keep it warm.
Cool.
Lovely.
As they approach the crossbow up, the one looks forward and glances at the symbols you're holding up from about 50 feet away and goes, "They're friends. They're friends."
All right.
Everyone kind of puts their weapons down.
We got people.
Mostly. They're still holding them in there, but
We
they're definitely more
have people we
relaxed.
can talk to.
And the one that's kind of
Colleen is in the
Follow me.
chat. Oh, I see Yo up
They all
there.
still
I just
kinda
saw
keep a
Hello
circle
Star.
around you, but they're
Colleen,
just-
welcome.
it's less aggressive
Everybody,
and
welcome
guarding
the
and more
glorious
just
and wonderful
traveling with
Colleen.
you. As you begin to make your way, you can see on the
We
side of one
are
of these spires a door
One
open.
like away from 30, aka 20 likes
And from
away
the inside,
from the
you can
promised
see this
land
kind of warm,
of jumping into the next
constructed
episode.
interior. And
After
immediately
this,
you begin to
we
to
are
suss out that these spires are some sort of
how far
illusory
away?
construct.
10,
that there is actually
like an
a
hour and
small
45
outpost
minutes
here
left.
that is
We
completely
got plenty of
masqueraded
time.
with
We're an
magic.
hour and 45 minutes left. We're 20 likes away. We got
But as the door
plenty of
opens,
time,
you see
and that
a
is very
figure kind
awesome.
of
I was
drift
listening.
out.
Hot boy,
You
I know
see
Essex time is
the
here.
Familiar white short hair.
Which is also the thumbnail,
odd
if I'm
grin,
not wrong.
And now a heavy
Pumping
white
gas is
fur
illegal in
collared, kind of
Portland,
long
or
purple black
was.
cloak.
I remember people not knowing how to do
has
it. Michael,
shot
it
an
was.
Essex that drifts
I'm
towards you.
assuming it's
Am I
not
going on
anymore.
again?
But I remember when I was younger,
It's so good
getting
to see
yelled
you.
at for pumping my
and
own
everyone
gas in
kinda
New
stops and
Jersey.
kinda gives a
I don't
curious
know
head
if it
turn.
was actually illegal, but it was not
It's good to see you
appreciated.
as well. Just
I remember many gas station
Mighty
attendants
Nine.
being like, "Dude, you
I'm
can't
happy
do
to see
that."
you
And I don't,
traveled
like I said, I
safely
don't know if it was a
across these
legality
lands.
or a rule of their gas
well,
station.
do come in, we
but
have much to discuss,
I
I
don't see them do it anymore because I have fleets of
private
trucks.
hopefully.
I tank up my
kinda glances
usually
about and puts their hand
diesel
up to the rest of everybody,
specifically.
and they begin to
If you got
scatter about their
diesel, a lot of
business.
gas stations
You
will
hear a
be
couple
like,
whistles
just
go,
pump your
like
own
this kind
gas
of
because
odd
the
metallic
diesel
whistle
pump
kind
is
of
farther away and it's annoying.
around, and as it does,
So
some
most of the
doors begin
time
to open, people begin
nowadays,
going
they
about
don't
their
care.
business. And in
But
an
when I was
instant, this
younger,
quiet,
and I was
desolate
getting
space, you begin to
gas,
see other
like
doors open,
regular
and this becomes
gasoline.
a bustling outpost again.
I
where
would get
about a
yelled at all the
dozen
time for pumping
to
my own
14 or
gas
so
because I would
people
just
begin firing
I didn't like
materials
waiting.
back
I
and
didn't like
forth.
waiting,
You
and
can
I'd
see
be
people
like,
are in the process
I'm just
of
gonna
building
start it up.
weapons, and there's
And
a
I pay
hidden forge
cash,
beneath
so
an
I don't need a
overhang.
credit card
Well, you
machine.
you couldn't see from the outside, but once you come around the opposite edge, you could see it's just a camouflaged tent top. And on the inside, you can see they're starting to get the bellows going and the flames starting to
Our
rise once
hot
more.
Hot boy is here, everybody. The
But
scene gets
Essex leads
super
you
funny.
into the chambers where he emerged. And as
My
you step
aunt
inside,
lives in Wilkes.
it is
My cursor's
thankfully
blocking
much
it.
warmer
Wilkes
on your
Bear.
approach. Relatively well lit.
Wilkie's
You can see
Bar?
a number of
It's illegal
tables
there?
set
Is that
out,
Wilkie's Bar or
heavy
Wilkie's Bear?
crates kind of piled up with materials
Not
and
sure.
supplies of some
Is the
kind.
no pumping gas
A number of
law
other
like one of
War's Watch
those
soldiers surrounding you,
uninformed
chairs
laws?
and other
Like no-
individuals that kind of look over
like-
and give a nod as you enter.
Like the
accompanied
no
by-
sodomy laws? Is that? I was like,
No, step
I was like,
inside
am
the
I
door.
reading that right?
It's closed by one of the soldiers.
I
who
always
kind of
thought
just
it was
post
like
there, arms
maybe
crossed.
what you're saying.
Essex
I always
spins
thought it
around
was
at
like
the
an
central
unspoken
table
thing where it's
and
like
then
we're not going to arrest
glides
you,
down onto
but
one
don't
of the
do
nearby
it.
stools. Before looking you all over, his cloak kind of throws back over his shoulders a bit, revealing his mantle. So, friends, what brings you to Aor?
All right, what brings you to
Anything,
Aor?
that sea invisibility would pick up in this room that is not as it appears?
It's so rare here to have anybody that
actually,
pumps
yeah.
your
Make a
gas
perception check
for
for me.
you.
See if
That
you
anytime I'm
catch
in the
anything.
state, I forget, and I've actually gotten in
16.
trouble from
16.
attendants that told
You
me to
do
get back
see
in my
two
car.
soldiers that are
gas thing is from a
currently cloaked
gas
through some sort of magic that
Theft
have
/ corruption that
heavy
used to happen,
crossbows
so
that
they
are
just
two
made it
different corners of the
illegal in
chamber.
Jersey.
They're not up and ready, but they're just keeping.
Wilkie's Bear. People are saying, pay attention. Ninja is saying, pay attention.
We have quite a
Ninja,
bit to explain.
are you on a break, Ninja?
we want to
We're
do
paying
this
attention.
privately
Focus
or
time.
privately? There's a
Dark
lot
Wolf, what is
that's
up?
been happening.
We're having
is-
this shot for Colleen. By the
Here
way,
in
Colleen, if you're
desperate
still
need of
here,
help.
You see,
shot
he
for
kind of
Colleen.
gives a
Everybody
glance around the room
unite.
and says,
Then we're hitting the
Anything you
radiators.
can say to me, you
Radiators,
can say to
Colleen.
our friends in this chamber.
And I'm assuming this chamber is pretty well protected from spies, scrying magic, anything they can
Certainly
see
hope
in.
so.
Do you have anything like hot cocoa or an espresso with absinthe in it,
Yes.
or
Water's
like
all we need.
anything at all?
An
Still have hot
espresso with absinthe in it.
Do you have
They-
hot water, Essex? We can
Do you
make
have an
cocoa.
Is that going
That
back to
can be
last
procured,
week?
yes.
Sam was
I know some
raging on
looks over
espresso
the
or
soldiers
something.
has
What
already
was that
left.
joke all about?
And at the mention of
Last
hot
week there was
cocoa
some sort of
being present,
Sam
you can see a
joke
number
about
of the soldiers
espresso, and I wasn't understanding it.
You've
Did I
suddenly become
forget
the prettiest belle
the
at the ball.
smoke? Oh my god, I forgot. I think there's
Yeah, we
enough in
did.
here to hit the
We've got
radiators,
enough
but I
to make
never
a couple
brought something to
pots,
refill. Radiators unite, everybody. Radiators unite. Get ready. I think there's enough in here. I gotta crack this window.
13.
Okay.
That's not horrible.
All right, let's see what we can get out of this. Otherwise, Jay's gonna have to go
No.
fill her up.
You
No Pizza
can't
Land close early tonight
have magic
due
that
to
would let
power
you,
issues. I am chilling at home,
see a
checking the
picture in somebody's
radiator. Look
mind,
at
like if I had
Ninja
seen
over here.
something
This is
you
a
wanted to show you,
freaking
but couldn't
event.
draw very
This
well,
is like a
and just wanted
freaking
to just
holiday.
kinda see it. Is there a thing?
Ninja, I'm getting
Very well.
sushi tonight. Are you
I
getting sushi tonight?
Would be
I'm
able
excited.
to on the morrow,
Even if
but
we
at
do
the
30
moment,
minutes,
do not have
I
the
got
capability.
sushi coming.
My apologies.
The thing,
Nothing to do
the
tonight.
thing
No
we saw-
fireworks.
Which one?
But let's hit radiators.
City.
Radiators unite, everybody.
wow. We're going
Ready?
Way back
1, 2,
for
3,
this
go.
Story.
I feel like we need to impress the gravity of the situation.
What if he already knows?
That's what I was to say. Yeah.
First, our story is very complicated. Why don't you catch us up on what you're doing here, how you're doing?
Very well, actually. Walk with me, if you would, then.
That's all I could get.
Walk in time.
And he
We're
gets a
gonna have
nod.
to
Isn't there one piece
refuel
of information we
in a
should
minute.
share though before we sort of
But-
catch up on them leisurely?
Yeah.
So good.
Like, you know, just in case they try to identify
gonna have to
people instead
refuel.
of going like, if you see these people, fuck them up as fast as you can.
Yes, I like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Travis
good.
is
We're being
on
pursued.
point. If you see these people,
By whom?
fuck them up as
group
fast
of
as you
five.
can.
Called the Tomb Takers.
Have you heard of them?
What is that reminding me of from of a movie?
No.
I think so.
Do it as fast as you
familiar
can.
with
What
this
what
group.
movie am I thinking
you
of?
heard of the
Somebody
Nomicon?
get it. I'm missing the
No.
first half,
Have
but
you
he's like
heard
as
of the,
fast as you
Some
can.
Nova?
Some Nova.
That could be so many things, but I'm like, if it's so
believe so.
popular.
Inside check. Inside
Dun,
check.
dun, 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 as fast as you
Nate-
can. Damn it! I don't even know if anyone will get
freeze
that, but I
frame.
hope someone does.
Okay.
Think of movies Jay would like, and someone that says as fast as you can.
Total.
Shit.
Well,
Gotta
everyone-
clean my radiator out. Everybody,
Swords
clean
out.
your radiators out. We'll reconvene with that
Or you
in.
roll it?
I rolled a 1.
In a bit.
Shut the
All right,
fuck
fair
up.
enough.
I totally forgot to bring in
He
the other
seems to be on
stuff.
the level. He seems to be. His curiosity is certainly piqued as to what dragged you out in
No
the middle of
sushi
here,
on
but he
Saturday
did not
for me.
seem to react
It's a sacrilegious
some
ninja.
odd or
Is that a
guarded
rule?
way when you
Never.
mentioned the
Oh
phrase.
no,
learn
no
it.
sushi on Saturday for me. Oh okay. I read it like no, no sushi on Saturday for me.
And, if
And I'm like,
anybody
it's not even
sees them, though,
Saturday.
They should report.
You have
before
sushi
they
on
even
Saturday. I got
engage.
it.
They're led
You
by
don't want to
a
break
guy
the
who's
trend. I
purple and
understand.
he's covered in
don't wanna
eyeballs.
break
He's
the
got
trend.
horns like mine, okay? And then there's like 4 other people with him. One's
Covered in eyeballs.
cat, one's a halfling, one's a big guy, one's an elf.
I'll cast silent image and just sort of make
Right.
these
See-
people sort of morph into each other.
See, Essek kind of raises a finger and points towards one of the soldiers who approaches and begins to listen intently.
They are really dangerous. They can destroy magic. They almost killed all of us.
We fought a dragon, and the dragon.
I was like,
an
what is she
easier
gonna say?
fight
They
than
almost killed.
people. It was
See,
a lot.
of
the
us?
soldier that Essek
Everybody?
called over is not quite as armored as some of the other ones and has kind of a longer robe. And you can see they begin to create match an illusion to the one that's being created here. And the descriptions that you're giving is they see crafting visuals of this. And Essek gives him a nod and says, "Tell the others."
I like it.
And he
I
leaves,
love
and
that
you
we
get the
have
sense that he's going
Essek
to inform the rest
and a
of the guard
band
the
of
outpost.
We really
brothers.
ability to dispel magic, all this, all the.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
We have, like, a
there's enough
small
cocoa
little
that
group
as
now.
long as the 1 cup gets around to each of these.
I
when they're done
apologize
boiling
if I missed
whatever's
it. Did
left,
it say
feel
how
free to
many
spread
there
around.
are
There should
with
be at
Essek?
least 12 cups. Thank you.
I know there's a
To be
bunch.
rationed.
Did we get a number on
Well,
how
thank
many
you for
are with
the
Essek right
heads
now?
up on that. Yeah, come walk with me for a bit. We can catch up a bit. I'm sorry you're being pursued by these individuals.
I think you're
we shall keep
thinking,
an eye out.
hit me
I
as
promise.
hard as you can from Fight Club.
I will show you on the outpost. And he rises and begins to head towards the door.
I
The
don't
door
think
opens
that's
on its own.
hit me
and
as
do you guys
hard
follow?
as you can.
Okay.
It's not what I'm thinking of,
You head out
but
into
good guess.
the central, what would be
I
a
definitely know what
thoroughfare.
you're
Now
talking
you can see
about.
This is an outpost, and now you're in the middle of it. You can see the spires are arranged to create.
I don't
kind of
even
a
remember what I was
central
thinking of before,
roadway
but I know it's not
passes, This
that.
kind of curved cluster where the main.
And now
kind
I
of
know it was something
back
about
and
running,
forth
and now I'm
between
thinking of
these-
Forrest
these
Gump. I was
buildings, essentially, can be
running.
relatively easy and kept.
But I know it had nothing to do with that.
And now that you're
An
closer to, you can see more of the
entire
soldiers that
outpost
have the heavy
is
white
what
cloaks
Essek
and hoods
has.
up that are on top of these spires at different platforms.
Never
that
says how
have
many
heavy
in an outpost.
ballista-like
Okay, so
bolts
there's
and
a lot.
defensive position weapons.
I assumed there
that
was
are,
a bit,
affixed
but
to
I
it
just
that you
wasn't
could not
sure
see
if
from a
I
distance,
was
and they're very well hidden, but are
incorrect or
definitely
not.
capable of taking some very dangerous things down should they wander too close to this location. As you guys kind of get close and there aren't anybody around, he goes,
Stupid
"Apologies,
effing
just as I'm going to talk about it,
keyboard.
perhaps we should
Essek?
be more private."
Be shade. But Essek
I
also
will show
be
you
on
where,
top of
my
it.
chambers are, and not
Was
far
that
from
because of the
perhaps
keyboard?
where
Because
you
I
might
like
wish to
Essek
stay
be
for the night.
shade. Essek be shade.
And
No, I
as he
like it.
approaches,
Star, don't
kind
worry
of
about
on the
it.
far northern end, a
Essek
door
be
opens,
shade.
and you can
I
see there's a
got
guard
it.
out
I
there that
understood
kind
it.
of
Makes sense to
nods,
me.
and you are all escorted
Sorry,
in.
Dan.
This room
Don't know what
is
to tell
small,
you.
but
My
comfortable.
aunt told me this could have been
Looking at it, you can see
misinformed
that
in
it
some
seems
shape
newer,
or form.
at least fresher.
I worked in that country,
accoutrement,
never
the
saw a
decorations of it
full-service
don't
station
have that,
since several
that look of
$100
being
in
weathered
gas.
for a long period of time. And as the door closes, you see Essek kind of gives a glance and nudges his fingers a bit in a direction.
Just trying to see if
looks to you
I'm
all.
missing anything. I think I got most of it.
Alright.
Essek is
The door is
shady,
silent,
but
no one can hear us through
he's
here.
also
Just a moment. I'll look
the
around the room.
best.
And did I see any other
Sonia,
invisible
by the way, Sonia,
sentries
it's
as
great to
we
have
were
you 2
making
weeks
our
in a
way
row.
through
I
all of
really
it?
appreciate
Just to get an idea of how
joining
many
us
people
and
might be
becoming a
close
member of our
within throughout
family.
this
I like
entire-
having 20 to
Right.
30
You
solid,
did not
and we
see any
usually
other
do
invisible
that.
sentries. The
But
only
the
ones that you
more
saw
the
were in that
merrier.
central chamber.
And when I'm 70 years old, I want to have at
And you can
least
see there's a lot
100
of things being
people
guarded in there
at
from what
all
you can
times.
tell,
You'll
so
all
you're not
be
quite certain
as old,
if
if
there are
not
other ones around you
close
didn't
to
see.
my
And a
age,
lot of them are
because
still
we all
cloaked
age
in
the
sense
same
of, like, just
way, I
keeping
believe.
visually
I'm pretty sure we
camouflaged
age
to the environment.
Okay.
on
And
a
the
daily
room's clear, no
basis.
orbs.
Make a
Over.
perception check.
We're in Essex chambers now.
You are.
Ah, great. 19.
Essek be shady. It's canon now. I agree.
Looking
See,
around?
Ninja
You don't
agrees.
see anything.
Essek be shade. That's how it was. Essek be shade. Jay,
My
what's
apologies for
the
that.
HB release schedule now? Star, I am currently one episode away from the finale of season
Deception,
1.
But,
They will go up on Patreon
he's looking a bit
first,
nervous. He goes,
and then I'll just chop
asked
them
me
up
what I'm
for
doing
YouTube.
here.
There will be one this week. I was gonna do one this week
requested
that just
this
passed, but
I needed to be
I didn't
as
for
far
some
away
reason.
from
I
any
forget
sort of
why. There
central
was a reason.
politics
But there will be one this
after the
week on YouTube.
negotiation.
Why?
But Patreon's gonna have almost all of season 1 by the end of July.
Guilt?
They will come out quicker
well,
on
partially,
Patreon
but
just because
more
that's how
so the fact
Patreon
that
works. But they will
if
get
I am a
edited up for
dangling
YouTube.
thread
This week,
of
episode
communications to the
6, I
Empire
think.
that
Is it, or
triggered
is it
all of
5?
this,
I think it's 6.
what purpose do I serve to be kept alive by the Assembly?
That makes sense.
I can guarantee you there are
And
at least a
Cobra
dozen
Kai, guys.
assassins out
Cobra
looking for me
Kai
over there.
starts this coming
Oh,
week.
gods, probably.
We are less than a week
From our
away from
side.
Cobra Kai. My
I
favorite.
can only assume so.
Is it?
Does anyone
I'm
from
not
us
kidding. It
suspect?
might be my favorite consistently good show in the last 10
Not
years.
yet.
I don't know if I
knows?
could confirm that for sure.
It's
But in
possible.
the last 10 years, I think
Regardless, I was
Cobra
granted
Kai
this
might be
post, and for the time
consistently
being,
my
I am
favorite show on anything.
Enjoying the change of pace, strangely.
If it's not, it's top 3.
So you really don't know very much about Aor, then?
So that is coming out.
I'm
soon.
learning as we go.
It's also
but
one of the
I
best
just asked
shows
to be
ever
sent
on my channel.
Far away, and from what I'd
Statistically
heard, there was
speaking, it might be my best
quite a
show
bit of
ever on the channel. Which is funny because
competitive
it probably is because I'm so
acquisition of
into
evidence,
it.
And if I'm to be honest, that is an intriguing thing. I mean, I'm a man of arcane study, and if there are things here that can continue to progress my, well, my personal studies, then that would be perfect.
Sam looks
But
too
it
serious
also
with that stash. I keep catching him out of the corner
has
of
the
my
benefit
eye.
of preventing
Too serious.
the
Jay,
assembly in some subtle ways
package,
of getting
yes or
these
no?
secrets
Oh
before
my
we did.
God, Michael! I'm not kidding
And
you,
keeping me, far
Michael.
away
It's
from
gonna be
where
a
perhaps
surprise
I'm
at
being
this
sought
point.
after for the time being.
I
So you don't have
until you just said it, I closed the arcade on Wednesday. I was almost not going to lock up again. I called the dude that works, Merrick, and I was like, "You think you could lock
the
up yourself
time.
tonight?" And I was not even going to
We have
go
a
in.
mission for you.
And then last minute, he was like,
Save
"Yo,
the
blah blah
world.
blah blah blah," and I ended up going in, and I
feel
literally
your
just
day-to-day
ran
might
in,
be a little
grabbed the
more
money,
interesting
locked the door.
than you were
I'm
bargained for.
so sorry. I totally forgot
one
again.
question
But
before we
it'll be
dive
so
into
epic when I unbox box at
There is
next
so much.
week. I still have no clue what
we,
it is. I completely forgot.
In
I reminded you
recent past,
yesterday.
have
I
tried
didn't
to
see
send
it, Michael.
something away
I didn't see
from this
the
region.
reminder.
I tried to.
I apologize.
something
I did see you
out,
comment to me, but I read something
the frozen
else.
north.
I didn't see the reminder for the thing. You must have sent a bunch
we
of
don't know if
things.
it reached
And I read a bunch of things you
destination.
said, but I didn't see the
The
reminder.
location.
I'm sorry, Michael, but you know what's good? I'm assuming at this point,
Do you
it's
have any
either
experience doing
it's got to
such
be
here?
drink. It's got to be
I have.
a beverage.
I've been to and from.
I'm assuming it's
elements of the
alcohol.
dynasty,
So, being as I had to
couple
kill
times
this and I
since
didn't
I've
want to go
been here.
too nuts,
It's challenging.
we'll save it. We'll save it for
what
next
were
week.
your
I
means of
know
selling
everybody.
this object.
I either am not allowed to have a drink
Well,
or
I
have to
had,
drink
a
more.
physical
What is the
article from the
punishment?
location I
Do
was
I
trying
drink
to send.
more, or do I not
does
get
not
a
be a
shot
circle.
at the hour and 30-minute mark? Because we're almost at the
not
hour and
powerful.
30-minute
Not
mark.
via circle.
Do
Not
I
via
suffer or do I do a double?
Circles are the best.
The magics around
It could even be a boat. Imagine it was a boat, and Mike. Or what if
Especially
what if it was an
proximity to
animal?
these ruins.
And Michael's like, Jay, I
Any
got
sort
you a
of
freaking
magical incantation
amazingly
has an
awesome, expensive
opportunity
dog,
to,
and it's dead now because you left it in the back of the arcade for
create
3 weeks,
unexpected consequences.
unattended. It's my
One of
fault,
the
Michael. If you got
elements
me a
that is
pet,
most
tell me now
effective,
because I have to go to
especially,
the arcade and feed it.
in Isocross.
It could live 3 weeks. I
translocation,
promise you.
teleportation.
There is water back there,
What
so it
I've
would
learned
find
is
water,
The use of a circle,
but there is no food.
having a specific
I
anchor
must go feed
rune,
it right now.
and the personal transition
Suffer?
too. So
Started
the
saying I must
moving
suffer.
away from Eeyore seems to be.
What are
largely
we on?
ineffective,
Shot number
or at
3 is
least
coming
the
up.
safest route.
This will be shot number 3, but I could do 3 and 4
Anything beyond that
in one
has
shot.
an
I'll fill it to the
increased
brim, or I don't get a shot.
chance of going around.
I have to go another 30 minutes without a shot.
So if we were to step away via circle,
Told y'all
everything
it
is
was a
fine, but
puppy.
Trying to step back.
As far as I know, yes.
Schmigadoon. Is that
I make no
Schmigadoon?
extreme guarantees. but I've not seen a
Schrodinger's
problem,
box.
and
Oh,
for
it's
those I know
Schrodinger. I
have
thought it said
informed me,
Schmigadoon.
that seems
It's
to be
Schrodinger's
the
box. As long as you
universal.
don't feed it after
did you
midnight.
get
Oh my
that?
god, if it was a
said
Mogwai,
you
I would break the
went
stream
home
up
a
right
few
now and go
times?
eat it. I would
How
eat
did
it.
you return?
What happens
The
if you
same way I
eat a Mogwai
brought
after
you around
midnight?
Alexandria.
I'm gonna eat a Mogwai after
It
midnight.
doesn't
Do
always
I
work
turn
out
into
the
a
best.
human gremlin Mogwai? Because I'll do it.
To put it bluntly, it either sent me a little ways off of my intended destination, and I had to keep safe and find another way back, or try again the next day.
Colleen, when you said it could
Or
even
it
be a
did
boat,
eventually
it
get me
reminded
there,
me
but in
of
the
Corky
time, the
Romano.
process, I
Who knows Corky Romano? Cheesy comedy from
underwent
like
some
20 years ago.
physical.
I want to buy a boat. Snorts a shitload of
Did it, like,
cocaine.
rearrange your body parts and
and has
put
to
your
give a
butt on your
speech.
front or something?
I thought Corky Romano was
It might have had
maybe
it
one of the best
completed
things
its
that Chris Kattan ever did. I was going to say
But,
Steve Kattan.
Let's just say it
but
can
it's
be
not
quite
Steve Kattan.
painful if it goes very wrong. But it is possible. And if it be
Could
an
be quite
emergency
painful
and the
if done
timetable
wrong.
of
Quite painful.
challenge, it could outweigh the dangerous journey here.
Good to know, though, if we need to beat a hasty retreat,
Good to know.
we can do so.
In a hasty retreat.
Coming back
Definitely good
is
to know. What do we? I just want to
more
remember. 4:12 ends the stream.
It is a dangerous place for anyone.
So we
with,
are 32 minutes away
intense
from the hour mark
magical
already.
practicing.
32 minutes.
The
2 minutes
proximity of
away
these ruins
from
just
the hour
makes
and
things
30.
difficult to
So,
prepare for.
in 2 minutes, do I take a shot or not take a shot?
Is that
Vote
true
in the
of even
chat.
most
Does
basic
Jay get punished?
Magics, or is it?
Or
Basic magics can
do we
seem
pause
to
it?
Get
Jay
past
goes and
whatever
gets
strange field or weave.
grindable things and we
But,
hit the radiators?
Anything
We either
beyond even the most
pause,
rudimentary spells
but I feel like that's a reward.
tends to.
But either way, it's up to you guys.
shift like through a prism.
Why is my mouth watering? Because you are so into everything going on right now, Clever. Definitely don't feed it after midnight.
that allays
Why is my
our
mouth
most
watering? It was a
immediate
dumb
concern.
Family Guy reference, LOL.
Can I get a
Corky
like a-
was dumb, but
even
it has
a
the
sip
guy who does
on
bad
if
movies
he's,
to
like,
fund good ones. But it
a
has
little
that guy
twitchy,
who
a
does
little
bad movies to
nervous?
fund
You
good ones.
mentioned the
I don't know which
assassin
one you're talking
thing,
about.
but can I sense if like
I'm trying to think of who you're talking about.
there is something he's
Not,
not holding on to?
Make an insight check.
Oh my god, I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name right now.
Go wisdom.
Damn it.
That's really good. That is really good. 28.
What was
total.
that one he did with Will
28.
Ferrell?
Yeah, I rolled a natural
Chris
19.
Kattan and Will Ferrell.
He seems
a
definitely
movie?
nervous.
Let me think. Oh,
His nerves.
Night at the
both- You
Roxbury.
can see him. He's
A
instinctually
Night at
kind
the
of just looking over
Roxbury.
his shoulder
Chris
and
Kattan
the
and
way
Will
a
Ferrell.
person who is
That was
constantly expecting
good.
and
That was
looking to jump out of them
cheesily
is-
good. And
But on top
One
of
of my
that, there's
favorite
also
dudes is in
an
that.
additional layer. Would that roll?
Colin Quinn. Colin Quinn is in that. But he's in it. I didn't like
I
his
know the better
role.
way to say it,
I
though,
love
Shane.
Colin Quinn. But he was not great in that movie.
He's having a hard time making direct.
You know who's great in that movie?
Too long.
I can't think off the top of my head right now, but the dude from Bronx Tale. Oh my god, why am I brain farting on his name? The dude from A Bronx Tale that's in
The
Night at the
dynasty became
Roxbury.
aware of
Did you just grab my ass?
The Empire started
Some
sending
good
more
ass
and
grabbing
more
going on in here. That dude, what the
individuals
frig?
and interests to Isocross a ways back, especially when Baden Post
My
was
god, what's his name?
incited here. And so
I feel like
Vermis
it's
was
something with a
sent
P.
northward,
Like I
which
want to
is
say a P, like
mobile,
Palmetto, but I know that's not it.
ocean-based city, if you will. A collection
Oh my
of
God, I'm
ships
so
that can
mad at
link up
myself
together
right
to
now.
form a small
love
city
him.
at sea.
Oh, wow.
It is a bit to the west here off the coast.
Somebody help
is,
me.
Mao
I have it on the
originally
tip of my
approached
tongue.
Isocross,
I just
as
can't
to
think of
come
it.
here blind without experience via teleportation is serious folly.
Someone's gonna say it any second. Chaz Palmentary. I said Palmetto.
Meadow
I'm like, I
Post,
feel like it's like Paul.
first
I was
set up
close.
this
Palmentary. Palmetto.
region
Come
here,
on.
And
You know I was on the right track.
For
I
the
did.
time
I knew it
being,
was
holding
wrong.
up.
I'm like, that's not it, but it's something like
there are
that.
dynasty missionary efforts out this way, and meeting with Empire usually ends in bloodshed, so we have to keep careful.
But thank you,
Hence the-
Michael. Yes,
guard
Chaz
around.
Palmentary was great.
There have been instances
In
in which some
Night
of
at the
our delving
Roxbury.
crews have also encountered
Constantly thinking people are
Empire
grabbing his
interests
ass.
within the ruins themselves.
Yeah, what
or
happened to the vote?
Whatever else lives beneath, and there are
Ready,
many
everybody, right
things
now,
both
vote because we're
that have
past.
taken
Do I
up
take a shot?
home within the
One
ruins
shot?
below,
A double or none
things
at
that
all?
still
Ready, go.
Strangely survive
I'm listening. I'm listening. Don't worry, I'm
from
listening.
this time
Half,
a millennia
full,
ago
or no shot.
that stalked the lightless
And
tunnels
in
beneath.
60 seconds,
We killed
the
a giant
winner
baby.
is. We'll find out.
Lots of arms.
It's not just
So
a
many.
baby. It was a bit more than that.
It was
yes.
giant.
It was a giant
and also
baby
other
with
things
many
besides the
arms,
baby.
gross
Had no
and
butt?
weird. Had no
Mostly
butt.
baby.
Mostly baby though. Mostly
And to-
baby.
As your question earlier was asked, yes,
Zero.
yes, I am interested.
Zero.
How would
Radiator.
I not be? There have been
Ninja. I don't even know. I
in
guess
some of the
Ninja's
early
voting Radiator.
excavations- I don't know if you've.
So it's
encountered these
tied
as
right
well,
now,
but there
2
has
and
been
2.
some
Either no or
iconography
Radiator.
and some
I think it's right up here.
recovered notations of.
So I
the
got
alien
Radiator.
society that
Now it's 0-0.
Resemble.
I got double. No
Luxon
shot.
beacon.
No shot is winning
Things that
right now.
resemble
No shot is
flame
winning.
tunnels
Just
before we were
is someone
ever
going to try to? It's 3, 2, and
So
2.
think
But no shot is winning.
possibilities
Radiator
of
and
if
double
AO at
is
the
2.
time
No shot is 3. Do we have any
was
more votes? Coming in.
unlocking
Do
the
we have any more
possibilities
votes?
of
Otherwise, Jay
generation
gets
before we
nothing.
even began to develop
Jay gets
ourselves.
nothing.
That would be an immense boon
And he
to the
cries.
dynasty.
What? I mean, we've seen some of the ruins, and it seemed like a
I did
very
state
alien
earlier.
sort of society.
I will choose Radiators every time. You did. I see it up there.
Did we see any evidence
So we have
of
2,
Lux-
2,
of
and
Luxon
3.
or fate stuff?
Does Jay Colvin?
No,
Colvin's going
no,
Radiator
no,
now.
I don't
Colvin, are
think-
you
You didn't
switching
tell
your
anything
vote
that caught your eye.
to Radiator?
What
Because switching your
evidence
vote
did you
will
see,
make
Essie?
Radiators win. If Colvin switches his
Similar
vote,
symbols of, and you see he kind of rolls his fingers.
Daniel
and you
O'Day
see
says
the-
number
he sends a very
5.
simple minor illusion of the
Amy says shot.
dodecahedron. the
Daniel
beacon.
says 5. If Colvin,
Well, that's
now-
not very sportsmanlike.
God damn it, Amy, shot
of
though.
the beacon there. It's just that
Now it depends
there
on
has been
Colvin.
some
Colvin,
writing
are you going with?
that we've uncovered.
What are you
that
going with? Colvin,
these
final
other
answer.
beacons design,
Because now it's tied.
as well as
It's either a
discussions
shot,
of
no shot, or Radiator.
magic and similar
And
realms
Colvin,
of
it's literally a
what we-
3-way tie right
I
now.
myself study.
I'm pretty sure it's a
beacon's
3-way
design,
tie
as
based
in
on whether or not
these
Colvin
things were
switched.
Made
So
by-
Colvin, it's on you.
by man?
Radiator, shot, or no
I
shot?
thought they were gifted by a
I-
god. Or
Radiator,
believe
because I
that they
still
are
can. Well,
made
hiking just
by
pushed it over.
Anyone
So
but the
Colvin
Luxon.
might
They
tie
are
it
of the
again,
Luxon,
based on
but
Colvin's
they've been around
reaction
since the
time.
Luxons
Does
been
Colvin tie it
in
again,
Xandria,
or does
which is the
Colvin say
beginning.
Radiator?
So it is possible that there may be.
Lasip
one or
said
more
go for a
beacons that they
drink.
uncovered long before we did, and if that's the case,
Why
that
not
brings
both?
The dynasty that much closer.
One, I'm always
To
down
doing
for
that
Radiator, but I
something like that.
also originally chose.
So this is
All right,
very much.
then Colvin, it was
And these are
tied
only
again.
recent
We just got
findings.
shot and Radiator. Here's what we're going to do. We're pausing. We're pausing, everybody, because that is wild that we literally kept tying with 3 options. And then while I'm waiting for Colvin, Hiking Viking says Radiator. Then immediately Lace Up says do the drink. So now it tied again. And then Colvin says, I would like the radiators, but I originally said shots, so I'll stick with shot. So now we're tied, and I'm going to go with the tie. I'm going with the tie of radiator and a drink, but I got to go get some. So everybody, sit tight for 3 seconds. First off, we're going to do a regular shot. This is number 3. This is number 3 of the regular shots. That is half. That's what we got left right in the bottle. You can see it. It's probably barely going to be a 4th shot. So Star might be right. I said I was either going 4 or 5. I don't know. It might be 4. It's put it this way. It's not 5. It's not going to be 5 total. It's either going to be 4 or 4.5 because there's not enough in there, I don't think, to fill another 2 shot glasses. So I was saying I feel like I should say 4, but I went with 5. Star went with 4. Hey, it is what it is, but we'll find out in a second. Let me just go. We'll be right back. Let's set the clocks. 2:46:16. We're going to have to reset the clocks. So 2:46:16. Jay messed up by not getting the weed. I had it, and then I put it down over there. I think I literally set it down right outside my door. Jay just has small hands. My hands. It's my strong hand. It's my strong hand, everybody. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to choke to death. Like the video, by the way. Like everybody. We still need 21 likes. 21 likes. We're down to like an hour and 25 minutes. So we were doing good. Like the video. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. We're good. Here we go. Let me get this show on the road. Shot first or smoke first? What do we do? I'm like, where did I put it? Shot first or smoke first? What do you guys think? While I grind this up and pack it. The first one didn't even count. I literally totally forgot. And the shit that was in my pipe was from like literally I killed it yesterday, and I was like some horrible leftover resin probably. So now we're going right in fresh. I got a new filter. I got new grinded greatness. Daniel, I am at the break. Then the stream started, so I came here. Smoke, shot, blowout, smoke. Clever, you win. All right, everybody ready. I'm gonna smoke, take the shot, blow out the smoke. That's what Clever wants. That's what we're gonna do. So everybody get ready, because this is the first radiator hit. Because the other one didn't count, like I said. First radiator hit. And I feel like since St. Patrick's Day, right? Is it that April, May, June, July? I think it's before that. I don't think I've done a radiator hit since February with you guys. So we're talking March, April, May, June, July. It's almost a half a year since. That's crazy to me. And like I said, this is the first week I did it. I only started doing it because I was like, Jay drank too much on Saturday. So almost 5 months. Good for Jay. See, I could quit things when I want to. And eventually I'll probably switch the drinking again. Because whenever I drink, I put on weight. I'm sure I don't look like I've gained a lot of weight, but I've gained probably like 15, 20 pounds just from reincorporating beer and alcohol into my weekends. Like, I feel like I gain a half a pound a week. And over the course of 5 months from drinking again, I've literally slowly gotten back. It's almost like when I start drinking, I've got to do like another workout or something to make up for the drinking, because even though I eat the same and I still work out every day, just by adding beer, I gain about a half a pound a week consistently. And now I'm up like another 15 pounds. So I got to figure that out. Either that or I just don't drink. But what is this all about? Let me see this. My dad just asked me something. All right, so anyhow, okay, vote hat off, yay or nay. Hat off, yay or nay. I just shaved my head, so I really don't care either way. But my hat is like my staple of the show. Cheers. Here we go. Ready tonight? Ready, everybody? Daniel, unless that was the first one. Here we go. Everybody, ready? Like, subscribe. We're over 20 people, but we still have not passed the 30 mark on the likes. We have been stuck at 29 for 8 years. 29 likes for 8 years we've been stuck at. I'm just trying to go live, make sure everything's going good. All right, ready? We're going to smoke, drink, blow it out. Here we go. Glorious. I couldn't do a chaser because I had to hold it. As you can see, I was trying to hold it and appropriately take the shot. But that is, I didn't see the problem is, I mean, it's not a problem. I did it. But this is so hot. The whiskey is so hot. I feel like it would have been much better if it was chilled. But either way, it is accomplished. It is just piss warm. This shit, I haven't had it refrigerated once. And let's see what we got. Ready? Here we go. We're going to just pour the rest in the shot glass. Is it over 4 shots? Oh, wait. See, that's about half, but I'll go the whole... Actually, you know what? It's like a drip or two over a half, but Star, that is the 4th shot. As you can see, it's maybe a hair over half. But, I mean, I'm not saying either way Star would have won, because even if it's a hair over, it still isn't near 5. So I should have stuck with my first guess. I am a horrible sport when I knew I should have stuck. I'm one of those people, I never go with my gut. I always try to be like, in my gut, I was like, I think it's 4. But like now I'm letting it get in my head and I want to say 5 because I feel like it's going to eke out. I think it also had to do with the fact that last time me and Neil bet, I undershot. So I was like, this is what I did last time. I was so confident. And then it was like in the middle. So I went one higher. But either way, it is what it is. Star, you get the next shot dedicated to you. This final shot, Star, that is a glorious, glorious event for you. I don't know if you know this, but this is huge for you that you get to have the final shot on my podcast. A podcast? Did I just say a podcast? My stream. Star, you're the luckiest person. I'm just joking. You know I am. But I think we're good. I think we're good now. My gut said 13. So, Colvin, that means you're not an alcoholic. So good for you, Colvin. You won the fact that you are not a drunk. Because, not that Star is, because the funny thing is Star doesn't drink a lot either. But Star is just a genius. Star is just a brilliant, brilliant genius. But Colvin, if you just get it that blatantly wrong, then you're probably not good with math either. I don't know. But you're rewarded by not... Because I only know these things because I have literally stared at bottles and drank shot after shot and like done the math like through actual experiences, probably for the last 20 years. So in my head, I'm like, I can look at it and eye it up and be pretty close. You guys have seen whenever I've tried to guess, I'm very close. And that is a problem probably. But you know, at least I'm good at guessing games. Is everybody ready to jump back in? Because we still have an hour and let's see exactly 6 minutes, 16, an hour and 16 minutes. Is that right? Am I crazy? Hour. That's horrible math, maybe. 6, 10, hour and 26 minutes. Hour and 26 minutes left. And we still might have to do 30 minutes. If we don't, we're added to the live stream. I don't know. We're looking a little rough this week, guys. We have 20. Why is this zoomed in? Don't zoom in my fat head. We need 20 more likes. We're at 30 exactly. So like, subscribe, but we're jumping in right now, everybody. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, Essek.
Oh,
We have
Essek.
so much to catch you up on.
Oh,
Where to even
Essek.
begin? Does it start with?
I love how we're
fucking
like,
about on a volcano.
we're
or-
probably like an hour and a half in and
It's
only
also
like 40
where
minutes
does
into the
it
show.
potentially connect and where does it not?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're an
I guess
hour and
we as a
30
group
minutes
have to
in
decide, are we just gonna spill
Give it all.
all the
and
beans?
barely did like,
Well,
We
something.
love
an
this guy,
hour.
right? He's great, even though he's done.
we
shitty
haven't
things,
even
just like
gotten through
Tony
1
does.
hour
But
yet.
then,
We
like,
have
And we're an
It's
hour and a
okay.
half of
no
Jay
one here who
ranting
hasn't-
like a lunatic.
No one here
Ninja,
who
you
isn't
picked a
little
good one.
embarrassed by something.
You picked a good one to be home for
got
because
war
I am
crimes.
way behind.
Regardless, something is going to happen here, potentially soon.
And we didn't
something
even
large.
start.
Also
This is
bad that it was
before we
over.
even started the Radiators. I would almost
So,
blame it on that.
long
I would
time
almost go,
ago,
it must be
before
that.
the city
But we just
crashed,
started that.
There was this group called the Somnovam.
The
And they
Som
were,
Novam.
They thought they were smarter than everyone else,
Love
right?
it. I gotta conserve that last shot because that's all I
And
got
they
left.
figured out what was happening and they decided to save their section of the city. They said they were going to send it away to make it safe.
The Cognos Award.
Yes.
I've read
What
of
did I
such a
nail?
place.
The 4-shot start. This is number
So
4 right
they
here, and the
succeeded,
bottle is
but
out.
what they ended up doing was sending
literally
that portion of
drifted
the
in.
city
You could
to
say
the astral
here.
sea. I think.
No more left. Maybe a
And
drop will fall out.
this city
Maybe.
has
Oh, there's a
been
couple
there for
drops. Oh my god, we could get
1,000
so much
years.
drunker off all these drops.
Becoming something
Get it.
completely
Get
different.
Get it.
It's
Get it.
alive. It's
One more drop.
it's
Oh,
torture.
I'm gonna get so
It's-
messed up
it's
on that
just
drop.
pure hatred
All right,
and evil.
but that's
and
it. Start 4 shots. You win. You win.
no
you win
desire
the
but to
shot.
devour
You get the
everything.
dedication. That's all I can reward you.
Vicious, us.
This whole time, I am deeply staring at every twitch that happens in his
I
face.
fell
Not very
asleep a
subtly.
little. How dare you, Neil? We're over here taking shots and blowing smoke out my face.
As we progress.
You missed
That's
it,
an
Neil. You
18,
missed
so,
the
27.
honorary first radiator shot in the last 5 months.
He's listening intently still.
There's a group of people, the Tomb Takers, who desire to bring this portion of the city back.
Hats off
the
to me
capital.
is better. So
For what purpose?
Cognosa
been
sound
driven mad.
effects?
They want to join.
And they want to bring the
What
madness.
what does that mean? Cognosa
It's just
sound effect. I don't know what
madness.
cognosa
Power?
is. I know the Somnov.
It's got a
The
hold of
the voices can reach you. I don't know as well as Bo and Caleb what that is like, but
I feel like there's a lot of
Are
dialogue
we
so
going to
far
put
this
everything on the
episode.
table?
Nothing against it. I love that we got Essek and an army. But I feel like there's a lot of dialogue this one.
Our
I mean,
understanding
there
of
was
this is
also like a
rudimentary
6-hour
at
battle
best.
last episode, so I guess
But these
it would make
tomb
sense.
takers, this purple one we have mentioned, believes that he can achieve all his dreams if he brings this city of dreamers back into the world, we think. Anyway, we have been at odds with them for the past few
Radiators,
weeks. here.
radiators
Isocross
be
running
getting
around.
to me.
There's
I did the
something large.
Roads thing from Tommy Boy. Or,
crests.
I always forget. Is that Tommy
That's
Boy?
one of the things
or
we
is that
sent
Black
away.
Sheep?
these large gems that we believe were
I think
part
that's
of the
Tommy Boy.
construction of the city of
Roids?
Aeor.
No, that is Tommy. We always go through this.
Best
I think it's
guess
Black
is that
Sheep.
they
Those
will
are
be
probably the
used to
two
somehow
most confused movies in my
bring the
mind of
city
all
back.
time.
Door, yeah.
Black Sheep. What are confusing movie titles?
Have you heard anything
Put
about
it in the
Nine
comments. We're
Eyes?
talking that next. Because I was thinking this the other day. Somebody
not,
said, like, I always
but
confuse those. Like,
from
oh,
what
I
you
do
say,
too.
this-
It was at the bar, 4th of July. And then I was like, it was that one and something else.
A malevolent force.
That everyone always confuses.
seek to bring
Like
it back,
this
that
is
is-
Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. I mean, they're the same franchise. But Beverly Hills 1 and Cop
That is
1
a-
and Cop
a
1
dire warning.
and 2, I confuse all the time.
So you're reading him on this.
They to me are almost the same movie to the
He's
point
intently
where
listening.
I'm never
and
sure. But
seems
3
to
you
be
obviously know
genuinely
is
disturbed by
3.
the
The
information
4th
that
one
he
was
shares.
great. I would know the difference. I just feel
He's
like 1
taking
and
it
2
in.
were
He's very
so
controlled,
close,
like he's used to listening
similar.
and kind of
In
his
like
demeanor
when they were
seems
made
very
and production wise.
constructive. It is very much an element that he instinctually puts
But
forward.
Tommy Boy
but
and
even
Black
in that
Sheep
space, you can
are
see him being
Beverly
very
Hills Cop 1 and 2.
contemplative and trying to just take it all
Quote
in
from
and nod.
ViewMasters J over here.
We wouldn't have brought this to you if we didn't have to, and not for a lack of trust. You are a friend, but we understand how these
I like
sorts
that
of
Hot
problems weigh
Boys
on you
having this
particularly. and
deep
Put
conversation
his
with
hand
us.
up. I've spent so much of my life focused on myself. My climb. All of my
I want
selfish
him to,
needs.
in the end, this is my dream
I've never really been
for
trusted,
Essek,
and so I did not trust.
is to us go into a major battle
let
and
anyone
he
close.
like throws himself in the way to save somebody like bodyguard status and gets
I have
dead.
been clouded
Because Kevin Costner
in my
doesn't
judgment
die
many
in that
times.
movie. I apologize
Through
if
a
you
lot
didn't
of
see
my
it. But that's what I want. I want Essek to be the bodyguard. But
When
he
I-
dies. I want him to die.
you
Like
gave me
not because I
trust.
hate him, just because I think it'd be more meaningful if he
It
died.
gave me a perspective that was so agonizingly striking.
Fear
It's so
and
easy to
loathing
see
in
that
Las Vegas
I refused
and
to
go.
acknowledge it at first.
Oh, and I literally read it as you telling me and
But
go.
maybe
Like
lying
now
at
your
that
turn, and I'm
sentence.
like, oh no, you mean the movie Go? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and
Our
Go.
paths crossing hasn't.
I don't know them well enough. I've
shaken
actually never seen Fear and
me
Loathing in Las
to the
Vegas.
core.
I've seen Go several times, but
And I
not in a
appreciate it.
while. Like I'm talking
Oh, inside check that.
back when it came out, I saw Go like 2 or 3 times. But I've never actually seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Hard to read.
So I couldn't tell you. And I don't know Go enough to even know if I was seeing references.
And
I
I'm
should watch
thankful for
Go
this
again
perspective.
first and then react to Fear and Loathing in
but
Las
you do not
Vegas.
owe me trust for what I've done.
I remember Go
No,
being great.
we
I just
definitely don't.
I
And
feel
we
like I haven't seen it. When was that movie?
still
Like 25 years
Good.
ago?
Trust you.
I feel like Go came out when I was in college.
maybe.
That would be like 25 years
Just
ago.
We have a chance
Which
for you to do
makes me
something
want
good
to
for your home
cry.
instead of hurt it. Something is going to happen here. We don't know what.
The Rum Diaries is a prequel to Fear and
Something
Loathing. I've
almost
seen the
definitely
Rum
bad.
Diaries, but I was so drunk on rum.
Do you want to aid us here?
We did
with
like
these
a
people
rum
coming?
party to go see
they're
the
going
Rum
to do.
Diaries as like a joke. I was so drunk. I don't remember anything. I remember literally,
Whether or
this
not
is all I
help you, there
remember,
is a reckoning
is
that will
Johnny
find me soon
Depp
enough.
going down like the
I know
stairs.
that
And it was hilariously funny because it was like
I know that I
endless
exist on
stairs he
borrowed
was
time.
going down or something. That's all I remember.
And it shows
Because there
sightedness
was
has
so
had
much laughter in the theater,
far-reaching
it like
impacts.
woke me out of my
my
drunken
selfishness
stupor.
prevents me from seeing.
But that's all I remember. I don't have any other idea what went on in that movie. But Fear and Loathing I've never
So whatever
seen.
I can do with the time that I do have,
Train Spotting, believe it or not, I've never seen Train Spotting either.
I will try.
I know that a sequel came out.
I am responsible
somewhat
for
recently.
the people of this outpost. But
Never
I
seen it.
also
I never seen Train
wish to help
Spotting.
in whatever way I can.
I probably should. I feel like
If we
I'd love it.
succeed, And we all,
I know it's like Ewan
you know,
McGregor.
destroy
I think it's
the
Ewan
Tomb
McGregor
Takers
as like
and
a
Essek
like, but
helps
he's
us
like
and
young
the world
as
is
shit.
saved. Maybe we can take Essek with us and use that spell that you used on Veth, and then we can change Essek into something else so that the assassins can't find him and he'll
What's
live
the one with
safely
Nick
wherever
Cage
he goes.
drinks himself to death in? Oh, that leaving. Oh, did someone say leaving Las Vegas? Michael said,
You
yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
kind of smile.
I saw Michael said leaving
Since
Las
you've been
Vegas,
here,
and I'm
Essex
like,
still
is that the
well,
same thing as Fear and Loathing?
challenge
Yeah,
to
leaving
hold eye
Las
contact
Vegas
with most
is
of you
dark.
cannot make eye contact with Caleb.
I remember watching that when I
It has
was
skills
like
as,
not
head sensitive.
drinking, like when it was like during a time where I took a hiatus from drinking, and I was like, I
appreciate
should
the-
watch this movie
The insinuation.
because it's all about drinking. Somebody told me it's like an addict and blah 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 blah.
Anyway,
And I remember watching it and being like, I never want to drink alcohol ever again. And then I cracked a
Fascinated.
beer and I watched another movie.
who else knows this? What?
You know this. Some members within the Cobalt
I
Soul,
love
but
this
not enough.
whole
We were,
conversation.
we
I'm quite a
originally
fan.
came here in the
I literally
company
care.
of-
I think I was at the bar
Well,
or the 4th of July thing
oh,
last
boy.
week.
Oh, is
And
Dad
somebody,
arrived?
people see me in town and know me from
Hey,
YouTube.
you should
There's a
tell
lot
your
of people in
guards,
town that
if he hasn't
at
already
bars and
arrived,
stuff that
if a
like
man
watch me
comes in on
consistently.
wheels,
So like when
don't
I see
kill
them
him.
out at bars and stuff, they'll like
They
joke
do.
and be
At that
like,
point you start hearing
"Hey,"
some
and
loud
they'll
whistles
always talk
outside.
about movies and shows and stuff
And
because they
all
know
of a
that's
sudden
what I
you hear
do.
some other shouts.
And we were literally having this conversation of what movies remind you of other movies so closely that you
leans
literally
forward
don't
and the
know
door opens
the
on
difference.
its own.
Like
and
you're
it kind
like,
of rushes out.
somebody else had a
no.
really good one, and I
And you
can't
see him
remember what
glide
it
out into the
was.
open space.
We're going
Because
right
he
after-
even said it,
Are you going
and I go, "Yeah, I love that
Gonna quickly
movie."
finish
And he
my
goes,
phone
"But it's not that
Staggered.
movie." And I'm like,
Like,
"What?" And then I'm like, "Oh my god,
No.
I'm not even kidding you. You're right. I was thinking
You
of
all
another
dart out,
movie."
and
There's
in
a
the
couple
middle of the
John
street, you can
Cusack
see there's a number
movies
of guards that have their
that you
weapons
could
up,
confuse.
and they're off
I
the
feel like
side. You
Revenge of the
see
Nerds 1 and 2 are very
Dagon
similar, just
there,
in like different
cloak up,
locations, but
and
different
Royal Watch
enough
soldier
where it's
in his
not
lap
the
with his
same.
arm around the back of the
But there's a
shoulder.
lot of
Jeez.
and
similarities
he's just
with
holding up
things
his
like
letter and
that.
saying,
I
But-
told you I was sent here by a friend.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! He's with us.
Don't shoot.
Sorry,
He's with us, everybody.
sorry, Communication.
Essek puts his hands up well and says,
I meant the Critical Role conversation.
Like
Oh,
an
my
angle.
apologies,
It's
Andy.
all right.
I'm watching both.
One of
I
the
am
soldiers
watching
goes,
both.
"What of strange figures coming in today?" And Dagon lets go of the guard and kind of like gives him a shove off to the side. He stumbles a bit and rights himself and goes,
All right. Y'all need to
Dagon?
tighten up the outside here, because
I feel
hard
like
for me to
earned
get in
his
here.
gold.
It's not
I
gonna
said
be
at the
hard for
beginning of
others.
all this that Dagon
you see some of the
was
other
charging
Royal
high
Watch get a little
prices.
like frustrated at the
he
connotation.
definitely earned his gold.
Essek,
not wrong.
I don't expect this
listen.
to happen, but if a Yeti named Gastov shows up, also let him through. Just throwing that out there too.
4 or 5 of the guards turn their heads at once, and Essek goes,
Even better, shows how much attention
"Be
we are
mindful of the
paying.
Yetis as well, but
Requiem to a
Any
Dream.
Yeti's probably okay. Okay.
do not listen."
I'm loving all the dialogue, honestly. I'm prepping cinnamon rolls at
goes,
the moment, and
Well,
it makes
I came here to
for
deliver a
dry,
letter, but it
calming
seems you beat me
background
here.
noise.
Things got
Even
difficult.
better shows blah 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 blah
Glad
blah.
to see you alive.
Requiem for a Dream.
Fair enough, you as
That
well,
one
you
I've
as
never
well.
seen
I
either.
take it you're the
That one's come
individual
up often too.
Dagon or Thor?
I've seen like it's so much
been through it a few
talked
times,
about
but I
that
don't
I've
think we have
seen
met.
clips and stuff, and I don't really know
Some
what
of the soldiers
I'm
who look
watching,
around
but I
and
know
say,
it's
"Well,
drug related.
pleasure to
I
meet
know
your
it's a lot to
acquaintance.
do with like
Mutual
people
friends makes us friends.
that go from like nothing to the worst
Dagon, because you were
extreme
behind
ever or
us,
something like
did
that.
you manage
I know
to
that one of the
keep an
Wayans brother
eye
dudes is
on,
in
I
it,
don't know, the
but I've
5
never
members
actually
of the
seen
party
Requiem
that
for a
was
Dream.
in hot
I
pursuit?
felt like it would traumatize me from
well,
ever
the path
doing
you told
anything
me.
ever again,
No, that's true,
or
yeah.
Bit of a
starting
snowstorm,
anything at
I had
that
to keep my
point.
nose to the grindstone to
Because
get
that
out
thing's
here
like
in time.
old.
So no, sorry.
Yes, it
SLC
gives a bit of
Punk, I
warning.
finally
The
reacted to.
northwestern
Clever.
corner of
I
Vale,
finally reacted to
this
that movie,
group that we
and
told you was on
I
their way,
I
they're
really did like
meaning
it.
to
It was.
exploit a hidden entrance
I feel like
into
it
the city.
started out
Northwestern
really
corner.
weird,
We don't know
and then
where
I
it
was
is,
like,
but
all right, it's
if
gonna
you
be
have a
this kind of
scouting
movie.
party or a
It's like I had to
perimeter
get
guard, it
used to it. In
stock
my
up
mind,
or
I had
see
visualized
might
it
about that
being
area
such a different
could be of
movie.
benefit.
I'll task a crew to go ahead and look for
But
it.
I did finally see it, and I liked it, and then it got way dark.
I'm certain there are many hidden
And I was like, I didn't
entrances to the
expect
ruins
this,
all
but it
over
was
the
still
place.
good, even when it got dark.
I'll do my best.
We should have a week by our estimates, but we've been wrong before.
They are very creative.
And do you have
Like,
detailed
I
maps
thought
that
it
we
was
could
this,
take
it was
a
weird
look
because I
at
thought
about,
it in my head
you know,
before
once
I
you
saw
get
it to
down
be this
into
kind of movie.
Eeyore,
Then it started, and I'm like, oh, it's
Down
this
there.
kind of movie.
Huh?
And then when it
Yeah,
ended,
that-
I'm like,
Yeah.
We don't know what's down
and
there.
it's that kind of movie. It
There's
was like
quite a
different,
bit down there.
totally different like feels
I've
from
only
beginning
been
to
in
the
myself
end.
a
Like
bit,
I was like,
but
this
we
is
can go over that.
this got from
I
like a
take it
funny,
this individual
jokeable,
is indeed a
laughy
friend.
kind of
Or at least under
like almost like
employ.
Clerks to like it was
Yes.
it was
Oh,
to me
yes,
like
yes,
if
yes,
Clerks
yes.
did
And you
the
are to be
original
staying
dark
how
ending.
long? And Dagon
If
goes,
you don't know what that
But I was
is,
just here to
they were originally going to kill Dante
Um,
in the quick stop.
I can head back.
And it was going to end with Dante dying.
You know,
But they
who we're
cut it out because they're
expecting,
like, I
so
thought that was too dark. I
if you
feel
wanna
like
stay and
SLC
help
Punk
with that,
was
we would
Clerks
be-
You know,
with
Essex,
Yeah, if
the
you're
dark
paying
ending.
enough.
he's
I
a
mean-
fantastic hand. He is, however, quite expensive, but I assure you,
Kids.
for the dynasty, it
We've
would
spoke
be
of
an
this
investment
before
well
too.
spent.
Kids
Make
is
persuasion
wild. Kids
I'm
might
good
be
at
one of the
those.
most
Come on.
like
19.
Yeah.
pulverizing
19, or
movies
you're
I've ever
over?
seen in my
You're
life.
over?
As far as the age I was when I
Scratches
saw
chin
it,
looks over to one of the
and
more
knowing
well-armed
nothing,
individuals.
and seeing that, and then like trying
Speaking
to
just
understand
to
it. I saw
this,
kids at a
on Mr.
really young age.
Underthorn
I feel like I was
and,
like 15, and
just
I
to
didn't know
disclose a bit,
anything
see
that
if
they were
perhaps
going
there's
and
use
doing
for
and
another,
talking about at that point.
That's
And then I
never
was like,
available.
the shit that
Take it you are
happens.
not affiliated
I feel like
with any
as an adult, you
specific
just are prepared and
political
used to
interests.
crazy shit.
The kind
But
of
at
really
the
tight,
age I was,
intense
seeing that
look
movie,
onto
I think that might be the
diagnosis.
most extreme
Look, friend.
I've ever had
I'll roll
in my
over the
life
train.
as far as viewing. Polarizing. Did I say pulverizing?
Very well.
I was like, I know I'm saying this wrong.
least you watch the
Polarizing.
other
Thank
kind
you,
of more-
Lisa Pocky. That's why we have
You
moderators.
can already tell this is
Thank
kind of one
you,
of the
thank you, my
local
good
captains
friend.
or somebody of some authority here that ends up taking Dagon off, and they begin discussing. As it turns back to you, the rest of you. So, yes, there is a matter of looking into these ruins. You say you have some time before these
And I get
individuals
very
come and
quiet
chase
now.
you down.
Because now I'm
Hopefully,
gonna.
I think
I'm
they're
gonna let
probably
Matt fill
going
us
to go
back
to
in.
another ruin first.
We can share what we know. Your brain will be of extreme use in this situation.
Stream.
Very well.
Like I said,
yeah,
I hope
back.
Essek ends up being
Just
some
wanted to get out of the
crazy
thoroughfare, get back into a
baller
quiet
to go
spot.
full circle.
Follow me.
The bodyguard, Essek.
You all head back into
He is
his
Kevin
chambers. The door
Costner. That the
closes.
whole point of that 30-minute rant was that Essek is Kevin
I'll
Costner.
also say there's. Oh,
Caleb, you should get naked.
What to do?
Caleb, you should get naked.
Oh,
Caleb, you should
You're
get
talking
naked.
about-
we know about your diary, by the way.
his dick.
Show your dick.
You won't?
This is a very small room.
This is a very
We've
small
all seen
room.
it.
It's above average.
Above average.
What are we talking about?
Caleb's
I'm
dick.
losing
We're
track.
talking about.
What are we talking about?
We're all.
Let's
This is
reset.
important.
Let's reset.
Essek is very confused right now, everybody.
Let's return.
Essek is standing there. We're talking about Caleb
the
getting
purple
naked and
Reset.
the size of his penis.
Okay.
I like it.
So
my
this
kinda
individual goes by the name of Lucian. We travelled with him in the past.
Caleb, get
He was a
naked.
different person at that time.
Waterworld
to
is
explain?
so underrated, though.
It's almost
I
like, it's
agree.
almost like
I honestly
the
agree.
beacons.
I really
right?
enjoy. I love Waterworld. I love the
One soul
Postman
can jump
more.
from one body to
I
another.
think the Postman
There's always been a
is a fantastic
striking
movie. I'm not kidding you. I've
resemblance,
probably
but
seen the
something
Postman 30
bastardized
times in my
about it.
life. I'll watch the Postman
Doesn't
once a
feel as
year,
charming
and it's a
or as
long
warm or as
movie.
welcoming.
I don't know what it is about the Postman, but I know it's not great. I
This
don't
individual-
watch it and go like,
There
this
are
is
so many things to
fucking
talk about. One,
beautiful.
he makes all
I mean, it
things
is
magical
in some
wilt like a flower
parts,
in flame.
but I don't watch it because I think
you
it's
need to be very
like a
careful. You need to
masterpiece.
stay spaced
Something about
out
the
when you are
Postman
dealing with
just
he and his cohorts. If
makes
you run
me
into them, do
a
not jump
happy
up.
person. I mean, like, there's some dark shit,
Illusions. He
but I
can
think the
Can
Postman's
see
glorious.
just about anything.
Waterworld,
doesn't
same thing.
sleep.
Just not. I like the Postman a little more.
You drained the life force out of me.
He says he
I
dreams
also
while
do
he's
love
awake.
Dennis Hopper, and he's in the Waterworld.
He blinded
In the Postman,
many of us.
I
So,
kind of just like
we've
Kevin
been-
Costner. I mean,
go ahead.
there's some
We relay
surprises,
all the effects.
Yeah, that-
of
yeah.
Right.
random cameos
He's
and
getting
stuff. But
noticeably more and more anxious with each progressive element you stack onto the description of this dangerous entity.
telepathically
people in
communicated.
so we're
Getting
telling
a
Essek a little
description.
much.
And this
Waterworld
individual
has
Like,
Dennis
"John Deere
Hopper
hat?"
so weird. That's what I thought too.
Ready
Postman
for it?
had
Ready
Tom
for a
Petty.
pickup?
Yeah, the Tom
sorry.
Petty cameo is what I was talking about. It was good. Tom Petty was
And this-
good.
this
Yeah, Tom Petty
Lucian-
was good.
This
I'll give him
Lucian
that.
is
Scored by
just
Geddy
upon
Lee,
and
wasn't it?
releasing
Honestly, I
this-
don't know that one.
this Aeon.
I usually do know
some novum.
scores of
Calls
movies
himself
I've
the
seen that
Nonagon.
often, but I honestly couldn't tell you.
Connected to the Somnovum somehow.
Yeah.
Empowered by them.
I will say
And
the
it's
Postman
also,
could easily shave
granted
30, 40 minutes off its
powers
runtime.
by
and
the
still
knowledge
be
of
a
them
good movie.
that
I
manifested
don't mind
in
the long
eyes
movies
tattooed
when I'm digging them. Kevin
across his
Costner's
body
in
that
so
have-
many long
Then you feel
movies.
confident that this is not beyond
I don't
you
mind the long movies.
or us.
If like they draw me in, like
no,
Wyatt
it's
Earp,
beyond
I've seen
us.
Wyatt Earp
That's
a thousand
why
times.
we're
Another
here.
Kevin
We
Costner
need your
movie.
help.
No
Wyatt Earp's like
I
three
do
and a
not
half
know if I
hours
could
or something.
offer enough help.
I
if
watch
you
it all the time.
need
I love it.
eyes.
I feel like I'm in the world.
No, to
And then
be
I start
clear,
shooting
you
holes
are
in my
as
walls,
fucked
and I'm
as we
in the
are.
OK Corral.
Let's be clear. Numbers help. Preparation helps. Distance helps.
And the element of we're on defense now, right? If we get into Aor,
Yes.
The music just
possibly
kicked
even
into
find
something
their
new.
secret entrance.
Up,
we
people are
could
saying, pay
set
attention.
up
Here we go.
some
I
sort of,
honestly got into it right at that
perimeter
second.
or defensive.
Do you know where they're going within
Yeah.
these ruins?
I'm assuming they're going to where, what was it called? The city area?
Oh, well, that area is gone.
I like Wyatt
Yeah,
Earp
but
better than
generally-
Tombstone.
Would it-
Tombstone's
Would
great.
have been
Don't
the-
get me
the,
wrong.
the
But I think I
Cognosum
love
War?
Wyatt Earp
They needed
more
two
because it's more
lodestones, two
dragged
of which
out,
we've recovered from
and I feel like
previous
it had more of a budget.
archaeological sites.
I feel like Wyatt Earp has
We got
much
rid of
more
one, so they're going to
violent,
receive a
detailed
second now
action
from another
scenes
on a map. I could show
than
you. They
Tombstone.
took
Tombstone's
hours.
awesome, but I
They
feel
took
like
a
it's
lot of
quick
our
in
stuff.
Hollywood.
They stole
and
our
Wyatt Earp
bags.
is
We're
beautiful
assuming they need
cinematography.
at least the two, possibly a third, located here or more to
I have not started
summon
Yellowstone
this
yet.
living city.
I want to.
Well,
I have not seen a single episode. Here we go. Ready?
Crests
Threshold
are-
crests. We're getting threshold crests knowledge.
There is a ritualistic binding of such objects to a location. They are rare, and they are generally relics from long ago.
I kept calling it a beacon. I don't
Those
know
that
why
exist
I kept
still
calling
have
it a
largely been
beacon.
broken and separated
The crest.
across
That's what I
Exandria.
meant. The
But
crest.
to have ones that were originally within Aor were meant to translocate the city throughout Exandria.
I definitely am going to watch Yellowstone. I've only not watched it yet because I'm going to react
But
to it.
They must be bound
That's
to something
one of the
to
big
bring
ones.
it through. It is not used to open
So
a
I
portal or
would
doorway
have
of
seen it
some kind.
already if it wasn't for that.
Physical
I just haven't had the
structure
time
Meaning
to
if
fit
they
it
are
in
going
yet.
to use these to bring this city
that is
back, they have to bring
definitely
these
coming.
stones to the city first.
Okay.
To bring the city back,
And that means
bring
that
the
they are trying
stones
to
there
bring these
first.
stones to the city.
I'm paying attention.
They're looking for something within these ruins that'll bring them to it. It could be where this other district is no longer, or it could be something else in the ruins that is just a powerful means of traversing to the astral plane, like you say. If we do not have this information, we're shooting in the dark.
Do you have anyone on your side that
Val
has
Kil-
done
Val
extensive
Kilmer.
explorations of the ruins?
Extensive.
He's the
means
best
but a
part of
portion.
Tombstone by far.
I'm telling you, there are miles and miles
Definitely
and miles
the
of
best part of
ruins
Tombstone
below us,
by
and
far.
only but a small
he
percentage has been even
Was
remotely
in
charted.
Wyatt Earp.
I got what you said the first time. I just
I-
want to make sure
I still
Beth has
think,
it. You're saying that it
what's
sounds
his-
as
Dennis-
if they're
Dennis
trying
Quaid?
to take themselves
Dennis
to the
Quaid
city
played
rather than
Doc,
bringing the city here.
right? I'm pretty sure
Correct,
in
carry a couple of
to,
Wyatt Earp.
to take the stones
not
to it,
crazy.
to then use the stones to bring it back.
He
If
was
that is
good,
their
he was
ultimate
great.
purpose. The stones
But I
cannot
like
open a doorway.
so
they can
much
just
more
anchor
Val
something
Kilmer.
and pull it through. Such cities
Val
as
Kilmer
like
was just too good.
Singorn
It's like
in
picking the
Tal'dorei used
best
this to
Joker
traverse the plains.
or the best.
In a similar
I was
way,
going to say Batman, but I mean, there's
this
been a lot of
would have to take the
shitty
stones
Batmans.
to the
But
city to
Joker,
bring
I
it
feel
back.
like there's so many good Jokers.
And you don't know.
How the fuck do you get to the astral sea?
Well, we
We've
did.
done it.
On purpose?
Kind
got-
yeah,
on
there's
purpose,
We
been
fought
things
through
that are
a
on
mouth
purpose.
and got there.
Yeah, accidentally.
We
Not on purpose.
we banished a creature to the astral sea.
Yes.
But Lucian seems
randomly.
I have the
Random.
ability to shift to another
I mean, even if
plane.
it's random,
And I'm
though.
certain there are a number
Even
of
if it's random, we
locations
still
within
did
these
it.
ruins that at least at one point did the same purpose. It's just finding one or numerous of these specific locations within the ruins that are still capable
Mad
of doing this.
Mardigan,
Which
yes,
means we
very
can
good as
either
Mad
dig around here
Mardigan.
till we find one, or
He was
You
also
could
a
have done this
Batman.
too.
I didn't even
Random
think about it, but
location.
Val Kilmer was
Very
also a
random.
Batman.
See?
well,
That
like
seems very bad.
Kevin
I-
Conroy, best Batman.
I
I
feel like
see.
we
I
need
was
more
never into the
information or we
animated,
need
so
more
I
help.
know a lot of people say that.
More
I
knowledgeable
just honestly can't
individuals.
give
would know
my opinion
something
because
about
I
it.
don't.
You know
I
who
never
would know
saw the
something about it?
I
animated.
cannot go back to the
But-
dynasty,
What
and
would
I respectfully, for the time
say-
being, can say that there are.
I don't know. I would probably give Michael Keaton best
I'm
in my
worried
lifetime because I grew up with it. and
that
It's like
my
more
influence
nostalgic and
is limited.
sentimental. I went and saw it in theaters with my brother and my father and stuff like that. So it's like more memorable.
getting
And I also
boxed
think
out
Michael
by
Keaton is still
the Bright
amazingly
Queen?
awesome. But Christian Bale, in my opinion, was very good.
There are rumors.
I would definitely give him like a close second. But Michael Keaton is just like it's like one of those
Within
things
the
in
dynasty that
my
someone
life. You can't like
has
beat.
been working with the Empire from within,
And then him coming back for the
and
Flash
tensions
movie.
are high between the houses.
I thought he did amazing coming back
to
in
be
the
honest,
Flash.
my involvement
It
with all of
wasn't
you-
like he wasn't just like
and
selling it. He was good.
some previous studies and connections has me on the list of possible inquiries. And of all those on that list, the only one I know to truly be the one they're seeking for is myself. So
The music has gotten very interesting.
Well,
almost
if we
like
do this right, you might.
I don't know. It sounds
understanding.
very familiar though.
Be a hero.
It almost
That's a
sounded
little
like
consolation,
Blade
I'm
Runner.
sorry.
That's what I'm
No.
thinking of.
Shit situation.
What the part
I
that
put
just
myself
played, it sounded
that
like
is
something out of Blade Runner,
going to
like
be
a
myself.
certain part of it.
but I appreciate that.
Add Batman animated to your
Well,
watch
you
list.
are
Doesn't
so
have to
good.
be
Oh,
a
I was gonna
reaction
say we
show,
could
but it
ask
must
Bess, but
be.
she's got taken.
Is it on anything,
Yes,
Michael?
but-
Streaming? Because that's
but
something I probably wouldn't
might be
react
someone
to.
else
Nothing against it. I just usually don't
on
do
the-
that many animated
Tal'dorei
shows, and I will watch that in my own time.
On the Empire side. that we're
Neil, I
not
started watching
thinking of,
From.
Or I don't think
I got
Bess
like an
confided
episode in,
anyone,
and I
but
was so tired I fell
Lost his
asleep.
body? Is he
That
also
is
in the
such a
Nine
different
Movie?
show than I thought it was, and I don't
Ross is
even
in
know what the hell kind of
in
show it
The
is.
folding halls.
It was crazy.
You're in a prison.
I
But like
accidentally
I think
forgot
I
that
went
part, and we
in
briefly
thinking something
roleplayed
so different
incinerating
than
the
what
body,
actually
but,
was happening in episode
going
1.
back into the actual
But
lore elements, the body was
Max, so
left in
you
the
can
hall.
watch
We
it on
dumped him in
Max.
a
I
prison
definitely
there.
will
Yeah.
I have that, so I will
We
do
left
so.
him there, right?
But like,
But I have
we're not
From
died.
on my mind. I'm just
We
like
have this
I
briefly.
wouldn't say
Yeah,
I
that
was like,
cobalt
holy
soul we
shit,
have
this
will
is
arrive.
like
If these
amazing
Luxon
yet,
beacons
but I've only
are
seen like
somehow
1 or 2
related
episodes. I
to
think I literally
the
just finished
city,
1 episode.
to the some no
But
one,
I've got
then it
questions
stands to
and I'm
reason
very
that
curious.
the folks in the Empire who
Looking
have
forward to
done the most
Toriko
study
being
of-
over
of the
LOL.
Luxon beacons
I have a list for you.
might know
Toriko is
something
almost it's
about
getting
this
there.
place
Toriko is
and
definitely getting
Where
there.
to find
Toriko
them
is
here. I'm talking
very
about, like,
lovable.
Trent.
But I
Yeah.
feel like
You
a
want
lot
us
of
to
those shows that
go
have high
to the
episodes
worst
are like
people?
that.
No,
I just
want us
love
to
the
go to
world.
people
I'm
who
so
know
wrapped
him
in the world of
closest.
Toriko now
Aid Wolf.
that like you could do pretty much
Astrid.
anything, and I'm
There is
like,
a very
all right, this is
visceral reaction when
interesting.
you
The
mention
gambling
Trent in
arc was awesome
Essex's
because I
face.
love gambling,
Kind of a
and it's always about food. It makes me hungry all
Yeah,
the
he's
time.
the worst.
All the time.
I mean, unless you are you friends with him or something?
we're gonna approach
we
the
have had
hour.
dealings, yes.
Oh no, we are.
Like,
We're literally at the hour.
Back channels?
We are at
Back
the hour
channels?
countdown.
It
Is
was
anybody
trash.
new in the chat?
I mean, I figured it
Trent
out, but for Ford's
Ickathon.
benefit, can you
We're gonna
just
have the
explain your
final
relationship
shot
to Trent?
for the hour countdown,
Briefly,
and then all we got left is the
Ludinus
radiators.
was my main contact
All
in
we
the
got left
delivery
after
of the
that is the
beacon and
radiators.
the sharing of
So is there
information.
anyone new in the chat? First
But
off, or second, or
At
third, or
times in which
fifth, and
Ludinus
10th
was not
off?
available, Trent was
We're
sent
14
as
likes away. We're 14 likes
his
away with the hour left. Do we
envoy.
hit it? Do we hit it?
And,
Night all time for me to
If you think I'm
go.
not worth
Sonia
trusting,
Ray,
do not.
catch the last hour in
trust
the drops.
Yeah, we know.
Sonia,
Anyone of the assembly,
you get the
but
final shot
definitely
then.
not.
Everybody, to Sonia,
Ickathon.
because I don't
Yeah,
see
we're
anybody
with
new
you
in
on
the
that
chat. So Sonia, as a sign off to
Ludinus is
you,
still
you get the
alive,
final
correct?
shot because I also
Yeah.
love
Trent is
that you
still
came
alive.
2 weeks in a row. To
Is
Sonia,
anyone not alive?
hour countdown.
I mean,
Oh, should I have not told him?
No, we need to. That's
I
important.
think it's
information.
okay because Ludinus and Vess hated each
What
other.
happened to Vesterogna?
Vesterogna was killed by Lucian by himself. With
Sort of
barely
Good night.
lifting a finger.
While we slept.
Yeah.
I felt like
We
that
had
was
to
like a
move
rock
fast.
cruise.
This was her
Like,
room
good
while we
night,
were-
everybody. Good night, Cleveland.
Happened bacon.
See him getting real
All right.
nervous now. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
We're down to 13 now.
So,
13
We had
likes.
her body.
I mean, that's not
bullet.
We're
bad.
here now,
That's like
so you
one
can't
every
get out of
5
this.
minutes or
That's
so.
for you.
I apologize.
So,
for
as long as we get one every 5 minutes or so,
So,
we're
is that Coco
on
done?
pace.
Feels
I
like a
don't
long
care
time for the
either way.
good
I'll
guys.
sit
You
here
have
and
Coco.
cry all by
Do
myself.
I? God, it's been a
You
while.
want
No,
some
I'll
whiskey
just
in
jump
that
in the
Coco?
Patreon hour.
Certainly.
It's all good either
Okay.
way
Has
with
Has
take
the
out-
Coco been
me.
delivered yet?
Whatever we don't, we're
You can
adding
go
the
and
next
check
week.
outside.
I'll go
So,
find. Oh, yeah.
Somebody's
like
knocking on the
I
side.
usually
Right,
say,
we'll save it
you
for
don't
the second
really
half,
lose
points, like,
anything in the live
Coco?
stream
Thanks.
because if we don't hit 50,
20 minutes.
I'll move to 30.
So,
right over to next week's, because Fridays is next week's
So
is
you're
short.
traveling with a member
So
of the
when they're short, we
assembly
get
who was then
additional.
killed in your presence, whose
So one
body
way or
you
another, we're
lost,
watching
who
it,
was last known to
but
be
hit the
in your
50 because we
proximity,
love the world.
and you've then come to me.
We're aware.
But we
Before this
left a
ice
real
melts, I'm
good
gonna
note
pop
that
another
said she was
Gatorade in there. Anime not good for
He starts
reactions.
looking around the room real
YouTube-wise,
nervously, like
they
that's why you
get
see him like put his
claimed
hand
like it's
across the way, his
going
eyes
out
flash
of
for a second, he's just
business.
glancing around the
I've
room.
done
Skinny
a
little
couple,
orbs because Lucien spies on us a lot.
and I
I've done
think
that
I
already,
would say
we're
you're
okay.
right.
We've been doing it for
I
years.
do get copyright claimed.
chugs the whiskey
I was gonna
chocolate.
say the ones I've done,
She was also
I've
part
never
of the
tried to
Monogon
monetize because
cult,
of
And
my
she is
problem with
Lucian
monetization.
now.
I mean, Essex
But
already said that you are
Because
nervous
of
that threads
that,
are
I
going to
never
be
really
back
took
to
much
you
notice.
in
But
for a
now that I
penny,
think of
in
it, they
for a
usually
pound.
all get copyright claimed.
Oh,
Essek, do you have?
Like it still shows me if they
do
get
you have any
copyright
knowledge
claimed
with
whether
the
I
Vikings? Is
monetize
there
or
any way
not.
to pull a
So I don't
soul
really
out
usually
of
I
the
usually
body
don't pay
that's
attention,
been
but
sent
every
into
now
it?
and then I'll glance over and I'm like, oh shit, a lot of these are getting
what
copyright
way?
claimed.
You-
Normally I would
You
fight
know the
it,
beacon
but
keeps
I
the
haven't
souls, and
monetized
then when the
in
people are born, it gets
going
sent into
on
someone
almost
else,
2
right?
years.
Is there a way to pull that soul
It makes
back
life
out?
way more easy, but you make less money.
I mean,
And,
only
and not a
through
lot, but like I mean,
such
like
magic
in the
is
long run, I guess a lot.
very powerful resurrection types.
Jay, when are you going to do the last four of
far from my
POI,
understanding.
the most dangerous number? Michael,
Well,
what if I
Lucian
told you
said
I already
that he became
did?
the Nonagon.
I may have
he-
already watched
read
and
a book.
finished everything.
And it opened up this pathway in his
Nonagon.
mind. And the Nonagon,
Matt is so
overtook him, right?
screwed up. He's drinking an
he
imaginary
was
drink.
killed. And born again as our friend Molly, who,
I love
who-
we're
who was
telling
with us
all
for
of
a
this.
while.
It sounds freaking nuts.
Molly died. And then
I mean, in this
Lucian's
world, I guess
fellow
not
tomb
as
takers
nuts.
found him and brought him back to life. I know it's very complicated. But they brought the soul back into the body.
Hi, all.
If we
We
can get
are
it back
talking
out,
about
then
anime.
he'll
Hey,
lose his
Emily
power,
Mary, what is
and
up?
They'll
We
have
were-
to find someone else to be the Nonagon.
Talking about it, yes. I was gonna
don't know.
explain it, but yes. Basically, the short
you're
answer
asking if
is
it's possible to
we
pull
were
the
talking
soul
about
out of Lucian?
Chirico,
Yes.
and then I was talking about something else.
Not in any way that I know beyond the
We're
old-fashioned
talking
way.
about everything. We're just ranting like lunatics, or Jay is, I guess.
Or
the new fact.
pulling the soul out of just the form if it's still somewhere dormant inside of Lucian. Not him, but someone else.
It's
What
possible.
if when we kill Lucian, we have to have
If
a
we
beacon
actually
right by it
accomplish
so
the
soul
things
gets
we're talking
sucked
about,
into the beacon and
I don't
then
think
gets
it's gonna
trapped in
happen,
there.
but
Well,
I
the
like that we're
beacon only
entertaining
pulls
these
souls that have been
things.
consecuted.
The most dangerous and scariest numbers reveal
We
was
don't know.
amazing.
Could have been.
He could have
The
been. we
dude
don't
played
know.
4
I
episodes
wonder-
at
We've
a
been,
time
Long time.
of
we've been
all
talking a long
spy
time
verse
about these,
spy
all of these people in the
X
city,
and
these
friends.
voices,
Oh, and
millions
friends. I was like, what does that say?
of voices, and
Yeah.
as we traverse
trying to
these
see where
rooms,
that's
we've also seen
going from.
many people frozen in some sort of
The day the world went away.
stasis, almost like Vess
Oh
in
yes,
My
yes.
Little
That
Ball
was the name of the
Emma.
episode.
And there
I,
are many similarities between the architecture and
The only,
structures
I mean,
that we have seen
spoilers for Person of
in the geometric,
Interest.
the mathematical
Briefly, I
qualities
wasn't a
of your
fan
artifacts. I wonder
of the fact that John
beacons
could have got
are
away and
some sort of
didn't.
device that
There was
either
like so many options, but people have explained to me that
saved the
that's not
people of
the
Aeor.
point. And I'm like, I get
In
it,
that
but there were so many
terrible
options. I feel like he should
and they
have
are now living in consecutive
not been
today,
in that position.
or
That's the only problem I have.
millions of
Otherwise, I thought it
voices
was
crying
phenomenal.
out in the astral sea.
I like that they did have Harper
Have
come
homes
back,
that
but
they're
so
coming to.
briefly that I was like applauding because she was the worst character in the entire
Bring the
series.
city back, alive and mad.
If these beacons are of an earlier time, and they are very advanced,
what is- look at-
obviously,
Oh,
far more
my bad.
advanced than we are. From
I
all
thought
that
Travis
time ago.
stuffed his head into his hoodie, and then I
Maybe
realized,
there
oh,
was
it's a
some sort
shadow.
of fail-safe for the
I was like, what
people.
is he doing?
And then they were dug up, and the dynasty rose.
It is an interesting idea, though I would caution to keep it close to the chest. Such conversations might be considered sacrilege.
12
in
likes
some
away,
circles of the
everybody.
dynasty.
12
So
likes
just-
away.
What do you think?
Things
I
got
think there are
so
a great many mysteries still with these
quiet.
beacons in their beginning. There is too much
I saw the beacons are
much
ancient
showing
aliens.
the Luxon's presence for me
It's
to deny
Indiana
any sort
Jones
of connotation
and
or
the Kingdom of
connection,
the
though
Crystal
I
Skull.
do not necessarily buy into the ideas of its divinity, or at least the religious constructs around it. I would... What I do know is that there are many powerful sites within these ruins. And I'd be curious to see
I love Matt's facial
what a beacon could
expressions during
accomplish in these
this part.
spaces. And he, for the first time, really was
He
making
has
eye
moments.
contact with you.
Matt has
and says,
moments where it does get good.
if such an object were to be found, and channeled, and unlocked in ways that we have not even possibly considered,
Laura
think of
has
the
had her
possibilities of how they
face
could
covered
manipulate
this whole time.
the fabric of time. Not just
Who just
forwards.
cracked all their knuckles? Was that Laura?
What was that last bit?
Not just forwards. The ability to perhaps undo mistakes.
Ashley is like leaning so intently over the desk. Look at her. Look at Ashley. She's like ready to jump over this desk.
But regardless, you likely have the eyes of the Assembly upon you, and whether or not you meant to,
Finch
brought
with
them
Tom Hanks
uncomfortably
was
close
a
to myself.
good apocalyptic movie too. Finch with Tom Hanks? Which movie was that?
is it possible to put some distance between us for just a time?
I'm trying to think of what movie had Finch
How
and
much
Tom
time?
Hanks.
As much time as you need to prepare for whatever it
Apocalyptic
is you're
movie.
doing, and for myself to prepare for what
I don't know what we're
I
talking
could
about.
possibly help with.
You want us to go somewhere, or
Or I could leave.
Are you talking about this outpost or just a different section of it?
I don't know.
This is getting a
for
little
space if that's what you need?
more serious than I
understand.
thought.
I have
We're
one
going to have to
question
make some
before
very
you
uncomfortable-
Leave.
I just, if we are going to go into these ruins, I feel like we should not be close together until we're ready to delve. Because any time we spend between, in proximity, means that either one of us is drawing danger to the other.
Well, this
How
sounds
dangerous would it be
great.
to make
I'm
our
very excited to do this.
home out here?
Well,
I don't think
I
I've
can't
ever
make that
seen
home
him so
today.
like
But
scared.
maybe
He seems
access and
extremely
provisions,
like this
restock
is
our
like this
supplies,
is
and
serious. We got to do it like this.
depart our
There's
ways.
no two ways about it. He's
Is that
being
what you would
extremely
prefer?
serious, which is not normal.
I should not leave this outpost.
Never
I have
heard
responsibilities
of
here and people
Finch.
that
Finch with
rely on
Hanks
me.
was a good apocalypse. Never heard of Finch. I know Finch. We're talking Finch
Can we
from.
stay for the night?
I thought we were talking
yes,
Finch
of
from
course,
Person of
you can stay
Interest.
for the night. I apologize. I'm
Thanks,
just
Mike. God mode
I mean, it looks
Finch versus.
genuine.
Oh,
but
we're talking
I
about something else.
I am genuinely happy to see you.
I thought we were talking about Finch from Person of Interest.
be.
We segued somewhere else. It was a recent
I just-
movie, Netflix. Tom and
I worry we
a
bring a lot
Robert
of
and a robot he builds surviving
lot of
in the
danger
world
upon each
after.
other.
Is this a real thing? Kind of
So,
annoyed with
I have no
Matt
reservations with helping you.
where
but I'm
I'm
happy
at
to-
on C3. Couldn't give
go
them
into
a
these
full
ruins at your
night's
side.
rest before fucking with them more.
But until we cross that
I
threshold,
obviously don't know what you're talking about.
are
but
both
that's-
targets.
I'm assuming you're
Well,
not
it's
very
fine. We've been
pleased with
living in
Matt
a constant
Mercer's
state of fear and death
game
for, I don't know, as long as I can remember.
DMing.
Before you leave, though,
We're 12 likes
on your
away.
side in the dynasty, if it's
And
not the Bright
I'm
Queen, I
definitely
would
thinking
ask,
about
one
drinking
or
this
two
and doing
contacts that
a
perhaps you do
30-minute
trust or do
countdown
have some
on
credit
Radiator.
with. It
So
would be nice to be able to answer some of these questions.
what do
I
we
think we'll
got?
be making a list of people that will be checking
2.
in with before we delve?
We're
as you
18 minutes away. 18 minutes away from
I
a
fear my brother
radiator
is
check
stationed in Bazzoxan.
for the final
It's too
30
far
minutes, and we
from
need 12
Persona.
likes. Are we going to do it?
Brother? Did we know you had a brother?
Yes.
We did?
We did, right? I was going to say, I feel
You
like
know.
we did know there was a brother.
But
I don't know if much help he would be, and he's too far from
Get your brother!
such places.
Get
And
him!
if they're not immediately
Get 'em.
available, at least as someone that we can use as a
Yes, see? I'm down.
Resource for-
Forward is
Star
right.
Guide Uriah. Uriah Hythenos.
Star
perhaps.
Guide Uriah.
A goblin friend of mine, I believe they spoke to you when
Oh, yeah, the goblin
I was unable
dude.
to
Yes.
reach out that day.
Oh, yes.
I remember the goblin
They have
dude.
returned to Rosona to deliver reports. Asking around, they would be somebody I trust. One of the
I
few.
like that Essek actually ended up being good, because I said I was so
This is good.
mad if he ended up being
Hmm.
evil, and then we had that little snafu, and I was like, I knew it, but I was praying he wasn't, and now he's back to our buddy.
deliciousness into that.
and I put sovereign glue in it.
And absinthe.
Absinthe again. Back to the absinthe. Adam Espinosa, I have a
It's a lot.
humble request
know.
for next week. The second
Especially
half
all
of
in one
125.
sitting.
Focus, it's
But
important.
look at
Adam,
it this way. It'll take
I
your
will
mind
do
off things for a
everything
bit.
in my power to shut
One
my
terrible
mouth.
danger totally
Because I
replaced by another.
can't
and
promise,
then
and I will try my best. Adam, we might get 30 minutes into it. We need 12
Listen to
more
me, carve a
likes.
unique
12 more
destiny,
likes,
don't you?
and we might be a good 30 minutes into 125. So maybe we'll get to the part you're talking of, but I will
apologize.
try my best to shut my yapper and
My
mirror
mind is a complicated swim
personalities.
these days.
I think I'm missing something else.
I'm sorry for
I
that.
know it just reminded me,
What?
ADHD brain, of
Endure
another
as well as you
topic we
will.
were talking
I
about
cannot
an
tell you what
hour
to do.
ago. C3 is a lot more challenging to watch for many
think
reasons.
it's
Characters, players, stories, and more. You just have to
But
push
when you're
through
ready, come find me.
those things.
I'll be here. Maybe
I know it just reminded me of a bop.
gather what resources you can.
Gonna jump off.
Other
Got
friends,
an early day
perhaps.
tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Colleen, it was great to see you
If we're
again.
going to
I'm so pleased. This is like
trek
3
into the heart
times
of
in a
this
month.
earth
I
in
am
hopes of waylaying
shocked
or
and
stopping
amazed,
this
and I love
Nomadon
it. Join us more, Colleen, and
bringing
you have a
this
glorious night. Everybody say
nightmare over.
good night to Colleen, the greatest Patreon
We're gonna need
member
all the help we can get.
of my career, of whatever this is. But I say that respectively.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
And thank you, Essek. And everybody, thank you, Essek.
Let's head out and figure our next move.
Figure out our next move, everybody. Because we've only got...
Well, that has been a pleasurable experience. Thank you so much for
He's
coming
got more
by.
to
The
say.
door
He's got
opens
more
up
to
and
say.
the guard
I
on the
thought
other
Essek
side
was done.
turns.
I thought Essek was done.
But yes, please take of our provisions, rest for the night, and continue your journey as necessary.
Oh,
Should you need anything else, you know it.
Good night, Colleen. We love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
The door closes
Caduceus
behind
even
you.
thanked
No, I catch him by the forearm, last one out, and say, just breathe.
Just breathe. Somebody? Anybody? I guess
Breathe.
it's too serious.
That fresh
I thought somebody
air, mindful
in the
of
crew
people
would say
above.
it.
Time.
Is on my side. Yes, it is.
Time.
I feel like they'd be totally
Not
busted
weeks,
in
years.
on these song puns
It takes
if it wasn't
time.
so serious.
Indeed.
Is this the... I literally feel like that was the
You
Matt
all
Damon,
reported and given
Robin Williams
A
moment
space
from
that is
Goodwill
comfortable.
Hunting. It's
It
not
looks like
your
since you've
fault.
arrived, there's been
not your
expectation of you
fault.
staying for a bit, and they've cleared out what
That's-
may have
that-
been
that's
just a
what I
general
was
storage
feeling in that
chamber
moment
or
right
a
there.
simple barracks. But it is outfitted as comfortably as such a place could be. There are some heavier furs,
Focus.
blankets, some pillows that have been thrown together. It's not
That's not bad.
Focus time.
It is
and
by no means
Colvin said
terrible.
it.
It's no tower.
bidet,
It's no
bidet,
tower,
who just
but
came
it
in here?
is, it is certainly better than the middle of the snow and
did someone
under
come in
a
here I
rocky
didn't see?
overhang. So,
For GI, that's not bad.
Everyone's saying focus. All right.
but you guys are left to your devices in the chamber.
Are we more or less alone?
I saw what Matt just said. I
think
saw what Matt
my,
just said. I'm
vision
assuming
dropped.
focus is now.
At this point, I'd say yeah.
But if
big
what he
are
just said was
are we-
the
were we
important
given?
part, I did hear it.
I'd say it's about 15 by 20 feet.
50 by 20, okay.
Not terribly large.
Well, that was fun. It was like validation, you know,
Alright.
seeing someone's expression relay the horribleness of the past few days for us.
Yeah, you're not wrong
Feels
there.
seen. Yeah.
Feels-
We have
Been a week or two.
we have some assets now. We have Essex, we have Dagon, we have Essex people.
I mean,
if we-
Essex
if we
people
want to call on them.
Is a
I
lot.
don't know about that.
Who else do we
Cobalt
know
Soul.
that
Essex
can help?
people, if we
I
want to
was
call
making
it
a
that.
list. Trent, not.
I mean,
that's
we are
not
doing
no,
pretty
but-
good.
Yusa?
You said
I mean,
maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yusa.
We
If
almost
look
took
at
out the
Yusa in
Tomb
a way that
Daggers.
says, you
I
know,
feel like
he
with
can
the
find
what
some
we have
really
now,
wonderful
we
old
like just
relics. I mean, that's what
got a
he's
crazy
obsessed
amount
with,
of
right?
people to assist us.
Sure, but is
I
he-
bet he would know some shit about this.
I mean, what about the blonde?
Right on
Allura?
time.
I mean,
The
she was
dude,
there. She's
JB, what is
clever.
up?
And would care. I feel like
Good
Yusa,
day, my
while
friend.
very knowledgeable and certainly worth talking to, is maybe in more of a Netflix and chill mode in Nicodranus. You know, he seems
A
content to
Netflix
just
and chill mode.
study and stay safe. Allura, on the other hand, strikes me as
She's got her own responsibilities on the Tal'dorei Council with 6, 7, 8 other
Marion
members of the council.
Ravenwood
I'm
is
not
even
quite
here.
sure the
Hello
numbers.
to Marion
her
Ravenwood.
intentions are in the
have
right
the
It is
mayor?
hot in here.
Oh,
We are down
Yeah,
to
that we used to talk
45
about.
minutes, everybody.
Oh my
45
gosh, I hadn't
minutes.
thought of that in
We
ages.
Probably
need
in the
10
back.
more
Oh,
likes.
yeah.
We are getting there.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
I
10
have
likes
my
away.
own. I've got my haversack.
I know some people
so
have a
if it was something on my
backups in
person,
their
then
pocket.
it would not be in the bag.
Well, is it written down in your collection of items?
she doesn't write anything down.
Oh, yeah, you're
She
fine.
draws a bunch of dick pictures all over.
Wow, those are some empty pockets.
There's-
And dick pics
I don't
all
know.
over.
Let me look.
It's just the bag of fucks.
If it's not written down in
They
your
did not
items
almost
or
take out
equipment,
the Tomb
then it
Daggers.
either
They
was in
were
the bag of
going
holding
to
or it was
be
returned
slaughtered
to
if
Allura
they
when
didn't
you guys
run.
had
It was
I mean,
returned.
they.
Pretty sure it was returned because it was a borrowed
Maybe I'm
item.
making it sound too
it wasn't a
good.
gift.
They were
I have some weird.
definitely
I
gonna
got
get
a
slaughtered.
pot,
I agree.
chuckle dust,
I might
and
have said
oop
that wrong.
stones, though.
They were definitely gonna get slaughtered,
yeah.
but
I
they
got my
like
Look
didn't
out,
do
Lucian.
bad.
Right.
Is my point. They didn't do bad. They definitely would have lost. 100% would have lost. Not
I'm
disagree.
keen on reaching
But I
out
think
to
they didn't do
Airwolf
that
and
bad.
Astrid.
Whereas if you add Essek
this is very
and
complicated.
Dagon can actually
Yeah.
come
They
at
were
them,
looking
and
for
we
a
have an
reason- well,
army
Astrid
behind
was
us, I
looking
feel like
for a
we'll do
reason to jump ship.
enough to
looking
take
for
them
a
out.
way to help.
Maybe I'm
this
wrong.
is the way she can
I'm just
help.
saying, I
She
feel
must
like
have
with these
knowledge being
numbers,
close to
we'll
him.
be good.
Well, it is worth.
She
is what-
almost left with you that night.
She just feels kind of below the pay grade that I'm interested in personally.
She has access to stuff, maps,
Access to
research,
stuff.
books.
Have to
Yeah,
go.
so
Good
do
night,
I.
Tealbird. Thank you so much
Now,
for the
you
art
turn
again,
on your
everybody.
library.
Tealbird
She's
with the
in
magnificent
belly of
art
the
this
beast.
week
She
with
can walk up
Essek.
to the office and grab anything you
Beautifully
need her
done.
to.
Have to
And
go.
the
All right,
assembly,
say that.
the
Adam,
assembly
Exactly.
has their own.
gotta
has
relax.
their own studies and,
It's
and
not that serious.
information that are not privy to the Cobalt. So
Yeah, but it doesn't mean there are allies and that
Adam.
she's just gonna walk in and check
I
out the most rare artifact
mind.
that known to the
but
Empire.
it is a,
which where
it is
are
a-
our other
it is
super
a bit
trustworthy
serious.
allies?
But I get it. I get
We
it.
don't have any.
I 100%
No,
agree
we
there.
don't have
Other
great
people in
options.
trouble are thinking about
I
us.
mean,
and
I'm
going,
saying
well,
I agree
We can't trust them to
with
handle
the
this. I mean,
fact
we're definitely in that.
That they would have got
position.
their
They
ass
are
kicked because I
right.
just read the
And
comment.
they're
again.
right.
The gentleman can tell us about Kree, but we already asked him about Kree, and he didn't give us much, right?
No, I didn't.
It's above his pay grade.
Yusa is super knowledgeable, but doesn't seem to want to do anything. Allura's got her own responsibilities. We have no idea if she'll want to get involved.
I think we should
Astrid
talk to Yusa.
wants to help you.
Astrid,
we were at that
yes.
dinner.
This is good.
Account hopping.
should
Michael
really
is
try
out
you
there
I do
somewhere.
like the
Michael
idea.
There's no
is
reason
out
why
there
with
somewhere,
Astrid and-
hopping around. Dude,
No,
what
not
have you
the
been
other
up
one.
to?
There's no reason why we can't explore.
I
a lot
see-
Of
I-
options.
I
We're just
feel
gonna
like
sit here
I
and
see
have
you
a
pop
day to
in.
relax. We might as well
And then
call everybody we can.
I look back
Agreed.
and I never see
Well,
you
before
again.
we even choose,
It
who we're
wouldn't
going
be
to
a
talk to.
bloodbath. They could have
How
taken
we're
a
going to
couple
talk to
out,
them.
but they were
I think we have to
just
leave
as
and come
drained.
back.
Yeah, that's
because we can
that's
leave, and then
basically.
we can
I'm
dance
saying
around
they
any
could have
place we like.
continued. I feel like as is
Coming
they would have
back
put
is
up
the
a good
difficulty.
fight. I would
Not
never
impossible,
bet
but-
money on them at that point. But now
Essex
with
says
the
that,
with the
He's done
numbers
it?
we got,
He's done it.
I think we could do
make a
enough,
little
but
off
then
course.
again, who am I? Because
Not so
I
bad.
just
they
don't
do
wanna
probably have
steer us
spells
straight
I'm not
inside of the
aware of that can maybe
mountains
take out
side.
an entire army
With your
of
magic,
untrained people.
We'll be fine.
You're so powerful, Caleb.
You're so
who knows?
powerful.
Just give, you know,
Michael
get
Sands, what is
something
up
from
to
here
Michael
so we have
Sands?
something
New
from
in the
here.
chat.
Yep.
Oh, that's
I'll guide
Michael.
You, he'll
That is
bless
Michael.
You will be safe.
I am an idiot.
Maybe some of us should.
Michael
stay
says
while we're
hi. I immediately was like, Michael Sands. Michael just said
Shut
he's
your
going to be
fucking
account
mouth.
hopping.
That's
But everyone say hi to Michael
How does
Sands.
that help any?
The great and powerful Michael Sands. Marion Ravenwood, how are you doing, by the way? Everything's good back
We're
in
a team.
California.
Yes, but
Those of you who
all
don't
of
know,
the
that
pieces
is
on the chessboard
the
are
mother
very
of
dangerous.
Coco,
I don't like the idea
who
of us
is not in
putting
this
up
room
there.
right now.
No.
But
we're the mighty nine. There's 9 of
Marion
us.
Ravenwood
You know?
was visiting New Jersey. He's back in California
well,
now.
Why don't we start in Nicodranus, because that is a very low stress first meeting. Going to Trent, or to Astrid, or Eadwulf.
We're hearing
Astrid
all
and
these
Eadwulf
names.
most likely went to
Astrid,
Trent anyway,
Eadwulf,
or Might.
and
That's harder. But
Trent
tea and,
Ickathon. All of
yogurt
these
with,
people we've been
Usa,
speaking
maybe
of
we'll find out
since
a little
the beginning of
useful
time.
information.
Work.
God,
A
we
lot
need
of
to-
work.
How soon do we need to
Yeah, I
be back
pop
here?
in
Like,
to
we
say
really
hi
need
and
to
then
pay
usually
attention
fall
to it
asleep.
because
We're guessing a week. But
Well,
it's
a lot of
guess.
work's good, dude.
And
A
you're
lot of
guessing
work
that,
is good.
You know, when we try
That's
to
not a
come
bad
back,
thing.
it doesn't put us
But
3 days
I
away.
have had those days as to my
we're going
well
to
friend,
Nicodranus.
as well, my friend.
I have to bring a present for
Michael
my kid.
Has a bunny
Is there
rabbit now,
anything
everybody.
around
To
here,
Michael
or, like,
with
did
the
we
bunny
get
rabbit.
anything?
Everyone
Is there
give a
anything
shout
I can
out, wave,
steal around
say
here?
hello. How you
I
doing
don't know.
there,
Those little,
Michael with the bunny
into
rabbit?
it.
Into a charge. They say.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Spring is the
Thank you.
busiest
Smash
season
cut to
for us,
outside street,
so
everyone
it's
just
just been a
drops
lot.
cut to
Make
the
it
cover
when
of a
you
kid.
can. I used to have
a
at times
small
where
clay
I would work
doggy
like
from
80 to 100 hours a
Nadine.
week for like a
Nadine?
month. But then I'd have like
Who's
months
Nadine?
Nadine is
where
one
I
of
would
the
get like
amazing-
days off
is that the
constantly
Oopsie
because it'd be
Daisy?
like nothing going on.
Oh,
So I would just like,
it's just a clay doggy.
as time went on, I just
I
knew
got
the
two.
ons and offs of the
that-
seasons.
that could do
And I'd be
something, I
like,
don't
all
know.
right, shit's gonna get rough the next season or two, or month or two.
Okay.
And then I'd know at certain
Bring us
times
some
I could take
snowballs.
like vacations and it
Yeah,
wouldn't make a
It might
difference.
melt.
They
Yeah,
will
but
melt.
not instantly.
Ford, could you,
You take
make
it
a
when you get
snowball
it, my
last
friend.
a little bit longer?
Follow the
I
white
don't
rabbit.
think so, unfortunately.
You melted 30 feet of snow. You can't make a snowball fucking last an hour? Jesus.
What use are you?
What you can't make a snowball last a half hour. You suck.
Add some
Anyone
snow to it,
anyone
it
watch
wouldn't last
Downfall
longer.
last night?
No,
What
it's
what
fine,
is
it's fine.
Downfall?
I'll
I
do
saw
it.
somebody else mention
With
Downfall.
my cantrip
I don't know what
shaped
Downfall
water.
is.
It's the easiest fucking
Or
spell
do
I
I?
know. I can make a snowball and make it last an hour.
At least 2 or 3 people mentioned Downfall, and I thought I knew what it was, and now I don't think I do. Michael Knight, hey everybody, Michael Knight is in the chat. Isn't that Knight Rider?
One-sided argument.
Isn't Michael Knight Knight Rider? If I just noticed that for the
Just
first time,
questions
I
himself for the
apologize
next
because I
hour.
know that Michael's
one
probably
point of
talked with that
psychic.
before. I'm pretty sure Michael Knight is Knight Rider, and I never thought of it. It might even be
I've
on
got
the
some
icon
thoughts.
because now
Do
I
you
kind
want
of
to
see
know
a
where
dude with
the
glasses.
entrance is, the second entrance, or
But
do we
Jay's
want it
eyes are
closed?
that of an 80-year-old man.
That would
I'm
be better.
the service manager
Are you gonna
for a
ask your
pressure
God?
washing
We both have
company.
one
Yes.
shot today.
Don't name
Yeah.
the rabbit
We want to
Lenny.
know where it is, or do we want to know
Lenny the rabbit. His name
That
is
it's-
Lenny.
buried?
Yeah, hidden
Don't
feels
mind
like
Jay. We're
even if they go
discussing
looking for it,
almost
there's a chance they might not find
ourselves.
it. So buried at least redirects them potentially closer to us.
I like it.
Brennan's makeup is just
That's
too
what
good.
I'm
right-
asking for.
Okay.
Want-
Is
If it gets buried,
is
but
it
we
down?
still don't know where it is.
We may not, unless there's a rock slide that happens that alerts everybody to
What
where
if-
it is.
He's got an eye for that anti-rock slide.
But
Anti-
this is just closing off a.
Counter rock slide.
What if that
Counter-
entrance is
Downfall
the
is a
one that
new
leads
Critical
to
series.
the
Okay,
place that
okay,
they have
that's.
to take the crests?
I did see that.
I mean-
was not what I was thinking of
They're going to
before.
be stuck there for a while getting through there, then making a ruckus.
Yeah.
What do you think? know where it is, or
It's sunny and hot.
I'm so out
It
of
was
my
like
depth.
85
I think know where it is
today.
is good.
It wasn't
I
as
do too.
bad.
This is the
Last
Hail
week,
Mary
like
of
there's been a couple
Yeah,
weeks now
that's-
where it's
we'll
been like
see if
in
it
the
works.
90s,
I'm worried
close
it
to
gets
100.
buried. They have all the
I
time
feel
in
like
the
I
world
have
to dig
not
it out,
yet
and we
seen
will
it
have no
crack
clue where it
100
is.
yet,
If we know
though.
where it is, we can lay a
At
trap.
least
why I
not
surround
while I was
myself with
outside. It
smart
might
people.
have while I was not aware.
Boy.
All right.
But I don't think I think I saw 98,
Would love.
99,
God
which is
above.
right there, obviously.
help us.
But I don't think I saw it
God
actually
standing
crack
right next to
100
me.
yet.
Can you show
Please
us?
help us.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
Which is actually a good
Hey,
sign.
Archie?
Because I
Are
feel
you
like
here?
if it doesn't by August, you're in the
All
clear.
right, I got a
so
question for
we
you.
might have had like 2 bad weeks so far.
98.
And I wouldn't even say they were that bad.
think
I
that
remember
is above
summers
my level.
that hit like the
little bit.
hundreds
Yeah, it was-
consistently.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. How's your day going?
Splendid, actually. Been
The
spending a bit of it
Traveler-
quiet
I
out
just
on
saw
the
Adam
south
said,
side
pay
of Port de
attention.
Molly, having a Mai Tai. It's delightful.
Traveler is always a favorite. 5 likes away.
Teleport in
5
here,
likes
super
away.
easy.
You kind of don't hear anything, and you glance to your left, and you see Artagan sitting there, right next to you, holding this like awesome glass kind of tropical drink.
So jealous.
Give me a sip.
I would
No, just
love
kidding, I
it. I
don't
would
care
love
about
one right
that.
now.
Yeah, you do.
I would
How
love
did you get here super easy?
a nice ice
I can.
tropical drink right now.
No, but if you can teleport in, it's it's like super hard to do here.
Is it?
I saw most of it passed out for the last hour. We'll
Can you
finish
teleport
it
all of us in
tonight.
later if we teleport out?
I don't. Can you? He's still holding it out. He's like, I thought you wanted to sip. Here.
Drink it all. Drink it
I
all.
don't even like alcohol.
Then
Oh,
don't drink
she's
it. He
drinking
takes
it.
it back before you get a sip out.
Oh
I'm
God!
just saying,
Ruined
if
all
you can
the
teleport
fun.
in,
I wanted
then
to
why-
see
why
drunk
can't you just
Jester.
teleport us all
Jester
in
like
later?
never
It's not
gets
that I'm
drunk.
teleporting. I'm just here.
well, I don't understand.
Well, that's
Why
all
don't
right.
you have the?
It's
I
a
well, I
little
know why she didn't, but
intense
Artigan
to,
should have
really
definitely
grasp the concept
let her
of such fey
drink
powers.
it. She was like
I
looking
don't
like she was gonna
use
chug that
magic
shit.
to transport.
You don't.
No, I'm just here now.
It's just fabulous.
It's just fabulous.
You're the magic ones, silly mortals.
Your hair looks good given the humidity.
No, thank you. Oh, the moisture does nothing to me.
You
Spend my
and the
life
dude
around
have the
swimming
coolest
waterfalls. It
names.
just keeps it coiffed regardless.
I
Have you
wanted
ever straightened it out?
to,
How long
but
is
figured
it?
I should try. But
I
I dropped
don't
it 2 or 3
know.
You
episodes.
should do it. Try it right now.
No, but I like the volume.
I am named
Alright,
after the
that's
show since my father couldn't do.
I'm curious.
The best
Junior
Phil Divine
with me.
intervention ever.
Yep.
After the show.
He snaps his fingers and the hair just goes
Jay, you can watch
and
it
falls in this
after.
long straight
Campaign
street that
2
goes
if
down
you
to his
wanted
ankles.
to.
He goes,
But it has several spoilers for the
so
art.
roll.
That
Okay,
is
downfall. We're
impressive.
talking downfall.
it looks terrible.
Yeah.
He snaps it again. It floats back up and goes, ah, well, it's worth a shot. Now we know, don't we? Anyway, sorry, I was in mid-conversation with someone. Let me know if you
Traveler.
need anything.
Last week we had the Traveler shirt
It's
on.
chilly around here. Stay warm.
We're gonna hit the Radiators final 30
go.
minutes.
Oh, I can.
We're
Welcome
5
to the
likes away.
jungle.
We're
We've
getting
got fun,
close.
dear.
We're getting close. Did we use up all of our backups?
I will give a quick prayer to the Wild Mother to
Let's go, Wild Mother.
reveal the location. of
Everybody,
Tal'dorei.
I'm giving you time. Radiator up. Radiators unite.
Did you succeed? Did you succeed?
So, just double checking. I need a 0-0 or a 0-1. And then I need like
I'm trying to
a,
see.
if there's a 1, a 0-1, I then need a 3 or lower.
You and the
Or if there's
dude
2
with the
zeros, I just need
I'd
anything
love
else, right?
to watch.
What did you just say?
I'd
I don't-
I'd
none
watch
of
that movie. Lisa
You need to
Baki.
roll.
What are we
either-
talking about?
Okay,
I'm
so-
trying
so
to. I'm
you have-
reading
you
back
have
in the comments. I'm trying to
0-0.
figure out
Yes,
You get that.
I
what
did.
you're
And
talking
what's the other
about.
number?
3.
What movie
That's a
are we
3,
talking
that's
about? Or is it a movie made up?
I was trying not to get my own hopes up.
Fair enough. That's a success.
In case it was 103.
I was just staring. Going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my eyes are starting to fail me
103.
because I'm getting old and I don't remember how math works.
The hell you say?
So you all watch Caduceus sits there and you go, well, Caduceus, yeah, go Wild Mother. And
That
the guy
is the highest we've
Yeah.
ever seen.
goes, all of a sudden his hair blows back, his eyes just go bright white.
I am just shocked.
And,
I am paying
it's just
attention.
lifting up like
I am
Highlander for a
shocked.
second. You swear you can hear voices go, embarrassing because the
that's
wind in the room
crazy
begins to
high.
pick up.
I reach over and try and grab his ankle. Lightning hits.
The last one I
Yes,
remember
Caduceus, there
was
is a
half
Santa
that.
Claus.
My hair is terrible.
Twice in 2 minutes, 2 people. So in that moment, all of a
Awesome.
sudden you feel
All right,
like your
Radiators,
consciousness
another
is plucked
successful
from your mind for a
divine
moment and
intervention.
stretched, almost
Very,
like
very
someone
cool.
just
Like
streaked
epically
paint across the
successful.
wall. But it's your mind, and as it does,
Everybody,
you all of a sudden
we're 2
can
likes
see
away.
the entire
Maybe we'll wait.
size
2 more
of
likes.
this
We're
valley,
gonna
the
wait till we hit 2
somewhat
more likes
oval,
before we hit this.
oblong
Just to
shape of this odd,
buy me some
discolored
time.
ice sheet that fills the entirety of this valley. You feel yourself punched downward towards the northwestern edge of it.
I am having
and
a day.
there
My
you
apologies.
can
All right,
see
we're gonna have it
a
now.
very, very
We're not at-
clear
we're not at
image
50, but
of this kind of ice shelf that begins
I
to
wanna
push
be-
out,
I wanna
almost
be
like 2
high
different
for, the
glaciers have been
traveler.
pressed
We
against
got
each
one-
other,
we're
and
one
one's
like
pushed
away,
the
but
other
we're gonna
off
do
this
it. So
odd
everybody,
cliff. And along the
Radiators
cliff, you can see
unite.
broken ruins.
Have a shot if you want.
Sets of
Drinks,
stairs
whatever
that
you
have pushed through the
prefer.
ice. You can see fallen columns,
To
and
the
you can
final
see just
30 minutes of
massive
this.
amounts of broken stone and ice and hoarfrost, and it is a scattering bit. And you can see behind one of these rock shelves there is what looks to be a carved tunnel where some of the snow and the rock has collapsed inward, a small like sinkhole that has opened a pathway that is not visible from the outside, but from behind and within.
Glorious.
It seems to descend inward.
Let's
and you
do it.
Pull back into yourself right as your feet touch the ground. The wind
During the
stops.
cookout,
These
would
strange,
not be a lot of
divine
focus. So I
channeling
recommend
that you've
American
never quite seen
Ninja
as
1
intensely
and
as
2.
that from Caduceus.
Neil, do you
leaves him there
concur?
somewhat breathless, and you have burned, seared into your mind exactly where that entrance is.
All right,
Amazing.
burned into our minds.
Awesome.
Okay, so I now know where that is.
How
I
crazy
gotta
is that?
piece of
Burned
paper.
into your
Recite
mind, the
everything.
location.
Write it
And
down.
we are
I'm
there.
just gonna
We're at
write and
51.
talk right in-
51
yeah,
likes.
things, oval, and
We are
columns,
going into the next
shelf.
30
Take the
minutes.
time to
Underneath the
draw
side.
it as
But
he's
how
saying it.
crazy is that roll?
There you go.
Burned into your mind, the
Produces
location.
an eye that's appeared on your cheek.
Highest roll we have achieved yet when dealing with those kind of situations.
That's the letter I.
Oh, sorry, that was some ink. I got excited.
Amazing.
Perfect. That.
Fuck yeah,
I'm
Neil.
going to remember you said that.
With
It's
Michael
gonna come back to haunt you one day.
Dudikoff.
I'm
Oh,
not
Michael
expecting-
Dudikoff. I definitely know him.
I
I
have
feel like I
siblings. I
would
know how
definitely
to
have messed
get my
that name
revenge
up
when I need
if
to.
I didn't know Michael Dudikoff.
Oh, yeah.
Big
said
Canon
shit
Films
earlier.
guy.
Whoa.
He is
Taking
used
it
in
all.
all
I know.
of their
He's
most
one of the
epic
best for
films,
You gave me this brooch.
which is
You would
not
never
a
done
lot.
this
No, the brooch will be
So
fine.
what? They'll have theirs, you'll have yours, and I'll have mine.
I love you like family.
Oh, that's
You're in such trouble.
not comforting.
That was incredible.
I've never.
Incredible.
That was very cool.
That was a lot.
It was a lot,
feel more
but it was incredible,
spiritually
and it worked
connected
out
and
gloriously.
centered?
I mean, I feel
Classic
a little better in that
80s
direction. I have.
inverse law.
It's been rough out here.
All
I'm
right,
not gonna
everyone.
pretend
I'm
it
sure I'll
hasn't.
see you all in a
Yeah,
bit
Mike.
next week.
She knew you were
The dude,
Oh, this is
JB,
terrible.
Need to cut
our
that
moderator, our good friend.
I'll need to fix
You have a
this,
good night.
but
Gonna go get some sleep. Go make that money, sir.
It looks
We
great.
will be here for
I'll
all
take
the
your word
Fridays
for it.
that
I'm
you
gonna
have
pull out my
nothing to
brush
do,
from my
and you're like, I
haversack and start,
finally had a break.
You know,
We'll be
fixing
here.
produce.
Oh, that feels really good.
Best of the best
So,
two,
oh,
or
now that we know
only
that,
the strong.
Oh no, wake up.
As far as,
Wake
or we're
up.
still talking
Wake up.
movies that
Is
remind you of
that-
other
Is that
movies.
information that we want to act on now?
I can see that.
Or
I
we
can
should
see it.
leave, go get allies, and come back and set up camp there and wait for them to arrive. And
We could let
don't
them know
see-
where it is, and then they can start patrolling. We could, or
What
we
is
could
this?
go set up a line, so we'll know when they enter.
Does it
I
stay
don't think it lasts that
over
long.
many days?
What are we talking about?
Your
alarm.
silver thread.
The alarm.
I just saw my phone light up, and I was like, "What?
I'm
I
thinking
gotta
it's a
head
war.
out. Good night, everybody.
I've never
Marion
made a
Ravenwood,
ward
you have a
before.
glorious
bombs.
night.
We have a bunch of bombs.
We're gonna be here
Sword
for
and a bomb.
5 more
Yeah.
hours,
Bomb ward.
roughly,
The Koreaners.
give or
just like-
take 5
patrolling.
hours.
Oh,
We found
shit.
it, sir. Oh!
Just want to make sure
Perhaps
all is
maybe
right
not a-
Picked one.
and well
Oh, no.
in the
Little snow
universe.
bunnies out there.
Snow bunnies out there. Yes, Marion Ravenwood, you have a glorious
Massive
night. Be
detonation.
safe.
One dead bunny.
Going to sleep.
Before it died.
Don't
What
crash
did the bunny see?
bed.
What was so terrible to it that it couldn't live? Sorry.
They only made one Best of the Best
Did we just-
movie.
A rabbit
Trip
version of
back to the
Watchmen.
Empire, is it?
No, we still have to go to the Empire. We still
Did
need-
they? I'm
still
assuming
need
no.
allies.
You've got to.
What are we
I'm,
gonna do? Just sit there for 2
I'm
weeks
assuming
waiting
you're
for
joking.
that?
I wouldn't know
We need more
honestly, but I know
information.
there's definitely a best of the best like 2 and 3. I'm pretty. I definitely know there's sequels to the best of the best, but honestly, I've never seen enough of them to know exactly how many or know the characters or anything. I definitely saw Kickboxer, and I know I've seen some of the best of the best.
Oh shit, that's greatest.
I was listening to Sam, and I was like, let me just finish my statement. But Jesus, he got the loudest eruption of
To be
laughter
fair,
ever.
it's something about the mustache and just your smile combination that's very like,
Yes.
like I don't know, Pringles guy.
Yes,
or
I agree.
Monopoly dude. It
100%
just has a
agree.
very cartoony shape.
1930s cartoon.
Yeah.
He looks ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has that face.
Yeah, it's hard. Like
He's
with-
got too
it's hard to
smiley
know
of a face.
Who of these
to not,
sources, Trent,
it's like just
Ludinus,
too
Bright
weird.
Queen, Usa,
Cat's
Astrid,
family
like,
got a
who
bone
might
whistle
actually trigger
blasted
on
at
any of
them
these
while
things,
they
so we
slept.
should try to have as
I'd
many
still
combos
be
as we
honored.
can.
Just like the only
I don't hate the
made.
idea of starting with Yusa.
just like they only made
because
Highlander
Yusa has
1 and
contacts
3.
with Allura, and Yusa also has the Happy
Highlanders
Fun Ball,
were
which
interesting,
has
too.
Halasso
I've seen
in
the
it.
Highlander
so we
movies,
can
though. I
kind of
really
kill
dig
3
Highlander,
birds with
like
one
the-
stone.
Yeah.
You know, the theory,
Trying to
like
get
the
to
idea
Halas
behind
is a
it.
very unpredictable.
Oh,
Yeah,
back
but
to the
the
movies.
thing.
That
But he's
get
also
confused.
technically the only
Universal
living person that
Soldiers
we know
and
living
Soldier.
from that time.
Yeah, but the
Well,
time
Universal
is so
Soldier,
different in the ball.
that
Remember
Soldier and
how much
Soldier
time
Yeah, that's
with Kurt
we
Russell.
could go in the ball and come
Kurt
out,
Russell
and
Soldier
Lucian will have already brought the
was a
Suzuki
spin-off
back.
of another
What's over?
movie. Was
it
it
could be over.
Universal
We're going to
Soldier?
the ball.
I remember
yeah.
reading
Time
a thing
passes too
about
quick.
how
It's over.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell Soldier was
Just fine,
was
age to that
supposed
point.
to be a sequel or a
But at this
spin-off
point,
of
it's
some
been so
other
long,
franchise, and
maybe
then they
Yusa has
lost the
some
rights or
knowledge
something.
about the ball. You know, it had that
might have been
ability
Universal
to
Soldier,
change
but
the
I feel like
passage
it
of
was
time
something
within it.
else.
So maybe he knows how to fix it.
We would be asking him questions anyway, so we could ask about that.
Yeah.
Yusa wasn't
Adrian
interested
Paul
in getting
is the
involved
only
in any type
Highlander.
of politics or the war.
This isn't about politics.
this
Sam is having a smiley day. Movies
Plus,
weren't
Ancient
great.
magic.
There's lots of
Series
shit for
was
him to
pretty fun.
find.
Doesn't really
Think he might
hold
like
up
it.
I
though.
think so too.
Movies weren't great
That's
series.
the best feeling I
Is that a
have.
channel? I don't think I've
I like
ever
it.
heard of that.
Should
They
we?
scry on Lucian or one of them.
I would
Before we
I would
leave.
like it.
I got a better
If you're not.
Well,
I
I mean,
would
what
like
do you want
it.
to know?
I just want
I
to look
would
at Zoran
like it.
or see if we're able to watch someone else besides Lucian
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
good at like shooting the eye out of this guy.
What do you want to know if they're doing though?
Where they're going, what direction they're heading, are they all together? That sort of stuff.
You can ask the Wild Mother again.
Ask
well.
the
I mean,
Wild Mother.
got some yes or no
Soldier was a
questions, I
spin-off
can-
of
True, that's
Blade
true.
Runner. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah,
We're
I
on
could
the
do that
VIP
too.
list.
Soldier was
Could bring it back.
non-canonically in the Blade Runner universe. Okay, that's what I was
kinda wanna
thinking.
scry.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I remember
Before I do
reading
that.
about this. I felt like it was like so
My
long
worry
ago,
about scrying is if we get that close,
and I couldn't remember what it tied
they
into.
can look back and know where we are.
Well,
But
I'm
like, I
wearing
know
this
I know it was
wonderful
like
pendant
non-canonically.
that keeps
but
them from scrying.
I
on
remember
me.
like
So
a
if
thing
I
about
get
it
far
where like
enough
it
away
was
from all of
intended
you,
to, or it could
then they won't be
loosely
able to see anything
appear
but snow.
so.
Yeah, and
Or
frankly,
anything.
we're the most protected we've
Not
been
joking.
in
These
a
are the
while
things that
here
need to
in
be
this place. I don't even think they're coming
rebooted. A
here.
bit of
We're
a
going to
budget more
Yeah,
with
there's
a
at
least-
James
There's
Gunn
at
approach
least
to them.
100 highly trained.
I would agree.
people
Replacement
surrounding us
soldiers
right
were
now.
replicants. Got it.
I am for it.
Okay, I'm going to go outside away from everyone.
20-minute countdown, everybody. 20 minutes. And then we'll
Get
jump
down
in. We're at 51. Keep liking.
Scry.
Like the video if you haven't.
Well,
But
not
we're
away
in
from
for
everyone. The last
another
time that happened, Best
30
Order was
years
assassinated.
of this.
Can I come with you?
No, because they'll see you for it.
That's okay.
Let them see us.
Okay.
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 So you set up your scry ritual, finalize your glyphs.
Universal Soldiers, Van Damme.
And
I've seen
So many runes.
most
so
of
many...
them, if not
oh,
all
gosh,
of them.
This is
Universal
magic. This
Soldier.
might be hard to do. We'll find
Soldier,
out.
I feel like I might have seen. I know
Who's your
of the
target?
movie, obviously. I don't recall. If put it this way, if I saw it, I don't remember it. But I've definitely seen Universal Soldier. I remember the end.
Scry cannot be completed as style.
I remember I remember him getting thrown in like a
Check
wood
your
chipper or
rooms
a
and trash.
grinder or something like that. And I did see the other ones, but honestly, those I don't really remember that well. I did see them all though. I'm pretty sure I saw most, if not all of them.
So you close your eyes.
I don't know if
again,
it's that I have a
you hear
horrible
voice
memory
reminder.
or if it wasn't memorable.
Right, no worries.
But the
And for a
first
brief
one,
second, you hear a drink.
I
being
remember
set
the
down.
first one. It had like some
And then you
brutal
feel yourself being lifted
ending.
out of your physical self.
where
through
like
the
they
cold
went into
winds,
like a
eyes still
garage.
closed,
They were on like a
eyelids closed.
farm, and there was like a barn, and there was like a wood chipper or some sort of
Open your
grinder
eyes,
thing.
and there you are, peering over Zoran's shoulder.
Was going to flip a lid.
There's no snow, but you hear the
If I
sound,
again
the crunch
confused
of
a
footfalls
soldier
on
movie.
snow.
Challenge
Damn, I should've
challenge
guided
Ace's
myself
movie
before we
memory
did this.
while drinking
Every time.
night to night. That's a good one.
Top
Challenge
says a lot when she does.
Ace's movie memory.
Oh.
Is that a thing, Lisa Paki? Because I'm into it. If it's something to watch while drinking,
It was
let
like,
me
"Wiggle,
have it.
Boom. It went
I'll
from 20
remember
to
that.
2.
Challenge
I
Ace's
know.
movie memory.
7 perception.
A 7.
I mean,
A
in
7.
the
You're
kind
not
of
going to
blurred
see
space
shit.
around, you can see other figures
We
walking
ain't
around
found
Zoran. You can make
shit.
out details, but you gather who they are. You see him walking in snow, and you see a
Stop
dark
it,
shape
Ninja.
to
What
the
happened?
right-hand side.
Oh,
that
Lady Hawk.
is some sort of shift
Lady
in
Hawk
topography,
tonight.
but that's all you
Gonna
can
have
make
some
out of the
Lady.
space.
I still never
I
saw
can't
Lady
hear
Hawk
anybody
either.
talking.
I haven't seen Lady Hawk.
There's a
I
lot
know
of
of it.
conversation at the
I'm
moment,
pretty
just kind of
sure
trudging
that's
through the snow.
oh, what the hell's his
Make a
name? The
survival
guy
check.
from Hobo with a shotgun.
Based on the position of
pretty
the
sure
light in
Lady
the
Hawk
sky,
is
because it is
him.
a clear sky today because of the
Why
roll
am I
that
brain
was
farting
made
on his
earlier.
name? I can remember
That
movies
might
he's
be
in.
able to see a particular bag of holding on his hip or anything, right?
Not with that perception roll.
So with this one, though, 21. Oh, this is a survival check.
Correct.
By the way, was Daniel
21.
put?
There you go.
Yes, Daniel put them in
You
the
gather
same
they're
universe.
traveling
American
in
Ninja had magic.
Western,
Jay,
northwest direction,
was
based on the placement
that a
of the light
Spaceballs reference?
and kind of
I feel like I
surmising where you
just
last
did
saw them and that
do a
dark
Spaceballs
shape.
reference.
That might be
So
the mountain
yes,
range
you're
that you
correct.
guys were
Fucking
at,
Ninja did a Naruto.
which makes you think like they're traveling
and
away
beat
from
up
you.
cyborg ninjas.
Yeah, they're heading to a ruin.
Fuck fund.
Who are you
Grin
talking to?
Movie. My
you're asking-
favorite.
Artie, who
Oh
he's
my
talking
god, my
to,
eyes are so blurry. I thought it said
Metric
fuck. You heard what I said. Favorite Lundgren
I'm
movie.
sorry. This is your script.
Ninja.
I
I
left you there.
apologize. My
Bring
god.
back my conversation.
Favorite Lundgren movie. Oh my god. I
I'm
mean,
not here to hold your hand the entire time. I just
it would
kinda showed you
probably
the way.
have to be. I don't
Not
know.
all
Would
that,
it be
all that, all
Rocky
that.
4? I feel like Rocky 4 is the
Okay,
the
that's all I'm
logical
getting. I rolled real
go-to.
shitty. I can't see anything.
But
It's
Dolph
snowy.
Lundgren,
Well, I'm sorry.
I
tried.
did. I mean, I mastered
you
the
helped a lot.
universe.
You helped a lot.
He was ridiculous, but he still is memorable as
He pulls you back
He-Man.
into yourself.
And then you got Punisher.
They're
He
heading
played a
away
lot
from
of
us, I
iconic roles.
direction?
The Punisher, I thought he
felt
did
like they
a
were
bang-up
going
job. It was the first Punisher I ever saw.
northwest,
Growing
somewhere
up,
to sunwest.
I
Did
saw
say that right?
the Dolph Lundgren one way before the others.
That's back towards
And then you
A2,
have-
though.
I
There's
don't know.
definitely
It
others.
just felt
I'm
like
trying
they
to
were
think
heading
of,
towards us. I
what
don't
the hell
know
was
where
that
the
one
other
where he-
ruins are.
Maybe they know.
I feel like it was
ruins
like
that
a
we don't.
He-Man movie.
Maybe. We should have been heading south.
I don't know.
or
And then I mean, he's obviously in
Well,
the
here's the
Expendables.
question.
He was in
What do we
Kindergarten
wanna
Cop
ask?
2. Who doesn't love Dolph Lundgren in Kindergarten Cop 2? Come on. That in itself,
That is
greatest
A2.
role ever.
that is A2.
Dolph
Could
Lundgren,
have been
Kindergarten
more than
Cop
one.
Part 2.
Threshold crest there?
Potentially.
We went to. Did we go to the question mark?
Big
one?
Trouble
We
in
did
Little
not so
China.
far
No, he was
eastern.
in
Far, far.
A4
Showdown in
is the
Little
closest
Tokyo.
That hasn't been visited.
That's the one I
before,
was
right?
trying to think
We
of.
assume they
Showdown
had
in Little
A5 and
Tokyo.
we
Big
got
Trouble
A2.
Little China was the one.
Keep in mind-
There's a
No, that's
good
not
example of
coming
ones
here.
people
It's
confuse.
only been a handful of
Big
hours
Trouble
since
Little
you saw it.
China
Right.
Also.
and Showdown in Little Tokyo are the two movies people confuse all
might
the
just be
time.
walking
Wasn't the
around
one I was thinking of
coming
before.
down the
Something.
But that
yeah.
is, we're going back now. We're having two conversations
I'm
roll
going to
into
take a
one.
minute to sit and ask a couple questions after that wonderful, wonderful moment. I figure I'm just going
Reboot.
to
Make
roll it.
Big Trouble in Little Tokyo. And have everyone in it. Make it in the same universe.
The Tomb
I'll watch
Takers.
it 8 times in the theaters alone. And 2 of them, Neil
Are
will
they
go
heading
with
to
me
find
too.
another threshold
The other
crest in
6,
a
I
room?
won't allow it, Neil. I won't allow it. There's only so many
cold
times
temperature
I could
shifts
drive
into a
to
a
Clifton. No,
warm,
you can
stale
come to all
air,
8, Neil. We'll do all
confirming,
8.
Though still with the apprehension of the dangers that this direction eventually holds.
Think I saw something recently that they are
Would you be able to
rebooting
tell me if they had
Reboot.
acquired one?
Reboot I've never seen. I know of Reboot. Yeah, people were saying Reboot. I saw it. Neil was like, "Oh my god,
Remains
Reboot."
warm, though still
Never seen
stale.
it. I know of it. I know what it, I'm visualizing it in my head, but I've never actually seen
Are
it.
they headed towards a ruin that we do not know of?
just locked in tonight. Reboot.
Temperature.
Think I saw something recently
Lessons
that
not
they are
too
rebooting.
cold, but
Reboot.
just a
I haven't watched
standard
Reboot in a
room temperature,
lifetime.
Non-committal unknown.
Just lace up. Are you saying you're gonna watch Reboot tonight? More memories unlocked.
I'll check in every day, and I'll know when they found one.
Did we find it? Shouldn't have clarified that.
That's handy.
and
That'll-
waited, Mike. So was
Every
the
day.
Archies or Aces thing? Archies. Was the
at
Aces
least I
movie
can-
trivia
I
thing
can
a real
offer.
thing? I still never saw the response. Aces
Oh, it's
movie
nice.
memory.
Oh,
Caduceus is going wild over here. I see
Should
it.
we leave tonight?
Well, he's not going wild, but as far as Caduceus, he's more animated than normal.
It has been a number of nights since we had like a super chill, stress-free rest.
Super
That
chill,
might have
stress-free
to
night. I
roll
hope we do
in. No
it.
good place to
We
get
get
one to
drunk,
make drawings.
and then we
Time is
wake up and all the
definitely
tomb
of the essence.
takers are around us and like ready
Time
to
for Mai Tai,
kill
though.
us. Just for fun. Just for fun. I don't want us to die.
Yeah.
okay, okay. Sure.
They are rebooting the Fistful of
The safe way to
Dollars
travel would
trilogy,
be
so
by
I
the
kind of
circle.
went
Correct,
off
to use
on
this tower.
reboots. That would be
Okay.
preferred.
Are we going now?
Sure, we could sleep there.
Just
instead
locked
of
in tonight.
in this frigid dump.
Cheese Fest.
Should we tell Essex we're
Cheese
leaving?
Fest.
Tell
So
him
you're gonna
where
have
the
a-
entrance
a-
is?
Do we have
A
maybe
reboot party.
Maybe not directly.
And
it's
serve
just one we can
cheese.
leave word
Only
with.
cheese.
I would.
Adam, we have
would
achieved
keep the
50 likes.
circle
We will be
close.
jumping in, my friend. 60 minutes away. We're 16 minutes
Should
away.
we pay up Dagon?
And then we'll take a break.
Oh,
and then
we've
we'll jump
already
into
paid
another
for
30
it.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And maybe,
Yeah. Oh, we
just
paid it.
maybe,
We
Yeah, you
paid
left
Jay
it
will
behind.
get
Let
that
when you were-
sushi tonight. I don't
That's
know.
actually
Honestly,
good.
I'm,
Let's let
I'm,
Dagon know
I'm
what
wondering
we're
if I
doing and where
even
we're going, so that if
want
there
to.
are
I
questions,
might do the Patreon
answer them.
hour and then
As for
just
Essek, it seems like the faster we got
eat
out
up
of Dodge, the
better it is.
more comfortable we would
mogwai.
feel.
Like Michael sent me a
Pretty much.
mogwai,
If
so maybe
anyone
I'll just
asks,
eat the
we've
mogwai.
left word,
I'll
but
run down
we
to the
don't have to
arcade,
bother anybody with
eat
it.
the
You
mogwai
think
that
anyone
Michael
at this
sent
outpost
me.
has a map
and
of the ruins before we bounce?
Hopefully, I don't have gremlins spawn inside of me.
Could ask.
We're
Give
just
it
gonna
to
have
us
to cross
without
our
us
fingers, everybody, because I'm gonna be hungry and I have no
He's
other
already gone.
option.
You got the sense that the map to the ruins goes with Essek in the sense of they're not just going to give a copy of all their work to a central agent.
They did a
When we
live
get back,
action
we can take
sequel
it.
to
Yeah.
Reboot. I
I feel
refused
comfortable
on
knowing what I know.
principle. Others refused based
I think
on
we just
the
go.
quality.
Yeah.
I think we just go.
A live action
So that we make a good impression with you, sir, would you like to send...
Yeah, yeah,
reboot,
yeah,
like
definitely.
we're
I'll
talking
send a
reboot
message.
with like there's like a blue
to
dude.
his
He's like some
assistant.
blue looking dude.
Whose
I'm
name
assuming he's some sort of AI or android or
he's a
something like that.
goblin.
Gentleman
We're talking that
goblin.
one? Is that the
Gentleman
reboot?
goblin,
Because that's what I'm thinking in
Awesome
my head.
pinstripe suit. His name is.
That's all I remember. It was just blue.
I'm looking.
Starts with a W.
Jay, the box has a label that spoils what it is.
Close enough.
Werther's.
Well, then I did not see that
Wellington.
label.
Worthington.
So just
Worthington.
ignore the barcode here.
No.
Got it.
Pepper whippy.
I honestly
Wow.
saw.
Just
I
a
like
lot of dicks.
wobble.
There's
the kid
just a
pointed
lot
and
of
goes, "Yeah,
dicks.
that's for you." And I go, "All right, I'll grab it when I leave."
Wilbur.
And then I ran out
taker,
and
just do a
totally
different
forgot
kind.
it. So that's I didn't like
Winsworth.
pick it up and look at it or anything. I kind of just saw the location of where it was. That's I didn't see or know anything about it.
But yes, you can send a note to him.
But
I'm gonna send a
Good to know.
message.
but we're sending a
When's-
message, Michael.
What did he say?
Fourth.
Yeah,
When's
the
fourth?
TV show. I'm with
Long
you
time
on
no
the
talk.
Daniel. Give me the
We're
terrible
coming
30
by. Things
graphics
are
and nothing
pretty
else.
dire. We'll be there soon.
Send.
Gotta talk to you, sir. It's important. See ya.
Doing good, doing good.
Good to know.
Word.
I'll let the master know right away.
All right.
Got to use the whole spell. Can't.
Done well.
Can't waste.
Done well.
No,
Yeah, and we got this
Every part
guy
of
on
it,
our side.
every
This
part.
guy definitely likes us. We've
You want to catch
established
up briefly
that
with,
this guy is our good friend.
with Dagon, who
I mean, as
already
good a
you can see
friend
is in the
as
middle of
they
telling
are if you
tales
pay
and
them.
laughing with some of the other
Because
watch
we definitely
soldiers.
paid him.
They're kind of sharing a drink in one of the smaller mess areas as he turns over to the rest of you before you leave and just goes, well, what you up to? Anything in particular?
I think we'll cross paths again, but we've got to go.
All right, well, take care of yourselves.
Think you're gonna stick around here?
Well, at least until the work dries up. I don't feel like trekking all the way back to Ballon Post or
It was
really enter
late
the
season when I
symbols
caught
of
up.
society without
He
any
had
sort of
the
means of
beard.
making some cash. And
I don't know
well, to be honest,
if I'm reading that
kind of
right.
okay without running into
I'm trying to
giant
see.
ancient white dragons.
Oh,
Sorry
Oh,
about that.
the YTV show. Okay, so
Didn't
the
bother me
YTV
none.
show. So I am talking that
Kind of
reboot.
a
I was trying to
big
put
deal.
all this together in my head,
Danger.
in my lunacy.
Yeah.
So that is the right
Yeah.
reboot that I was thinking of.
If you're still here in like a week, we could probably use you again.
Well,
Let's
if I'm still around, come find me.
let's get Dagon
We'll say
every
danger or
time.
not.
Is this?
I'm
I'm
at
like,
least a fun batch to be
I
following.
can't imagine this is the end of Dagon.
Dagon, I have an interesting, sort of personal question.
I have probably a very disappointing and slightly watered down answer.
Not
Gotta
very
make some good
confident with
coin
the
doing all
answers.
this. Where do you want to retire?
Your house.
You could be a pretty well-off man.
Let's have Dagon retire
Move
at the
to some
Shore
small
house.
town on the beach somewhere. And
He could watch
be
our
comfortable
house
the rest of your days.
while we're away, which is very
Make a
often.
persuasion check.
I dig this. I dig that
Sparkly dice.
Bo
sometimes hard to
brought him
see.
aside for a nice
Persuasion.
Yeah.
15.
little random conversation.
Yeah, I got my eyes on a little place. You ever been to Shamal Bay?
Shamal.
Is
Bay.
that in... Do I know where that is?
Look at
It's in Marquette.
Sam got
Is that in
really weird.
Marquette?
Sam got a very weird
It's called the Bay of
face.
Gifts. It's got some real good sunlight.
I've heard of that place.
It ain't cheap, but I got a plan.
Gonna
Good for
lurk
you,
in
man.
chat, but
Good for
sound
you.
off for a little.
How about you?
Neil, we're gonna be breaking in 5
I
minutes.
might have some
5 minutes.
retirement
We'll take a
property.
5-minute
There's actually
break,
a bar
and then
named
we'll do the
after
final
me.
30 of the
Familiar
the
with
first 30
Rumblecusp?
of the next episode.
You
I'm
don't
digging
gotta
it though.
shoot
I'm
me.
digging the
You
little
got
talk
plenty of time
with
to figure it
Dagon. Dagon is a great character.
Okay.
I get it. You guys were saying, "Oh, we're gonna see a great
Fair.
character" when Dagon
Thanks,
got into
Dagon,
this.
for all your help.
Dagon was a great character, and he wasn't even in it that much in a lot of sequences. But I knew he was always out there.
Stay safe, yo.
I like the
You're on that.
ninja aspect
Slip in
of
really
it.
quickly the last of the hot cocoa balls. And Pat, it's good to make friends. Just, stay safe.
Stay safe, Mr.
I give him a
Mr.
kiss on the
Dagon.
cheek.
No.
You're worth.
Isn't
every
that
penny.
when
Get out of
Dallon's
here.
closet is? Where Dallon's closet is?
Gives you a nod and takes one of the cocoa balls.
The
Got it.
Bay
Hot
of
water.
Gifts.
I would actually, if you got, or whiskey,
But I've been
anything.
given a blue
It's
name
like
and
a
too
tea
much
to this
power.
pink, like powdered chocolate.
Oh, this is bringing back some bad memories.
I'm happy we have
It's all
this
good.
done
It's
in
gonna
5
foam.
minutes because
Okay.
I have to pee like a son of a
That's,
bitch.
Drinking.
that's the marshmallow.
So
Oh,
here we
boy.
go. Final 5 minutes, maybe less.
We just left him with another problem.
It's gonna burn.
We are doing the next 30 minutes,
Right, you have
everybody.
your things
So get
gathered.
ready for 125. I don't even know what it's called.
Nicodona?
But first, I will spend while there. I'll spend 5 or 10 minutes looking for just
And
another
I
stone
do
from the
have
ground. I don't know if
another.
it's all ice.
I
or
have
if
a
there's-
seltzer, so I'm gonna go get that
It's easy enough
alcoholic
to find a
seltzer,
stone from
and we'll drink
any
that
of
for
the
the
nearby
30 minutes,
structures built
yeah.
within, yeah.
and then
Okay,
we'll
so
go
I'll do
from
the same
there.
thing. I'm
But
going
I
to
mean,
wrap it in
there will
parchment
be at
and
least
label
30
it
more
as
minutes.
This outpost, and then why
I was
don't
given
we go back
the
to
blue
our
for dealing
quarters,
with
where I can
a
draw on
category
the
that
ground.
hasn't been
in privacy.
returned to since.
Easy enough. Make
I
your way
would
back.
draw the circle
What is that,
for
Michael?
User's tower.
Okay.
For dealing
As
with a
Caleb finishes the
category.
familiar scribing on
Well,
the
maybe we
ground. You
shouldn't.
see the faint glow beginning
Maybe
to
I should remember this.
as it spirals outward, and then all at once flashes across as
My
one
apologies.
connected web of arcane design. And you know what to do. One by one, you all
we
jump
go.
into the circle, feeling yourself carried somewhere between space and time and thrust towards your destination. We're gonna go ahead and end tonight's episode there.
Oh, it's right there. Look at that.
You
Ending
also
it right
do
there.
level up because you can
That's why. I'm looking. I'm
because
like,
you've-
why there's so
you've
much
traversed
time?
across Isle Cross, survived an encounter
Next
with
level. None of you told me. You're all amazing. I'm so excited. I love these
the
things.
Tomb Takers, and
I was literally looking like there's
hit
at
what I would
least
consider
3 or
a
4
milestone in
minutes
that
left.
regard, so
Why is he
you
ending
all-
the episode? What is going to
we all hit
happen?
points now?
I was anticipating it.
I might pass 100 hit
Might
points.
pass 100 hit
Might.
points.
Don't dream.
Let's
Could
go.
be.
Might not, though.
Could be.
All right, let's see.
What happens now?
What happens now?
update everyone's.
Monks are D8,
Just
right?
barely.
Mine
Level
D8.
Just barely.
14.
Level 14.
Right?
So level 14.
Level 14.
pretty
That's
cool.
I rolled
wild.
a 2, but that gets me with my con modifier just to 101 hit points.
101
happy day.
hit points. I love it. Hey,
So when we roll it, we just
I
add it
remember
to
when
this
Caleb
rolled
was
HP
like
number that's on
40
here
something.
already.
Yeah.
Correct. Just the number you
And
roll
like
should add your
1
constitution
or 2
modifier
hits.
automatically.
Well, I mean, sometimes 1 or 2 hits will still kill
What
him.
do we get at level 4? What did the cleric? What is the cleric? It's just more spell slots, if I recall. I don't think I look.
So I don't know.
I'll look.
Plus your con, right? Plus your con.
Well, it adds it automatically. You just put the die.
I'll
number.
take a look.
but it is plus
rolled
your con, though, right?
Nice. So what's your total there?
78 plus 6 is 84. Hold on, I will let you know. My total is 126 now.
Got you.
I just rolled an 8.
So did I.
Oh.
Yes.
An 8. Both rolling 8s. What a major roll on a major roll.
Oh, man.
Ooh!
What'd you
What'd
get?
you get? I rolled a 12.
A 12.
Ooh. What's that put you at, Yasha?
Okay, let's see.
Damn.
Okay, let's
That's
see.
pretty solid. He just, or Yasha just totally cramped the style of Marisha and Sam. They were
Let's just do your rolls
riding
and
high
then
on
let
their
me know what your
8s.
final HP total is.
My HP is now at 117.
117. Nice.
117
rolled
for
an 8.
Bo.
150.
Some good rolls this level.
154 for Yasha. And Raging halves most of her shit. Yasha's solid, man.
Okay. you can do that.
154
Okay, fine. Up to you.
with halving
I'm
damage.
at 98.
Look at you.
Veth hasn't even broke 100 yet.
Wait a minute. I thought we got another spell.
Laura's
I'm
very
lucky.
upset, apparently.
I could do an 8 and a 10 and let you know which one it is.
I was
sure, let's do it.
nominated while trying to nominate others for
I can learn a
my
new
post.
spell.
It's either 5 or 8.
Bots and gaming.
5 for which one?
Oh,
I would be
bots and
5 if I
gaming.
do
Barbarians have
Warlock and 8 if I do a
Like,
Paladin level up.
Gotcha. Okay.
2
I have that
hit
marked here.
So
die.
many
Oh,
cool
a
spells.
D12. That's what I
Tiny
figured.
hut.
Caduceus?
I figured she had to have
121.
because I heard them say, "What do I roll? A
Oh, we get
D8
two-
or a D12?" So we got
Okay.
D12 for
Well,
barbarians.
we'll go
Pretty
ahead and
solid.
do
Thank you,
this then.
Adam, for the
Wait, is this-
clarification.
Is this wait?
Yasha at
Wait.
Wait,
well,
We'll do it.
oh
yeah.
Yasha
we'll do it in a
AC is
second.
low, so she
Well, these nice
talks
folks
so
first.
she takes all the hits
No, they need
like a
to,
tank.
They need
Yeah,
to
she's
watch
like a
us
tank.
choose our spells and abilities.
sit here for the next 40 minutes
If
deciding on
only
the...
she had some erasers.
better, major image or magic circle?
Major image. Moving on.
I guess you'll find out. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining
Matt is
us.
like, "Can I say goodnight now?"
Love you very much. And is it Thursday yet?
Is it
Good night.
Thursday yet? Good night. Matt waved goodbye. He said, "Jay, you have a great night." I said,
Hello,
"Matt,
everyone, and welcome to tonight's
We're
episode
not
of Critical
ready to
Role,
say
where a bunch of us
goodnight
nerdy-ass voice actors
we're ready to jump in
and welcome
to
back.
the next and welcome back,
So,
everybody. Make sure
last
Matt
we
gets
left
that
off,
in.
The Mighty Nine had found themselves in a bit of a
How
quandary
far does this go?
and wanting to help
I think it goes for a while.
prevent this coming dangerous arrival, led Tower of Tide Peak Tower and Yusa Arenis,
There it is.
the mage within.
All right, so we
so,
teleported to Yusa Arenish.
As you've all now stepped through the teleportation circle,
I'm gonna pause it soon.
go ahead and roll a d20 for me if you don't mind.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
all of us?
Just
Oh.
Caleb.
16.
See if teleportation works.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Right.
You all arrive without issue, stepping into the stone floor on the
Hold up.
inside of Tide Peak Tower. Very faintly lit, the same darkened arrival chamber that you're used to greets you.
All right, that's where we're stopping. 12:45. Set your clocks. I'm digging it. We immediately teleport in. Rolled good enough where we're not burning for the rest of time in some weird limbo state from the teleportation. Oh, set that. Oh, I guess I got to stop first. I think it's interesting that it won't just let you override that. All right. I just want to make sure I'm right with the time. Oh, no, it's 12:45. My bad. I'm an idiot. Not even close, Jay. 12:45. Set time. 12:45. Got it. All right. Set your clocks. Pee break. Real quick pee break. And we're jumping in 30 minutes. Be right back. Holy crap, everybody. I walked out of this room for like 5 minutes, and when I came back in, it smelled like I just walked into a pot factory. So I'm going to have to open this window up a little more because it is strong. Give me a second. Oh, I have to put this down or I get stuck. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to pop that baby up a little higher. Way better like that. All right. Let me fix myself. Okay, here we go. Everything's good. Everyone's clocks are set. Let's have a drink. I was going to say a chug. Look at this. This looks interesting. We're going to have some of it. Bush Light Peach. Limited edition. It is a limited edition. So let's try it. Ready? Let's put it in here. Because I hate drinking out of cans. We're going to put it in here. There's a little bit of Gatorade left in here, and it also is still pretty cold. And we're going to chug this bitch. We're going to chug this whole drink if there's 20 people still in the chat. There's only 13. 13 people. If 20 people join in the chat, we'll chug this whole thing. I have to a little more to put in. It sounds delicious, and it's ice cold, so I'm quite into it. So, she lost Necrotic Shroud when she got her wings back. Oh, okay. There's loss to Yasha getting the wings back. Besides that, Shroud wasn't that helpful anyway. Just go. I'm cruising through real quick. So anyway, ready, everybody? Set your clocks. Jump in to 125. This is a short one. The whole as a short. Like I said, we're going to do the hour Patreon. I'll do like 10 or 15 minutes for YouTube, add the rest of the live stream, and even that will give us barely like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. So it's a good thing we hit the 30, but we're right there. We just did it by one. Like the video if you have not, and get ready to jump in. Who is anybody new in the chat? Anybody new in the chat? We're going to have a chuggy for whoever is new, but then we're going to drink this. We're going to hit the radiators. And we're going to jump in for the final 30 minutes. And then I'll do the hour Patreon. 9, 10. Like I said, it's going to get close. I don't actually know if I'd make it for sushi. But I wasn't really feeling sushi. I know I got like other things I could eat. And I'm kind of feeling like a little tired. Like enough where I don't want to like go out. Usually I like want to go out and go for a ride and like grab a drink. Oh, I'm spilling this shit all over my soul. Anyway, cheers to everybody. Just ignore us. I see when it's just like conversation going on. I just like to catch up in case. But you all have your glorious time in there in the chat. Keep liking. We're going to chug half of this. It's up to the brim. I don't know if you can see, but it's literally up to the brim floating around. I can literally see the reflection in the camera. Jay, who would you bet on? Vincent from Collateral versus Lex Grossman. I mean, if we're going physical, I know both guys. Vincent from Collateral, it would kill many people. That dude was like lethal and good at what he did. Lex Grossman is just like an aggressive lunatic on the phone. You never see Lex Grossman actually physically fight anybody. He's like one of those guys that's like you put into a meeting to look the part, but he's not going to actually physically fight. So I'm pretty sure I'd have to go with Vincent from Collateral. And Collateral, I think Collateral is like such an underappreciated movie. I thought that movie was phenomenal. I love that movie. It's a damn good film. I will ask this, though I haven't. Have you ever watched Independence? Yes. I've seen Independence Day many times. I just watched it over 4th of July weekend because it was 4th of July weekend. It was on a random station or something. We ended up watching Independence Day, but I've seen it countless times. I've only seen the sequel like once or twice, and I don't feel like I've seen it in full either time. But cheers to everybody. I'm going to keep spilling this unless I drink some. So cheers. That is goddamn delicious. I'm not lying. That is really good. That is some good shit. I recommend this. Go get it while you can. That is honestly really good. Now I'm wondering how much Gatorade was in that. Maybe the Gatorade made it taste better, but even if it is, I almost have to drink this whole thing. I have a second one. I have to almost drink this whole thing just to see what... Like, this tastes almost too good. But I'm thinking maybe it's the Gatorade. Maybe I had a lot of Gatorade in it. Michael Mann, shooting scenes are shown at militaries on how to proper... Oh, okay. I got what you're saying. I literally, like, saw that word, and I'm like, that looks like militaries, but I think that's not. But anyway, cheers. We got to jump in, because I'm talking too much like a crazy person. Colvin and Ninja, or Clever and Ninja, Clever and Colvin, my God, if I could get it right, are saying, Radiators unite. I see drinks and radiators. We have the drink. If Ninja is here, we'll have the radiator, but we do not without Ninja. That is how we roll. It also buys me some time to recover after just chugging a beer. Because I did drink like 3/4 of that really fast. And my head is frozen because it was way colder than I thought. So let's jump in, everybody. Ready? Here we go. And there's Ninja. So right after this, we're going to hit the radiators. 3, 2, 1, go.
And there you see, kind of waiting by the door, the familiar appearance of Wensforth, the goblin associate.
Our goblin associate.
Yusa himself, as you all kind of step in.
Wensforth. I couldn't remember his name.
I'll take it you want to speak with the master.
I hope we're not barging in
Wensforth.
on...
You gotta love Wensforth, everybody. Radiators unite.
Don't think so.
Radiators unite. Anyway, gotta go.
Follow me.
This episode is quite good, especially in the second half, which I will be back for next week. Adam, have a glorious night. We love you. Radiators
where you
unite.
Previously attempted the ritual to restore Veth not that long ago. There you see Yusa is currently sitting at a desk. The furniture has been reset and fixed since the chaos of that moment in time. The window is partially open with a bit of daylight coming through, and you can see Yusa hunched over the desk, tomes open, and the happy fun ball set upon
Yusa
a
is
small
hunched
pedestal
over the
in
desk.
front. In the process
What is Yusa
of
been
writing
up
and
to?
scribing within there, stops and sets down the quill and turns over to face all of you. Well, hello, you've made it. You've arrived. What could I do for you?
Yusa's always been interesting, but I dig him.
Just
I
passing
dig
through.
him.
We have come seeking you specifically. If you have time to converse with us.
Well, I certainly, at the moment, have time, so let us discuss, yes.
We've also had probably the
What
best
is it you
relationship
require?
with Yusa of anybody.
Oh, this is a long story that we are going to have to keep telling.
I mean, we saved
can
his
just
life.
say
We
you-
saved his
tell
life.
before.
How's the chair looking? Just saved a deer's life. How to save a deer. Val Kilmer's reload in Heat is how Navy SEALs
Quite a
are
bit
taught to
seems
do
to
it.
have transpired.
Love Heat. Heat is amazing. I've seen Heat many times. Stop by to give you a like. David France, we love you. And we love the like. Put us over 51. We're now at 52 likes. David
It's a sticky
France,
situation.
I hope you're having a glorious night. It is good to hear from you. I don't know if
how
you
can
heard
I
her
help you?
earlier, but I said when I say see Amy, I just
any of
assume
it
you're
before?
not far, so I
You
shout
told
you
this
out.
story.
But it's good to see you.
Not much with the specifics of it. I'm familiar with the idea of Aeor. Just that some elements of its historical presence.
Yusa.
and I've
Matt
heard
gave them
rumors,
a perfectly
I believe
good
it was spoken
wizard
before
that was vetted by Alora and
its
everything,
ruins have
and
been
they got
uncovered
attached to
an extent
Essek
north,
instead.
but along with those rumors,
Yes,
strange
I guess you could look at it like that, because it is
aberrant
true.
alterations of the flow of magic. Such mages have traveled there and spoken how dangerous their capabilities are in that proximity. Those who returned, at least. So I have not ventured myself, as I let's just say I have a priority in maintaining my existence on Exandria.
Thank you for that.
And nothing of
Oh, they're showing this.
history of the
I should be
people there.
watching the stats. I like
Or
forgot
these
they just leveled up.
philosophers. Is it that shrouded in history?
Yasha is the 154, which
I'm not
I was
necessarily
aware
a
of.
major in all parts of history. As far as Aoran specifically, I'm not a scholar in that
What
sense.
is like
My
the max
preference more
levels
seems
they
to lie
reach in campaigns?
Extraplanar
Do they hit the
aspects.
20s? Is that a thing? What is the highest level you could
of known
achieve?
history, and in recent years, local
Caduceus
politics.
is
He kind
121.
of glances out towards the
High
window
AC
in his office
too.
with a bit of a glare. It's a bit out of my realm of expertise, but I've heard.
I feel like
various
having
things,
really
as
low
many who
intelligence but high
delve
wisdom
into
is
Arcana
odd.
do, which involves that they were a very powerful,
His lowest and
mobile
highest
nation, one of many,
is intelligence and wisdom.
struck down at some point in the
I feel like
calamity by the
one
ire of the
almost
gods,
goes. I know they're different, but one almost goes hand in hand. Like
specifics
Bo
beyond
is
that, I'm
19
afraid
and
it's not my
18,
ability.
very close.
Do you
That
know
makes
of anybody
more
that,
sense to me.
that did study Aor?
I know you could be one and not the other, but to that
The thing
extreme is
most
interesting.
arcanists of my stature, we maintain mostly a competitive air.
Bo's actually got
Friendships are
like
not
some pretty
to find
decent even stats.
covetous at a certain point of power, I suppose.
I think I'll
I only
love
keep
her,
a few close
but
to hand.
she's already been my favorite.
We've already met
Not
one.
counting later stuff.
though I'm
Spoilers.
uncertain as to
20
her,
is the highest.
expertise in
20
this
in
field,
campaign
so
1.
you
Don't
could
remember campaign
certainly
2.
inquire. I could reach out
20
if you'd
is the
like.
highest in D&D.
Well,
Even in
in a
campaign 3,
parallel
they
line
ignore
of discussion,
Yusa.
and I pick up the folding.
Our
House of
boy
Allies.
went from being
Right,
the
as you go and
meat
reach
in a
forward to the
sandwich
table,
to
you see him
being
kind of-
the soul.
Just like an instinctually, not quite Gollum-esque,
the
but like this has been his
floaty
thing.
boy.
He's been had studied for a while. The minute somebody starts reaching for it,
Vox
he's like,
Machina gets to 20. Mighty Nine doesn't
ginger
get
with it.
that high until the one shots.
You have been studying this, I presume.
I have. I've gone on 2 journeys within.
And is
Lucky
it
enough to have
strictly
returned from
based
both.
off the DM? Or do you have to
It's curious.
accomplish, like, is there
In
like an
our time
actual, like,
in here,
thing of
we met
accomplishments you have to
The
do
architect.
to, like, stick by the
so to
rules?
speak.
Or could a DM
Indeed.
just rapidly
I helped
do
shuffle
it?
away his
I know
essence for you.
it's, you know, up to your discretion and it doesn't really
We were
count
wondering if
towards
he is,
anything. But I wonder if there's, like, an
I
actual, like,
suppose, in a
checklist.
short amount of time. And we were wondering if you, in your time with this, have learned the ways of its functioning and the passage of time within it and without it. And we're curious to see if you... We're not sure that we want to do this, but would be open to us maybe having one more visit inside.
If you would be interested, I mean, you're the ones who prevent.
Depends on the
gave it
DM.
to me.
Campaign
You
2
may
is
enter
only
as you
like
see
15
fit.
or 16, I think. Oh, so they're...
I've mapped out.
I was going to say, because there's
a handful
not
of
a
rooms
lot
in
of
my
episodes
time,
left.
being an individual,
And they're
care must
just
be
hitting
taken with
14.
each progressive stage, especially
I
as
would see maybe 1 or 2 more
individuals like
level ups.
Halas are keen to
I mean, we're going
hold
at
it
a pace
against
of
other
like
such magic
1 every
practitioners.
10 episodes or so. Or
I
maybe
believe
not
you
even
encounter
because they
such
started.
dangers as well.
They didn't start at 1.
Have not yet located
So,
the device that controls
1
the
every 10 to 15
transition
episodes.
and
We
speed of
level
the
up.
passage of time, so it is still accelerated. But if you wish to journey within, you are welcome to. If you wish to speak with Halas, I can pluck the gem from the pocket
Halas.
space in which I buried it, but once again,
Sam was
as
like,
you
who? He said,
are well
speak
aware,
to Halas.
such an entity imprisoned for so long with such intelligence and cunning is a dangerous thing to converse with.
I love where we're going
Just
right
out of
now.
curiosity, have you mapped any new rooms within the halls of Halas?
He kind of, you show the map?
Yeah.
You edited it? Yeah, he kind of looks over and goes, primarily it's kind of combing through what you've missed. Nothing too far beyond that. How long has it been since last we spoke?
Yeah, Caleb would remember.
So Yusa has been combing through the
A very
areas.
keen mind.
It's been a handful
I
of
love
weeks
it.
since
So
last
Yusa
you,
is still going through that
spoke
happy
with Yusa.
fun ball.
Yusa says, I've only been in there but a handful of days. As you know, the progressive passage of time makes it challenging. So while this has been maybe a longer distance for you, it has been a much shorter blip in my
Let's
personal
check him on
experience.
it.
So
Do
by
the math.
traversing.
Could he have done all the
Is-
things he said and been back in time?
Limited until I can locate the centerpiece of this device. I am not one to wander too far or do an expansive breakdown of the folding halls until I can prevent it from consuming more time than is necessary.
So he's being very,
Makes sense.
very
But you are saying that
careful.
you have a
to
bit of
say
a
the
shortcut.
least.
You
Making
can,
sure
reach in
he
and bring our friend
spends the time very
Just the
wisely.
jewel that holds his soul. Remember, his body we left inside.
I really
but the
can't wait till
jewel-
campaign
He
1.
has on him.
I still
thought
really
it was
want a Happy Fun Ball one
that
shot.
he had
They don't make such a thing. Big
arranged
fan
something.
of Terry
Well, if you recall,
McGinnis.
when you guys gave
Why
him
do I know
dumped him
that
in a
name?
prison
I know I've
and-
heard
the
that
body,
name. You
but
guys
but
have
the
probably
gem that
mentioned
holds its
it.
soul, he went ahead and folded
But
away in a pocket.
Terry
dimension.
McGinnis,
Right.
Converse
But
with
that's
him,
what I'm
Jeff.
saying.
very
the gem,
familiar sounding name.
We spoke to him in the gem, so that's what I'm assuming we would be doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to go inside.
No, I don't need the body.
Is there any
Gems
danger
are
of him
truly
hopping
outrageous.
out of the gem if
Yes.
we tried
Just
to...
in case anybody didn't know.
Or
Gem,
corrupting the person that he
truly
speaks with.
outrageous.
I think I spoke with him last
I
time.
remember
I'll speak with him. I'm
every
sure
morning
nothing
getting
will
ready
happen.
for
Oh, yeah,
school
that's a great
when I
idea.
was a
Well, you're strong.
wee lad.
Yeah, just rage
Will.
before you
Mighty
do it.
Max.
Like, "Rah!"
Gem.
True.
Rage conversation.
Wrong of mine.
I don't know why, but they're like the two big ones I remember
shouting
at
at
that
the
point in
gem.
my life.
Lisa,
Mighty Max
would you be
and
interested
Gem.
in going to AOR
Those
and
two
finding
ones.
a whole
I mean,
bunch
there
of
is
relics
definitely
that would
other
be really
things,
interesting,
but
and
those are the
we
two
could
that
study
stick out in
them,
my
and
head.
probably, like a lot of other mages wouldn't, have access to those relics, and you would
Cheers
probably know
to everybody.
more
Is
than
anybody
your
new in the
fellow,
chat? Anybody new? We're gonna
arcane
chug
practitioners.
the other quarter
little
of the
danger.
beer that's left,
Roll a persuasion.
and then add another one, and then another. No, we're gonna do one more after this, and then we're gonna call it
Okay.
a night. Then I have to rewatch and study again. Batman Beyond.
16?
Strength is your ability to throw a tomato. Constitution is your ability
While-
to eat a rotten tomato.
I am behind what it is you're
I
attempting.
like that.
And I mean this
Terry
with all due
is
respect.
The right
The
full
danger
heir.
of someone as focused
to
in
the
my arts as
cowl.
I am in such a place.
Big fan Terry
Unnerves me.
McGinnis. Terry is the
I
right
appreciate the comfort
rightful
of
heir
control
to
of
the
my
cowl. I don't know
capabilities.
what that is. I probably do.
Um,
Oh,
however, I
To
can
the-
aid you perhaps
to-
in other ways.
I think I know what that is, but now I'm confused.
Just a moment. And he sits up from his stool and heads over towards, looks like a curtain towards one of the walls.
Oh
and
my
he
God,
steps
Kate!
Beyond the curtain, it falls behind him. It's like thick,
Kate
almost
Shorts
blue, shiny
is
velvet
here.
curtain.
I literally looked
And
at
a
the
moment
name
later
and
he
I'm like,
steps back
I
out,
was gonna
and
say
he
it, and
has
then I'm like,
this,
wait a second, and then I stopped. But I,
unique-looking
you
kind of
get
gold
that's it. We're gonna
spiral
check this
scepter.
whole thing. Kate
So it
Shorts
has like
is
a hollow
back.
center and just kind of spirals a bit.
Haven't
to a
seen
handle.
Kate
at the very edge.
in
the
a
tip of
couple.
it,
I feel like it's
it
been
seems
over
to
a
go
month at
into almost
least,
like a
right,
talon
Kate?
or a hook made
Jay,
of
have a
opal.
shot for Kate. Yes, Michael.
That's very beautiful.
I was already saying it. We don't have a shot left, but
And
we're
you
gonna
see he has a
chug
small
the rest of this beer
leather-
because I was sipping
almost like
it,
a pouch
and then I
about
was
that
reading the
big that he
comments.
has to decide
How
and
did we
kind of
get
sets them
back
down on the table.
into Batman? Terry is future Batman.
These are
Terry is Batman
objects
Beyond.
that I
Same
do not
as the character
immediately
from Legend of Vox
moment.
Machina.
I
Got
prefer
it.
to keep my
That's why it all
personal
makes sense.
defenses on
Thank you all.
myself.
But let's cheers for Kate Shorts. There's
Jealous
a
days.
good amount of beer left, so I didn't
But
drink as
if
much
you
as
would
I
like
thought
to take
before. So
these
cheers.
for the length of your journey. Maybe they'll be helpful.
And what are we talking about here?
This, and he pulls back the pouch. You see two rather decent-sized potions of a familiar kind of herbal,
We're done.
reddish peach
We're all done,
coloration.
as you can see.
These should tend to some of your wounds with a quick imbibing. And he slides
Let's
forward to the edge of
crack
the
the
table
next one.
as he kind of reaches out for the sphere.
Crack the next one. Oh, life has been
Somebody
wild.
else write
Glad to
down
be
the
back,
stuff,
Kate.
'cause I don't have a
We're pouring
bag.
another one out for you.
So 2 potions of
Well, we already
superior
chugged
healing.
one for you, but this is
Oh,
you're
yo.
still this is still yours.
Are you gonna
This
write?
is still
writing them
you
down. I'm writing them down.
You're okay.
becoming glorious butterfly and metamorphosizing
Write it down on my scratch.
into
This
this glorious beverage.
Is a scepter of
I don't know why
blessing.
you'd want any of that to be your actual life.
A
but
series
Kate,
of small
we love you.
enchantments
Thank you for
within, but
returning.
Hopefully it'll find some use within.
I was looking
your
in the
troop.
drink before
And he hands it over.
because I
And
swear
you can find that
I
within
saw a bug fly in
your,
it.
D&D Beyond.
And then I'm like, now I don't see it.
Blast
And now I wasn't
scepter.
sure, so I kept like
Blast.
second
Let's do
guessing. But regardless, there's not one in there
Okay.
now. So I might have just swallowed a gnat. It was a tiny thing. If it was. I like thought I saw it. And then I was like, nope, it was a shadow.
Yeah.
and I'm also
Blasting.
not in my right
There it
state
is.
of mind. So
What's it do?
I don't
Blast
care
scepter.
Tell me,
that
I don't
much
want to look it
at
up.
all.
Oh,
Gains resistance to fire
Back
and
to
lightning
Terry,
damage, and can,
which,
as an
because of
action,
spoilers,
use it
would
to cast
mean that his brother would have been a
Thunderwave at
great
fourth
Robin
level
as well.
spell without
I remember the
expending
name.
a
I
spell
can't
slot.
picture the guy.
That is cool.
Just by holding it.
Just by holding it.
Does it have offensive capabilities?
I was trying to
It
hiccup and I
requires
almost
a
like
2 minute.
threw up all over the place. No, I was trying to do like a crazy burp and instead I choked.
I would hate to
Back
get rid of my
to Terry. Okay, we were at becoming a glorious butterfly. Becoming a
Weirdly,
glorious
you
butterfly
still
is
get
my new
fire resistance with
mantra.
this, so it's
But instead of my
kind of a
conscience,
clean-
it's a
You
Russian
just gotta hold the
bot.
scepter.
Clever. I'll allow it because I already claimed it as mine, but you could use it. But I'm just joking. You use the shit
You
out
hold the
of it.
shield with the scepter.
We just doing hellos
There you
now.
Gotta have it.
Everybody, hello. Bidet, bidet, bidet,
You think you'll
bidet.
require these items back?
We're halfway.
Eventually,
1
when
minute.
you
In
feel
1 minute,
you've
we're halfway.
satisfactorily completed
Then we're gonna
your
hit the radiators one last time
encroachment of
in
this
honor
danger,
of
and still
everybody
You're going to die,
being glorious
so you might
and
not
life,
get it back.
liberty,
well,
and the
even
pursuit
more
of
reason
happiness.
for me to stay
And
behind.
then
but
I might
believe
jump
in you.
right into Patreon. Rogue is here. Hello, everybody. Hello.
of course I'm
Did I not
curious
see
about
Rogue yet,
you.
or did
Anyone
Rogue just
of my
coincidentally come in because we were joking about hellos?
Background and
'Cause I don't remember
passions
seeing
is-
Rogue.
But it has a reputation for
Not
its-
no like nothing
And I'm
mean
here. I've
about
lived
it.
as
I
long
just
as I have from
don't
being
recall
careful.
Rogue being in the chat.
If things
But
get out
Rogue,
of
if you
hand,
came in at
perhaps
this
I can
moment,
reach out
you just
to
came in at a hello
a number of
conversation.
allies in hindsight and perhaps come in as a second wave. But if you can handle this, then
Broken
I'm-
item, no charges, no recharge, unlimited fourth
I
level
would
spell
rather not put
every
myself in
time.
harm's way.
Actually, years ago, there was an actor that
That's
really looked
understandable.
like him,
I apologize.
but he stopped
But
acting. The older brother in a show
you
called
have
Robbie.
succeeded at great many
Or Bobby?
things, and
Bobby.
I believe that you have a drive.
Bobby.
And
I
a
never
passion.
remember a show named Bobby,
and
but you're saying it wasn't
trends behind
that
you.
popular.
You may have what it takes to handle this without me.
Popular.
Well, I suppose the question I have for the 9 of us is
The question
it worth the risk
From the
for
9
one of
of
us to
us.
try to speak to Halas since he is of the time period
I feel like I recall asking him if he knew.
of the philosophers? of the
Jack
Sun
and
Nova?
Bobby. I was
feel like
the
I've
50th like
asked
Rogue.
him
I
about-
apologize. Did I say hi to you? Was I that messed up? Because at a point we took a bunch of
didn't
shots and
know about
everything, and
any
I
of
might
the
have
things
blacked
we
out
knew
for
about
20
No,
minutes,
no,
and no one
nothing
knew it because
new.
I am a functioning
Worth it.
nutcase. But
I just wonder what
I'm pretty sure I
information
did
you
not
might
see
have.
you. I know
would
I
be
saw
willing
Dark
to
Wolf.
hold the
I know
gem,
Dark Wolf.
if-
The only reason I say that is because clearly, as
For
you can see
you,
right there, because Dark Wolf said
and you,
cheers,
so you
you have the
would,
same color
work to prevent
icon.
me from
I know the
leaving.
difference between you, but I'm wondering if I
you know what I
didn't
mean.
see you or thought you were Dark
And
Wolf,
then,
because I definitely saw Dark Wolf way earlier.
hurting
But
me,
Rogue, I apologize.
I'm sorry?
More people here than in my
Well,
hometown.
he's an
Rogue.
archmage that has
I
survived across the eons.
Hope
He's
that you
dangerous.
rule that town.
But
That
the
you better be the
information
best,
you know
strongest
so little.
person. Do you all at
I think it is
like
worth
you
it.
know? There's 20
Yes,
people
I
in this
agree.
room, so do you
I
all
will certainly
have
fuck you
to
up if it is
throw
necessary.
down once a month to challenge each other for
hold on.
control of the
First thing is to make
of
sure
the
that I do not leave
town?
the tower in the blink
I
of
feel
an
like
eye.
that should happen. If there's
Yep.
only like 20, 30 people
Let's-
in your
I'll have
town,
that on standby.
every month there should be a
Can we take all of
throwdown.
your,
Like you don't have to always go physical.
your
You could have like
tools, all
mental
of your,
challenges and stuff, but there should be a
ingredients?
competition, and one of you runs that shit. If you're good at everything, then you just run that shit all the
only
time.
what you need?
Yes, yes.
I think
yes,
that's what should
yes.
happen,
I
Rogue.
am
Is
just
that what
thinking
happens
if there is anything
in real
that I
life?
should
Because it
hold on
should.
to.
Matt Long looked up
Probably
the
just my lucky
actor. Oh, that's the
could-
name of the
I
actor
could
from Jack and Bobby.
Enhance abilities.
Jack
on you.
and Bobby. I kind of
I
do
could up
remember
your
Jack and
wisdom,
Bobby.
or I could
Matt
up your charisma.
Long.
You know,
That
either
name
one
even
might be
sounds
useful when
familiar.
talking to him.
Matt Long. I feel
I
like
can give you bless.
I could give you.
I feel like that name. I know there's other Longs like Justin
give
Long
you
and stuff
some
like that, but I feel like Matt Long is
Give you
familiar.
all.
It's tricky because anything that I have to resist him.
Yeah, just like the toughest
He could also
guy
use to
in
resist
Letterkenny. I've never seen Letterkenny.
If
That's
I
one of
no
those
longer
shows comes
consult
up
my
very
faculties.
often. Especially when I don't know what it was, but early on in
Just be ready to
YouTube
fuck me up.
years ago when I started,
I'm going to cast
a lot of
enhance
people
ability on
going
you
like,
anyway.
watch
I'm gonna enhance
Letterkenny.
your charisma because you're
Never
going to
seen
have to
it.
persuade him to
And I
take you out
love
of
it.
the billing. He's
Isn't
not
it,
going to give things up.
What does that do?
Oh my god, what's his name?
Gameplay wise again?
It gives
The
you
dude from
advantage.
Gone in 60
On
Seconds.
charisma ability checks.
Okay.
David
I'm also going to cast Shield of
Rabisi.
Faith because
something-
I've never used
I think
it
it's
before.
Rabisi, his last
But
name.
I really should.
Yeah,
Give you
Pally.
I want to say
plus
Dominic,
2 to your AC.
but I don't think that's
for
it.
10 minutes.
Cool.
Giovanni Rabisi. Giovanni Rabisi.
Once we start, I'll get
Giovanni
bless on you.
Rabisi. Letter
So
Kenny,
you're
isn't that
to
who's in it?
Speak with Halas.
Correct.
Very well.
Bless.
Use the
Jack
fangs
and
kind of
Bobby
straightens his
was a
shoulders bit, and you
teen
watch
drama.
as
I
his
was gonna say a
fingers
teen-
almost seem to tug at an invisible thread, and as he
A dream
pulls it across
team.
the
It's
front of him,
teen
you hear
drama
this faint
about two
tearing
brothers
sound.
growing up where one would become the
You watch this all fold
president.
in space time. just
Oh, like
open, and as it
Bobby,
does,
like the Kennedys?
gem,
Are we talking
shiny,
the Kennedys
falls out
kind of thing?
He
Haven't seen it.
almost catches it in his hand,
By
and instead it just stays
but in my
gravitating,
mind, he
floating in the air,
is.
held
Got it,
aloft
got it,
by
got it.
a
Giovanni
mage hand of
Ribisi,
some kind.
underrated actor. I love him. I love
As it
Giovanni
closes,
Ribisi. Also in
He flips
Ted.
it over in your direction,
Also
and you see
in
the gem just kind of slowly
other
corkscrewing
movies,
in the air towards you
Friends,
before stopping
Phoebe's
right in
brother.
front of you, just gently, quietly rotating, shining with a bit of light coming through the window, making it bright.
Let's have some more
a
of this
deep
delicious
red,
beverage.
beautiful red.
Anybody new in the chat? Anybody new in the chat? Like and subscribe. Say Jay, what's up?
You
And
know what
I
you're
will chug
asking?
this in honor of you. That's all I can
drink
provide
it right now.
because I only have this
I
in
want to
front
know
of me.
about
Otherwise, I will do
Cognosa,
500 other
Cognosa
things that
Warden Somnova.
exist.
philosophers.
I remember that show. I liked it.
I'm also very
We're
curious.
talking Letterkenny.
What he
Nowhere
may know
we
of
are
these
not
beacons.
is bigger than our
and what
hometown.
they meant in his time.
Nowhere we are now is
important.
bigger than our hometown. We live in the country and are camping near the city this weekend.
They can be
Ugh,
destroyed.
I almost just dropped this all over the world. The whole world
Or-
almost got this on itself.
The Beacon, the Luxon.
So
many does he need?
lace up. We live in the country. We were camping near the city this weekend.
threshold
Where are you
quest?
going, lace up? Where are you going to camp?
Without
You don't have to tell everybody, but just tell me. But write it in the comments. Just tell me, but write it in the comments.
How do you fight it?
That's how we do it. Cheers.
Screaming mad city? Flying through the abyss? Don't ask that question.
No, it really
It might
is
not
that
be
good,
of
guys.
Exactly the
It
same
really
time
is just
either.
that
It's not
good.
definite.
It tastes the same as it did before. I highly recommend and support this beverage.
As your
is
fingers touch the cold stone,
Gloriously delicious.
you feel this chill.
I was
run down
confused
from the
because
base
I
of
have
your
this
neck to the
flavored
base of your
Gatorade.
spine.
So
And
in my
immediately
head,
the
I was
temperature
like,
warms
am I
to your
just
touch, like the gem is
crazy?
matching the temperature of your own skin. And you hear a voice.
Under 10
from
minutes, everybody. Under
sources
10
at the
minutes.
center of your mind.
Keep liking, keep subscribing. If you're new, say what's up. You will get 500
So who do I have the pleasure of speaking with
diamonds showered upon you. I don't know if they're
Yeah,
real or
hello.
not. They might be Kubrick zirconium.
My name is Caleb Widogast.
Caleb Widogast. I heard that name before. I know it's.
And you
I'm
are?
just joking.
right now? You already know who I am.
I have yet to have the pleasure of conversation with you. I was hoping to hear you say it.
This is interesting.
I can sense something.
I feel like I'm surprised no one said focus on this part. I feel like this would be a
There's a
focus part. Maybe it's not.
Hint. Of
Or maybe
arcane
it's already
energy that
focusing.
just drifts.
And I'm burping into the mic. I apologize if I burped.
You
into the
are
mic.
a
I love you all.
practitioner, yes.
I am a prolific student of life.
Then there is much that we could see eye to eye on.
Do you know where you are? When you are?
Not in particular, no. An
Matt
unfortunate
Long
side effect
was
of
Zeke in Manifest.
an
I've never
unforeseen,
seen Manifest, Michael.
vengeful
What do you think is better?
retort.
Those of you who have seen him, From or Manifest? My sister,
Well,
many
you have
times,
met a
she
few
said
of my
both are
friends
great.
already.
She's recommended From and
Just think back
Manifest.
to the last conversation.
Oh, people are saying pay attention. I was going to say, I
previous
feel like
2000
Focus
years, that would be
should be
them.
here.
A returning interest.
Love Gone in
You
60
come
Seconds.
back to me after
Love
such
it as well. One of my favorite ever.
encounters. I sense a faint element of desperation.
We do have questions.
Good. I have requests.
Requests. Here we go. Here we
What do you
go.
wish to ask me, Caleb Widogast?
What do you wish?
Can we hear what?
No, you can hear him talking. You do not hear Halas.
I mean,
I
how
wish to
dangerous
know
is
of
this?
your
How dangerous?
time.
I mean, it's probably very dangerous, but
When you lived. Of where you lived. And I wish to know of Eor.
and you know he knows. You know he knows.
that the
Look,
span
he
of
even
your
humped.
lifetime?
He even humped.
When
This
Eor
is
was at its
this is
zenith?
definite focus time for me. There's certain things I'm like really into, and
I will
Halas and the
say,
Happy Fumble is like
Eeyore crumbled before my time.
you could do a whole thing off of that.
But its folly was known in my upbringing.
Look at his face.
How
Look at
far
Matt's
in your
face.
past did it fall from the sky?
Well, I grow quite frustrated with my predicament.
It's on YouTube. I love
After
Gone in
all,
60
it is
seconds.
very hard to pursue any of
Oh, we're talking about something else.
the mind's intrigues when you're confined and alone.
Sorry.
Well, you're somewhat in the position you put yourself in.
Yeah, I was gonna say sorry, but it's not my fault. You're
Why
not.
take the sabbatical from your mortal flesh in the first place?
Reasons. But that's not what we're asking about right now.
Oh.
I wish to stretch a bit. Return to the semblance of flesh, if even but for a moment.
Gone in 60 Seconds was an excellent movie. Plot was a little meh,
I could answer these
but
questions
we
for you
let
in
a
a more
lot
direct
of dumb
manner.
plot lines go over the years for the sake of action. I agree 100%.
You just have to let me in.
100%.
Do you need my permission?
Gone in 60 Seconds, I used to
certainly makes
watch
it
all the
easier.
time. I would show it off on my sound system when, like, surround sound and DVDs and shit started becoming, like, super
Well, I tell you what.
the shit. Before even Blu-rays, I would show my shit off with Gone in 60
Let's
Seconds.
keep it between you and me
Because
for
the way
3
the cars
questions.
were wrapped around and stuff. Surround sound.
And if
I'm
I
talking
feel
like
you've
20,
answered
25
honestly
years
for
ago.
3,
Whenever that movie came out. I mean,
We can
Gone in
see
60
about
Seconds has to
another
be
3 in
going.
different
It's probably its
circumstances.
like 25th anniversary or something like that. I feel like it
Word
was
of
like in the
persuasion,
late
sure.
90s, early 2000s.
With advantage.
Or deception based on how you are coming at this.
My guess is 1999. That's my guess. And I'm going just like off the cuff. Like, I'm not even really thinking much about it. I just feel like I was with a certain person when I saw it in theaters, and it was graduating year. I graduated high school in
Natural
1999. I feel like it goes natural
Take a
20.
picture of that shit.
By
That's
Caleb.
amazing.
Take a picture of that shit.
Wow.
Natural 20 on such legendary. Legendary. Rare. That was great. That was glorious.
I love the
cigarette.
double.
Yeah.
I need a cigarette after that.
I text the whole group. I want to see.
All
that.
right,
That'd be
we're
great.
down to the final 3
Universe is light,
minutes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We might actually end this
Somewhere back in
on
campaign 1,
a
back
great
to sneaking
reaction
away
from Matt.
Keyleth
We're
through
obviously
the
going to let
shoes in
Matt
his
close it
hand
out
past his
because Matt
sister's
might be
door.
over 3 minutes on
My
this.
friend, it gets better.
My friend, it gets better. You can roll a natural 20.
Beautiful.
And those dice
Oh
are
my
so
God.
pretty.
Why is it
What
in
a
the
time.
Okay.
What a time. I'll read the comments in a second. I want to see and hear
Some of
what's
the
about
newest.
to go down. Gotta shake it out. Shake it off. Shake it off. Ready?
Damn.
You feel this, the
Rat Eaters
The
Unite.
presence in this
While this
gem,
happens. Rat Eaters
which began
Unite.
to become just a
I'm going to
presence
wait for
around
you. 20-second countdown.
Almost, if it had a back foot, step onto it and meet you at equal ground.
Five more seconds.
I was a boy raised in Zebnis.
We're going to get some
people
serious
excited.
shit. 2 natural 20s.
A
I did say.
half-cocked
If I did not say
major
that, I did see that.
Steeped in
Ready, everybody?
extremely
Rat Eaters Unite.
bureaucratic ways of governance. I quickly grew beyond any interest in what it had to offer, and absconded with all of my research materials and The
I
important
love
things
that we're
my
gonna get some
teachers
serious
had
shit,
imparted me with,
lore.
physical and otherwise, and began traveling the world to acquire inspiration.
Should
for
we
building my
ride
own.
this out? This could go for a while.
You found me in the beginning stages of one such a construction. Unfortunately, I could not finish it yet. Needless to say, in seeing the world, I began to realize one continuous truth. Everyone else is worthless. Petty, frustrating, self-obsessed, and weak.
So he's very fond of the work ethic of people.
I decided to absolve myself of Exandria and continue to build this home for myself.
Some schools in Jersey were like that.
That's where I'm from.
I heard. I will die on the hill. Travis has the best roles
answer your
throughout the
question
game.
about
Not the
Aegon,
high numbers, but the low ones as well.
There are a handful
We had
of
12
other
people in
cities
my
that tried to
class.
rise to its grandeur.
6th, 7th, 8th grade, 2 natural. What
was
are we? I'm trying to go back to where
largely
that
the
started because I'm
first.
interested.
The most beautiful,
had-
most successful,
12 people in my class. We had 12 people. I don't know what your
biggest tale
Clever is talking
of
about, but
warning
in 6th, 7th,
for
8th
those that were
grade,
following
where I
his
was,
footsteps.
never had more than like 30 kids in our class. I had a very small middle school.
see,
High school, there was like 200 in my
Society is
entire
sick
graduating class.
destined to
But the
crumble.
high school as a whole probably had around
There is an
800,
illusion to
900
the
people
idea of
tops.
community.
It's
working
very
together.
much grown over the last 20, 25 years.
Because every single time
But
it
I
reaches a
know
point
for a fact there was only like 200 kids in my
where
graduating
everyone
high school.
tears each other
Everyone knew
apart.
everybody. Like, you
or
knew
something
everybody.
on the outside
Even if you were like
sees
a
the community
nobody,
as a threat
everyone knew you.
and destroys it. That happened to Aeor. It suffered tumult within,
I think I told you guys
and
my
its lofty ideals
25th
and attempts
reunion,
to
high
rise
school
to the
reunion,
top
is
of the divinity food
in like
chain
3 months.
and prove their
And it's right down the
creators
street from my house.
surpassed.
I could walk there.
It drew the ire of the gods.
There's like a really
thus
nice
was
banquet
spot.
hall down the street from where I am.
That's 2 questions.
That's 2 questions. We've
What is your
used them up.
third
We used
two?
them up. Well, we're not.
Continue
I
this
mean, we got more.
conversation.
The senior class 2 years ahead of me had legit 4 people. My graduating class was 998. We had 2 middle schools, but both were like 500 plus kids. Yes, I had not a lot. My
What about the
whole your
philosophers?
graduating class had almost your graduating class had
some
100% had more people than in my entire high
Do you
school.
know?
And my high
And I
school
knew
was
everything.
9, 10th, 11, 12. Because some high
What
schools
were
I know
they?
have extras in some
What did
places.
they want?
In Jersey,
I know of them.
4 years. Freshman,
There
sophomore,
were a great
junior,
many
senior. That's how we
philosophers
did it.
scattered about
4
Aeor.
years, which
But
is
some novel.
normal. But I know places that don't
In
do
the
it that way.
strangest.
And I'm not kidding you.
They felt,
There was maybe not even
from what
900.
the records
I
say,
know there was like 212.
But even they didn't belong
to be
within their own
exact, in
people.
my grade, and I was a senior. I feel like there was maybe
was a
more, but even if there wasn't,
uniquely
I'm talking 900
diverse spread
kids
of
tops in the
interests
entire high school.
that kept that city growing to its zenith. But the sum novum for a society that didn't
My graduating class had
ascribe to
52. My
specific
20th was the last year.
divinity.
Oh, it was last year. And I had to organize it.
seemed to have the
Exhausting.
closest to it than anyone.
Yeah, I get hit up.
An
The girl
almost
who does
fanatical
mine
belief
lives in
in the mortal
town still.
imagination.
She's been involved in the town since we were kids.
And when they were challenged
And her family too, and she
in
still
their
runs the reunions.
fanaticism,
And she
they closed
lives
themselves
like
off from the rest
literally
of the society.
one turn from where I do, like down a
An
mile.
entire portion
And she's like,
of the
"You
city
better go."
ostracized
And I'm like,
within its
I
own
never really
construct.
liked people from high school. And it's like 25 years
Socially,
later.
it
And she's
is.
like, you could walk
People were
there.
free
People
to
are
walk to
flying
and
in from
from, but-
California.
Why would they?
And she's not wrong. But I just wasn't a big school
But it
guy.
fell with the rest of the city,
I started making friends in college that lasted a lifetime.
as all things do when they try to elicit the help of others.
Is he fucking with me?
Is he fucking with
Make it
you?
a
I was
social
just, I'm listening.
I
I'm
didn't say-
listening. We
people did things
also
to me. Do I have
are
advantage
way
on them?
past the
Nope.
time.
Check.
We were supposed to stop at 42.
Advantage or?
Did you
We've just
bless
been
him?
rolling with
Yeah,
this.
bless is just saving throws.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
so not just a straight insight check.
I wasn't watching the clock, so we are over
might not
at this
know.
point. But everybody, we're going to
19.
roll with it. Just keep going. We're like, this is the first time I
His-
ever just rolled past. Normally I'm waiting to jump on and get sushi, but I'm not
He's a
getting
survivor.
sushi tonight, so
So his speech
He's
is
a
always
survivor.
carefully chosen, which makes it challenging to feel any shifts.
we're going to
in
keep going.
intent
Because I
or
want to
belief.
finish this drink and I'm loving everything.
You don't sense that he's,
Anybody new in the chat?
Telling
Anybody
you
new?
untruth
Because I'm going
by
to
any
chug
means.
this
but he's a slippery one.
and then we'll call it. But I'm going to go
knows?
for another minute or two, at least, possibly 8 years. Somewhere in between there. Anybody know? If not, we're chugging it.
That is one question, but not all of the answer.
I did say we would go until this ended, but I didn't think it would last this long.
Survivors. After the fall.
Cheers to Amy France. I love Friday like this,
eight.
and no, Jay,
There were
this
no
isn't
survivors.
the first time.
They weren't
But does it
attacked by some
feel
other
like the first
competitive
time? Feel like the
society.
very
They
first
weren't
time?
taken down by some dangerous, legendary beast.
Oh, and Amy France was the one that said 52
They were
graduating in the class.
annihilated by the very gods
That is a tiny glass.
created
That is
this
like,
world.
that is almost the size of my middle school,
If there were any
8th grade.
survivors,
Like
well,
all through middle school,
I
very
don't know
tiny.
them.
But what happened was kind of like Neil said with the two schools.
I can say that
In
the
high
fall
school, we combined with
pause
5 or
everyone
6
else
different
who
towns.
eagally followed.
There was like Warren,
the path that they
Watchung,
carved.
Sterling, Gillette, Greenbrook,
and such
maybe
a warning has been heeded ever since.
5. There's at least 4 or 5
Sometimes,
towns, possibly
it's best not
6,
to show your hand
that would all
until
get thrown in
you absolutely need
to the high school. And then the high school, every one
That's
of
a
those
good point.
towns had like 30, 40
that
kid
thought, my cup of
graduating
Gemini.
middle schools.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
And the funny thing is, I still live like a mile
Add a
from my
D4.
high school. A mile down the road is my high school. I became the guy that like never leaves his hometown.
26.
You are rolling up
You are rolling it. Yeah, we are definitely rolling.
Lucky winner.
As you're
You all
releasing the gem,
graduated to lace up hockey. But Michael said chug, so here we go. Chug.
Kill him!
he just gets the Anna Ripley treatment.
I heard Anna Ripley.
As you are about to release the gem, your
We're gonna
fingers
stop soon.
feel tense and aren't listening to your flex, and for a moment
We definitely
you
went
feel that
way
same
over,
voice
but I'm gonna let this play out. I'm gonna
begin
let it
to
play out,
press
everybody.
on your mind like a sudden
maybe it's gonna play out
onset
right
of a
now.
migraine.
We're gonna stop it right there. Even though I don't know, it didn't seem like it got too exciting yet, and I don't know if that could go for 8 more years. That was 5 minutes over. We did 35 minutes. So honestly, that's not. It doesn't matter because either way, I'm gonna give it to next week. I'm still only gonna do a 10 or 15 minute YouTube video. The Patreon hour I'm gonna do immediately after this. I'm actually gonna jump right into it. I don't even think I'm gonna get out of this chair. I think I'm gonna just jump right in, do the Patreon hour, and then 10 or 15 minute YouTube video, like I said. This coming week, everybody, in case you are a fan, is Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai starts this coming week. Usually the way they do it is they drop the entire season in a day. So I will probably be pumping those out. So if you're a fan, check out that. Let me say good night to everybody. We had Lisa Pocky, Michael, and the dude, JB, my moderators. Kate Schwartz, jump back in. Good to see you, Kate. My good friend Neil, clever name I made. Amy France and David France, Daniel O'Day. Did we see 44 today? I don't think we did. But 44, we love you, even though you aren't here. Chimiki Paro, Ninja Master with the day off. Sorry about power issues, but good for you for the day off. Colvin, Vero G, Chimiki Paro, Star. I did not see Star leave. Maybe I said goodnight, but I didn't see that. Emily Mary and Amelia. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. We had Sonia earlier, Rogue, Dark Wolf, the Hiking Viking for the first time in a long time. If I missed anybody, write it down below. I'm going to go back down. Adam Espinosa, who already signed off a while ago. It's not going to let me go anywhere past that. So if I missed you right in the bottom, I know M. Gormley was here. I think I said Amy France and David France. Clever name. Neil. Everybody, if I missed you, I'm sorry, but is it Friday yet? I always forget which button to hit. Is it this one? I know it. If I hit that one and it's wrong, it's going to